out. Hey, 17-0, baby. You better get them ready. Yeah. Every week, bro, we come in, we put our mask on, we just take this all motherfucking time. This all goddamn game. This all motherfucking out. Yes, sir. Hey, it don't take too much, man. Get this while it's hot. It's gonna take a full team.
Round 2.
There you go.
If that doesn't get you fired up, you got something wrong with you. But holidays here, Commanders on slate in Washington. Thomas, how we doing?
Doing great. Yeah. I mean, come on. 3 weeks left in the NFL season. A 1 o'clock kickoff. Been a while since we've had that. And there's a lot going on today, Josh. A lot happening during the Eagles game. Obviously, with the Lions taking on the Bears. After the Eagles game, with the Minnesota Vikings taking the Seattle Seahawks. And, of course, with the Eagles game and the fact that Philadelphia needs to win the NFC East, lock up the number 2 seed, but keep the number 1 seed playoff chances still very much alive. And this is the first team that gets a second crack at Philadelphia. Every single team that's played Saquon and AJ and this defense, they've been doing it blind. First time ever facing them. Washington gets round 2. Very excited to see the adjustments from both teams in this one, Josh.
Yes, you said it right. It's we've seen no team be able to kind of have the answer for it, but can the Commanders do it for the second time? Jayden Daniels, obviously, we've heard all the excuses, I think, to this point, which maybe some are fair, sure, but you're going to get a second crack. It's Commanders hosting, so I'm hopeful at this point. It's like, look, you know what? You don't have those excuses anymore. You answer the call. You take the lead or a potential chance to take the lead in the NFC. On that note, I will say, as far as what we've got from official injury updates, as always, the inactives for the Eagles, Tanner McKee, Britton Covey, Eli Ricks, Nick Gates, Darian Kennard, Trevor Keegan. The usuals, except for, once again, Britton Covey, full practices with a neck, but then out for game day. So something just maybe not quite right. It's odd that he's getting in full practices, but inactive for Britton Covey there.
Yeah, well, he's getting practices, like you mentioned. Bryce Huff, another player we found out on Friday, was not going to be able to go. And I think Philadelphia is very clear, right? When you're coming back from injury, if you're not exactly the most important player on the roster, they might give you an extra week just to make sure you're 100%, get the legs underneath you. And so not a surprise for Covey and not a big shock for Bryce Huff either.
There you go. Yes. Also, as far as for the Commanders, just official, they're inactives. KJ Osborne, Jeff Driscoll, Michael Davis, Dominic Hampton, Chris Paul, and Fedarian Mathis. The biggest and most important is the fact that you don't see the names on there of a Zach Ertz and or a Jeremy Chinn. So those two were the questionable considerations beforehand, but they are a go. Big news for the Commanders there. Does anything change for, and we've talked about it on both of our preview shows and even on the Wednesday link, but does anything change, you think, at all for these teams or these matchups, especially? I mean, obviously Zach Ertz was kind of questionable initially, but good to go. Concussion. I think there was also maybe a shoulder injury that he was dealing with, but now that he's out there, any difference for this matchup?
I don't think so. I think Zach Ertz is going to be a focus. He was a big-time focal point, especially in the second half of that Thursday night game that you and I were both at. I'm very curious to see what Jayden Daniels is going to do today, Josh. They're still one of the top 5 offenses in the National Football League. He was not that good after the first quarter against this Eagle defense. They really started to get his number, especially rushing the passer in the second half of that football game. How does Jayden Daniels look in what's really a must-win game for the Washington Commanders, right? There's a very real scenario where Philadelphia could lose today, win out. They lock up the 2 seed. Not a big deal. You missed the 1 seed, but still, you're the 2 seed in the NFC. The Commanders lose today, and the Seattle Seahawks win today, and the Atlanta Falcons win today. It gets dicey for that number 7 overall seed for the Washington Commanders. And so what do they try to do to make sure that they can win this game? It's going to be interesting. This is a serious football game, and I'm very excited to watch it today with you, Josh.
Heck yeah. We are so excited to watch it with all you guys. We've got almost 600, a little over 600 people on the streams. Hit the like button if you haven't already, as always. It has done us some good luck every time that we get over 1,000 likes, so we'll just throw that out there as a mandatory. Of course, shout out to Underdog, the official sponsor of the channel. Use promo code Philly Special. Scan the QR code. It's not too late if you want to get in a play. There's about 5 minutes before kickoff, which we will doing play-by-play, and it's only, makes sense to go ahead and throw these up here because, of course, as always, we have the standard regular plays each week, and Thomas, you sent me a couple of these. One of them seems a little bit more realistic, and then we're going to get to the other one in a second, but for the first play, the 5 times multiplier, what you got?
Yeah, I've been very conservative with the Eagle wins. I've hit on a couple of these the past couple of weeks. So they have 3x multiplier and something not too crazy. I like Saquon higher than 98.5 rushing yards. He was lower last week in kind of his worst rushing day overall, kind of a more pass-heavy attack versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. I think they're going to run Saquon a lot. I'm very curious to see how the Commanders defend that. Give me over or higher for Saquon. I think McLaurin's going to be targeted early to try to get him going. I don't know if he's going to have a crazy good game. I didn't like higher on his overall receiving yards, Josh, but I like higher then one catch, basically, or half a catch in the first quarter from McLaurin. Brian Robinson was my touchdown scorer, at least in this football game. I think he's going to at least get in the end zone one time. And then Kenny Gainwell, I can't get off the Kenny Gainwell higher rushing stats. This time, higher first half rushing stats, 6.5. I think he's only going to get 3 carries in the first half. A lot of Saquon Barkley. All it takes is one of those going for 7 yards, and then we hit.
It's fair. He's had some of those. You run for like 20 yards all of a sudden on the first carry, and then we're just good to go. But I like it. So there's your 5 times. Now, the other one that I mentioned here is a little bit of a bigger play. This is your 100 times multiplier. I believe it'd be the largest multiplier that any of us have hit so far if this one were to go. So talk us through that one.
Yeah, this is Grant Calcaterra with 3 receptions. Okay, that seems possible. Gainwell, again, thinking he gets at least 1 carry in the first quarter here, higher than 2.5 rushing yards. Then I go Jahan Dotson for a touchdown. That's the one that's not going to happen, Josh. But he is against a scorer team. He needs a touchdown this year. Why not today? And then, of course, that's in the first half as well. Makes it even more of a higher multiplier. And then Marshon Lattimore to get the pick. I don't know. I just figured I'd throw something out there. I think if someone does get a pick today, it'll be Marshon Lattimore. Obviously, going to match up against A.J. Brown. Probably follow him around the football field potentially all day long. And so, what's $3 for 100x return, right? I think that's what I threw on there. Maybe it was 5. Either way, let's have some fun.
Absolutely. It's worth a flyer. I texted you whenever you sent this to me. I don't like the Marshon Lattimore play just to the sense of, we don't want to see a Lattimore pick. But yeah, for a 100x, maybe it is the Jahan Dotson revenge game. You never know. The crazier things have happened, I suppose. But it wouldn't be ridiculous.
Go with my first
Jahan
one,
Dotson.
not the 100x one. I feel a lot more confident about the 5x one.
There you go. Same thing as far as where this is for mine. Again, I've got Brian Robinson, so I kind of doubled down from last week because the carry totals, Washington's going to try to run the football. They want Brian Robinson to run it. His comment of we're a better team, that you got to imagine them to go there. So I'm feeling like rushing attempts, it'll be over 14.5. Saquon Barkley over 12.5 receiving yards. We would have hit that if he didn't get injured last week. So I'm doubling down there. We remember what he did against Washington the first time, little dump off, and he ran for 40 yards. So screen game, who knows? And then Jalen Hurts over 194.5 passing yards. I know it's a cold game. I do think we're going to establish the run, but I feel like Jalen, getting him passing there, he's still got something to prove. Plus, he's also, and I'll go ahead and put this on the screen, it's Jalen Two Shoes again. Like, we've got Jalen Two Shoes. He's going to...
It is. He didn't care.
Jordan's going to pay the fine. So, I would just go ahead and wear it anyway. But he's unstoppable at this point. So got that one there. And then the a little bit more risky play is keeping those 3 picks. And then basically I just added on the Quinyon Mitchell anytime interception. So you got that. It's 25x.
You've done that every week. Every single week you've done that one. At some point,
well, there's been a few that have not. But yes, it's been most weeks. So at some point, I'm just playing the odds. At some point, you throw a couple bucks out there, you hit the multiplier. Feels like this is the appropriate week. So again, use the link in the description, scan the QR code, use code Philly Special, get up to $1,000 bonus cash. Appreciate them. I did actually miss a couple super chats as we were getting that in with Mike and the 5. Appreciate that. Said, I'm at the game. Jake didn't miss a kick during warmups. Go Birds.
That's the kind of reporting that we like to hear.
News.
Well done.
Yes.
You heard it here first.
We can appreciate that because contrary to the Washington game that we were at for the Thursday night football game, Jake was missing a lot of those, and they were, fairly short kicks. So that is good news. We will take that. Also, Shane with a 5 says, Rich Eisen picking against us again, and Greeny. Both Jets fans. Imagine that. Division champs today, baby. Let's go.
It'd be nice just to lock up the East, right? I mean, if we lock up the NFC East right now, get it done, and then we can start to kind of figure out who plays and how much do they play over the next 2 weeks, right? Win today, then beat the Dallas Cowboys the following week, and then that Week 18 matchup will come down to what's going on with Detroit and Minnesota Vikings. What you don't want to have happen today, Josh, is either the Vikings or Lions lose, but Philadelphia also loses, and you kind of waste your opportunity to get the number 1 overall seed. So it's important today. And again, I've said it many, many times. How does a team play the Eagles for the second time in a season? We have not seen that through 15 weeks of the National Football League season. 16 weeks would be this week. What do they look like? That's going to be a big question.
Yep. It's as we're almost there. We're just about to kick off. Appreciate you guys. Everybody watching from all around the world. Mark Bradbury watching from England says, go Eagles. Heck yeah. We appreciate that, Mark.
There you go.
Several of you also saying not able to usually watch the network streams or the network broadcast. So love checking you guys out. We appreciate that. Drop a like button or drop a like as we're getting there. Almost set. I haven't seen. I was just double checking on Twitter. Have you seen who won the kickoff or
I have
the
not.
coin toss?
Shout out to
Okay.
Harrison Ferguson, buddy of mine, who's got us pulled up in his truck right now. I don't know how he's able to put that on his truck screen. That does not sound fair, but he or not, that sounds safe, I should say. But shout out to Harrison Ferguson for watching us right now. He's a Cowboy fan, but there's not much to root for there, so he's obviously going to watch the two better NFC teams.
You might as well. Is it the magic box? I think that's what you can do. You can turn your navigation screen into.
Probably
I
what
think
it
it's
is.
called that. Yeah, there's a way to jailbreak it in a sense. I have not done that. Just full transparency. But it seems like it'd be a great idea.
Sure.
Let's see. Bezos says, I live in D.C., but currently on a plane to the other Washington. Go Birds. So we got somebody hanging out on a plane. Heck yeah.
Okay.
It's just all over,
That's easier
all over
to
the
do.
world. The
Yeah,
plane, the car, wherever.
Delta's got Wi-Fi in there. It's easy to do now. I remember like 4 or 5 years ago, if you were on a plane during an NFL game and you had no TV screen, you were screwed. There was nothing to watch.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
gotta
that's
like
true.
that.
How times have changed. Turn it on, leave it on. That's basically what it is. So we're going to do, obviously, the giveaway as well if Q does get an interception. I mentioned earlier, but if Q gets an interception and the Eagles win, I'm going to be giving away a signed Quinyon or a Q jersey and a Quinyon Bay hoodie. So we got that.
How about that, huh? Double up.
Yeah, just figure the more that we just put this out into the ether, hopefully the karma comes back to us and we get a Quinyon Mitchell interception. I'll just say full transparency, I'll win $630 on that bet if Q gets an interception. So, I figured it's worth it, right? Like we just go ahead and do that and then all of a sudden it can happen. But
there you go.
know.
Magic Box is correct, by the way. Harrison has confirmed. He is obviously still listening. So the Magic Box is confirmed.
There we
He
go.
called it.
My brother turned me on to that, but I have not bought it yet. I've not.
Channel. Yeah, there you go. Not sponsored the channel, but if they want to be, you
That's
never know.
a fair plug. And this is also the appropriate moment to say, I don't know if you have it with you, but if an Olipop rep is here and ready to sponsor, Thomas is your man. So
I just finished mine, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to get that. We are going to get that
at some point.
I am
Somebody
confident.
knows somebody.
I love it. Big Olipop fan. All right, well, they have taken us back from commercial break, Josh. I'm getting Nick Sirianni on my screen. Make sure we're linked up here. 46-19. He's also 6-1 versus the Washington Commanders. That lone loss coming in 2022 at Lincoln Financial Field. He's never won, or never lost, I should say, on the road against the Washington Commanders. Philadelphia, green helmets, white jerseys, black pants. Love the combo there. Commanders, obviously, with their Commander red, or maroon, I guess you should say, helmets, jerseys, and their yellow, or gold, if you want to call it that, Commander pants. And the Commanders have deferred to the second half, meaning Philadelphia will be kicking this one off, and you'll get to see the number one defense in the National Football League as we're underway. Braden Mann puts his right foot on it, squib kick, and that one is going to be, we have a penalty flag as it rolls to the 2-yard line. Might have had a false start here, potentially.
I think so. That's kind of what it looks like. I believe I'm a few, maybe like 10 or 15 seconds behind, but we can get synced up here in a bit.
I'm going to pause just for a second here, make sure Jayden Daniels. I got the Jayden Daniels graphic on the screen right now as he's trotting out there, getting ready to go. Obviously, last week, he was really good, at least throwing the football. 226 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions against a New Orleans Saint defense that, as we know, after playing them early in the season, has really started to nosedive there. But what does
now seeing the graphic.
number 5 and Terry McLaurin do today, Josh? That's going to be the real question as we get ready for snap number 1 of the Week 16 slate of NFL games. Commanders moving from our right to our left. 0-0. Here we go. First play of the game. Commanders football. Daniels in the gun. Brian Robinson to his right. 3 receivers top of the formation. Philly potentially showing blitz here off the edge with Zack Baun. Here comes the snap. It'll be a first down throw. Daniels looks right, throws right. That's going to be incomplete. He airmailed former Eagle Olamide Zaccheaus. Birds did bring that blitz, Josh, and got to Daniels to disrupt that throw. 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, you called it there. You had Zack Baun that was getting around the edge as well as over the middle, and I just saw the play, so I may be about 10 seconds behind still. The 40-yard line was where they're going to take place, where the first down was. I forgot about the whole landing zone. Like, you can't squib it unless it lands into the landing zone area, and then it's a 10-yard penalty. So not a bad field position to start out for the Commies.
It's 15 on the play clock, 14-13. Jayden Daniels in the gun, 2nd and 10 from the Commander 40. McLaurin motions across the formation. He's one-on-one with Quinyon Mitchell. Another 2nd down throw here. Daniels looks left, throws left, and that's going to be incomplete across the middle. There's Darius Slay working on De'Ami Brown, and the Eagle defense is pumped up for that stop there. 2 Commander passes to open this game up, Josh. Really good coverage there by 2. Be 3rd down and 10.
Big play Slay. He's been playing really well as of late, as of the whole defense, really. But right on there, sticky coverage, good contest, just breaks it up right across the middle.
3rd down and 10, opening drive of this football game. What does Jalen Carter have up his sleeve on a clear pass rush down? Empty formation, Daniels in the gun. 5 receivers out there, takes the snap, 4-man pressure, looking right. Now across the middle, now dumps it underneath, caught by Brian Robinson. He's going to be, I think he got the first down, Josh. They're going to mark him half a yard short. Tackled by Zack Baun. That was a good run after the catch there by Brian Robinson. We mentioned him in the pregame. Kind of said he thought they were a better football team a couple of weeks ago when they played in Philadelphia. Missed tackle by Isaiah Rodgers. And they are short. It's about half a yard, and they're going to keep the offense out there from the 49.5-yard line of the Commanders. Pistol formation. 14 on the play clock. Daniels calls for the football. Turn, give, handoff, and he's going to not have it. He didn't get it.
Let's go.
Josh Sweat and Jordan Davis. Brian Robinson lost
Yes,
a yard.
sir.
Turnover on downs.
Oh, baby. Big JD. Sweat cleans it up, but oh my gosh, you want to give somebody credit. JD plugging up the hole. There's nowhere for Brian Robinson to go. Heck yes.
We don't call Jordan Davis's number a lot. He doesn't make a lot of stat sheet plays, if you want to call it that. He had a really good game 5 weeks ago in Philadelphia. He sheds the left guard and immediately gets to Brian Robinson. Also, credit to Josh Sweat, the initial hit there on BR. That is a fantastic stop. And now the field position, Josh, for the Bird offense, all the way at the 48-yard line of the Washington Commanders.
Let's go, baby.
Perfect start. Let's see what the offense can do. The worst first-quarter offense in the league, Josh. They were hot last week. What do they have now? Here we go.
Keep it rolling.
Birds moving left to right. 5 on the play clock for Ertz in the pistol. Saquon Barkley behind him. 2 tight end look for the Birds. Ertz takes the snap. Play action. Looks right. Throws right. That's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get A.J. Brown. That was behind him. And there's the matchup to Wash Josh on the outside. 11 versus 23. Marshon Lattimore came over at the trade deadline. Did not play at all until last week. Was not targeted in that win over the New Orleans Saints. And today, first play goes right at him and Ertz missed. 2nd and 10.
Yeah, good to see AJ out there, though. We had the questionable situation in practice, but he's all good to go, clear. Should see a decent amount of that matchup.
2nd down and 10. Ertz in the gun. Barkley to his right. They're going to give to Barkley running left side. Gets around the edge. Oh, he's got a hole. There goes Saquon Barkley to the 40.
Go, baby, go.
To the 30. Out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and there is 2-6. He was red hot in the 4th quarter in Philadelphia on Thursday night. Josh, first carry there goes for 20+.
How good is Saquon? I mean, you knew that this was going to be the case because of the way that the Commanders' 25th ranked run defense. Some people saying, oh, they've been better as of late, but it's a different situation against the Saints and the teams like the Titans instead of the Eagles. So cold football game here. You imagine you're going to see a lot of this.
15 on the play clock. Birds back at the 30-yard line. So officially a 22-yard run on first, 2nd down and 10. Ertz to throw. Steps up in a clean pocket. Now going to go right side. End zone. It's going to be incomplete. Double covered. Looking for A.J. Brown, and there's Marshon Lattimore again. Really good coverage, so 2-0 for Lattimore, but they're trying to work on him regardless, Josh.
Yep. I'm probably about 5 or 6 seconds behind you still, but
Okay.
I'm seeing it there. Yeah, I don't mind the shot. You know, we talk about like Jalen being aggressive versus too conservative and that fine line, but it's terrific coverage.
Yeah, that's a throw that Jalen would not have made couple weeks ago. After A.J. Brown called out the passing offense, he threw a lot more of those last week. 2nd and 10. Ball on the 30-yard line of the Washington Commanders. Birds moving left to right. Black pants, white jerseys. Ertz in the gun. Now orbit motion DeVonta Smith. They're going to give Kenny Gainwell up the middle, and he's immediately tackled there. Maybe got a yard. That's Bobby Wagner in his 90th year as a great middle linebacker. And Josh, my 2.5 rushing yards I need for Gainwell in the first quarter. Could have hit there, but just a little bit short.
I was going to say, that should have been the one. He had an opportunity, but you're right. Bobby Wagner against Lane Johnson, able to win the matchup and get the stop.
So a gain of 1 officially. What does Philadelphia have on 3rd and 9? Ertz 0 for 2 right now. Their only big gainers a Saquon Barkley run. Jalen in the gun. Dotson slot to the near side. Calcaterra, the lone tight end, tight to the formation. Now motion him out for trips at the bottom. Ertz takes the snap. Blitz coming. He's going to get hit. No, he gets away from it. There goes Jalen Hurts with the wheels, and he's short, tackled from behind by Dante Fowler. He got 5 on 3rd and 9. It'll be 4th and 4.
This was amazing. There's a flag on the play. See what that is. Amazing escape from Jalen, though. I mean, I thought I was right there with you. As soon as he's starting to get hit, he's going to go down, able to keep his feet, run up the middle. Hey, there's a first down. Defensive
Automatic
holding.
first down.
Was it?
Was it a defensive holding?
It was something on defense, yeah.
one of the corners, I believe, and so that will keep the drive alive. How about that? It was working on Jahan Dotson in the slot. Very clear hold. Grabbed the face mask of Dotson, actually. And so Ertz's legs get you 5 yards, and then they tack on the hole for 5 more. First down ball at that Commander 18. Ertz now in the pistol. C.J. Uzomah has checked in as the number 2 tight end. Ertz takes a snap, turn give Barkley, running right up the middle. He's got a nice hole. There goes Barkley to the 10. Bounces off a man down to the 5, and he rolls across the 5.5-yard line. It'll be first and goal for Philadelphia.
Yes, sir. Just keep it. It's unstoppable. It's a cheat code. Like, we see it every week. It's, sometimes you get limited, slow down against the Steelers, and people are going like, oh, man, only 65 yards. You can't keep Saquon down. This offensive line, this offense built in the running game, exactly what you want here. Let's get that Saquon first touchdown.
He was real close to breaking that, Josh, and he knows it. Ball officially at the 5. First and goal for Philadelphia, opening drive for the Birds. Ertz in the gun, takes the snap, turn give Barkley up the middle, and he's down to the 1. He's about a yard short.
Gosh, he's so close. I mean, I know you got the brotherly shove here, but it feels appropriate to just, like, one more time, give him a chance, right? Because how many times does this guy have his touchdowns vultured?
Second and goal, Ertz and the Eagle offense, they're going to be in shotgun. It's officially at 2 yards away from an actual touchdown. Ertz next to Saquon at the gun. Turn give to Saquon. He's in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. There's your first TD score.
Let's
Saquon
go.
Barkley. How about that?
Saquon. Heck yes. We will take you. I mean, not much of a better start. You want to talk about limiting on the defensive side, get the football, go right down, score quick. We don't see it as often with this team, but we will absolutely take it. And I called the first touchdown score for those that are wanting to know. The preview video, I said Saquon. Anthony DeBona said Grant Calcaterra. I got a text from Anthony himself, and he said you got it. So thank you, Anthony.
There you go. Saquon goes to the crowd and throws the football to a lucky fan for a little Christmas gift. And there you go, Josh. First quarter touchdown score for the Philadelphia Eagles. That has not happened all but one other time this year as Jake Elliott misses. Oh, no, it actually went in. I thought he missed that extra point. That was real close.
Ooh, I saw it too.
But it's good.
He got it.
7-0 Philadelphia. Commercial break coming.
Jeez. I mean, I don't like it being that close, but
very close.
Still counts.
As we will take it. How about that for the opening drive there? That is as good as you could have hoped for. Saquon Barkley's already in.
And so great. Let me get this super chat. I think I missed it a second ago. Where was that? Was it? I think I missed Cranky also. Sorry about that. Cranky with the 2 said this defense is good. Go Birds. You run out of words to describe this defense. They are phenomenal. Pork Chop with a 5. Birds O going sleeveless against the long sleeve Commanders D. Early mental dub for the Birds.
How about that?
Definitely an early one.
Well, we always talk about, Philadelphia from behind has been good this year. You don't win 10 games in a row if you can't come from behind. But Philadelphia with a lead, Josh, is about as scary as it comes in the National Football League, especially behind this rushing attack, which you kind of knew they were going to lean on after a very quiet, 65 rushing yards from Saquon Barkley last week against Pittsburgh. And here we are, immediately on the opening drive, 4 carries for Saquon Barkley, over 35 yards in the rushing touchdown. No completions yet for Jalen Hurts, but now, if you're the Washington Commanders, Josh, again, go back to that last Thursday night or 5 weeks ago. Commanders had a lead. They were feeling good. It wasn't until the fourth quarter the Bird offense really woke up, Josh. If it starts really early, then it could be a long day for the old Washington Commanders.
It could be. That's exactly what you want to see because this team has been building slowly but surely and amazingly. Every week we say the same thing about the defense. And they're getting better and better. And then the offense now, you have the double effect or the dual effect of having the passing game and the running game. But in a situation like this, the Commanders who can't really stop it, they haven't proved it most of the year as being the 25th ranked defense. You just keep going. Like, it would be crazy. But as Jasper here with a 2, we appreciate that, says Santa came early with the first quarter points. It feels that way because the season has not gone in that stance at least for a long time. But it's very different already. We're not very long into this game. The official time of the clock is, where is that? 11:15? 11:15 to play, and the Eagles have scored more points than it took until well into the fourth quarter from the first matchup. So we will take that.
Other NFL scores, we're still in commercial break here. Obviously, Michael Penix in Atlanta getting the start today for the 7-7 Falcons, taking on those Giants. He's 2 for 5 for 27 yards in a 0-0 ball game here in Atlanta. Detroit 3, Bears 0. So Goff and the Lion offense take the ball on their opening drive and only get 3. Bengals Browns 0-0. Titans Colts is scoreless. Rams Jets is scoreless. And Panthers Cardinals is scoreless, but Carolina has a 3rd and 1 from the Arizona 5. Those are your games happening right now in the 1 o'clock hour. We'll keep an eye on those throughout the day with a big circle emphasis on the Bear and Lion game. As here's your Braden Mann second kick of the day. Wheel rate short now and going to be returnable here from Luke McCaffrey. Gets around the edge. McCaffrey the 50. Man's got him, get him down at the 43-yard line, then tackled by Jeremiah Trotter Jr. Wow, really bad kickoff so far from Braden Mann. Penalty on the first one. This one left short. McCaffrey had a running start from the 12-yard line, Josh, and took it all the way to the Eagle 45.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. You're right. You had the squib kick on the first one that resulted in a penalty. They hit at the 40-yard line, and you're not doing your team any favor. Usually, I know it's cold, wind, and stuff like that, so maybe you can't boot it out of the end zone. But it feels like you get more than like the 12-yard line.
All right, Jayden Daniels starts this second drive right now, 1 for 9, but obviously pretty good field position for the Commanders, officially at the 43-yard line of the Philadelphia Eagles. Daniels in the gun. He's got Brian Robinson to his right. Motion, Terry McLaurin across the formation. Turn give Robinson up the middle, and he's going nowhere. Ball came out. He fumbled it. The Birds have it.
He's got it.
They do.
Yes.
Oh, my goodness.
Come on,
Jalen
baby.
Carter stripped it. Nolan Smith recovered it. Oh, my gosh.
This defense, it's ridiculous. Jalen Carter with one hand goes and punches it out or rips it out from Brian Robinson there, and Nolan Smith's on it.
Wow.
Oh,
Brian
my
Robinson
goodness.
talked a lot this week, Josh, about how the Commanders are not that much worse than the Birds. They might, in fact, be better than Philadelphia. And so far, he got stopped on 4th down and 1 for the first turnover on downs on that opening drive. And now his second touch of the day, Josh, a fumble, a really bad one, too, as 98 makes his presence felt. He's been one of the best interior defensive tackles all season long. And now the Birds have great field position yet again. Yes,
this is exactly what I know. All the comments here, Brian Robinson was talking all that ish. Brian Robinson, what were you saying? What was that? Oh, yeah, he's going to hear it for sure because that's exactly what you wanted to see. Stoner with a 5 says, fly Eagles fly. We appreciate that. Hit the like button if you haven't already because we're up to almost 500 combined between the streams. You got a fantastic start from the defense, a basically turnover on the 4th down, and then the offense goes and scores. Now another turnover because of the fumble recovery. If the offense can go here and capitalize, score a touchdown, I mean, this thing, as we said, could get ugly very quickly, especially with a touchdown.
Yeah, and especially given Philadelphia's track record of leads and then building upon those leads and running the football to much success late in games. They can do it early in games. Imagine what happens later on in this football game. So Philadelphia off to the red hot start. Appreciate the super chat that just popped in here from 5-7. I think it says Stoner is actually the name here. Fly Eagles fly. Yep. And with the $5 super chat, appreciate that. Fly Eagles fly. Pretty good start here. Now we got to see what the offense can do. Bearded Willie says, Breadman, let him know. And then Ezekiel says, Broad Street Bully. They're bullying the Commanders right now. Boy, if you're Washington, Josh, all the talk this week, it's not like they were running their mouths, but it was very much, we're confident. We're going to get them a second time. We're still right up there with them in terms of talent and abilities. It's about a nightmare of a start as you could possibly have, and we've said it 90 times this week, Josh. Commanders got to have this football game. If Atlanta wins and Seattle wins, that 7th seed gets a lot more difficult to hang on to, and not a good start there for Washington.
Nope. Just about as bad as it could be, quite honest. I mean, because all things considered, the only thing they've had positives going for them is the special teams, the kick returns or the initial field position, but they haven't been able to do anything. So this could be good here. Get the offense. JC fired up on the sidelines as he should be. Christian with the 5 says that's how you keep them quiet, and that is absolutely true. Brian Robinson beside himself on the sidelines.
All right. So here we go. Philadelphia gets the football back. Already up 7-0. This will be drive number 2 for the Birds. Ball at the Eagle 47-yard line for the 12-2 Philadelphia Eagles, 9-5 Washington Commanders. Moving from our left to our right. Hurts in the gun. Barkley to his right. Already has a touchdown underneath his belt today. Motion Dotson across the formation. Hurts surveys the defense with 3 on the play clock. Takes the snap. Looking left. Stops throws. That's going to be caught. DeVonta Smith across the 50, and he's going to battle for a first down. There's the Slim Reaper. Caught that about 4 yards short of the line to gain and lowers the shoulder with his way too small of a frame to ever be an elite NFL receiver, according to draft scouts, and gets a first down.
That's awesome. I'm listening to the call from the last fumble. There's Jalen Carter's calling it out. He's like, he's light. He knew exactly what was going to happen on that last play. Breaks through the O-line, fumble forced. Nate with a 2 said JC's going to bully the offensive line all day. That's what he's done so far. That is for sure.
Hurts in the gun, takes the snap on 1st and 10. Pressure coming now, bails to his left. He's got a lot of room to go. There goes Hurts across the 30. Hurts across the 25. And safely out of bounds at the 22-yard line. Jalen Hurts' rushing ability very much felt so far today. Josh, that one good for 26.
First down, baby. This is a great pickup here by Saquon on the blitz, too. You got a blitz coming on the outside right, picks it up beautifully, buys Jalen some time, and as you said, Thomas, he's got a lane to run for a clear path. He could have actually thrown the ball there, but honestly, safer bet, just take off with your legs, get all the way up into or close to the red zone.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Hurts takes an empty snap. Now looks left, throws left, incomplete. That was tipped the line, as it looks like the Commanders came on a nickel blitz there, and Hurts did not see it until it was too late. 2nd down and 10. Yeah, I got a text from my wife watching in the other room, Josh. Says, Jalen running like 2022 Jalen. Oh, they're going to get intentional grounding for Hurts as he was not outside the pocket. Yeah, that'll be a loss of down.
Looked a little strange. There's nobody within a mile of the area, so can't really deny that. But Paige is right. I mean, he's different running the football. Certainly say that.
Just looks way more comfortable, a lot more elusive. And especially when teams play man against this Eagle team, that's one of the reasons why Philadelphia likes to spread them out so much. The entire defense is on the right side of the field, and Hurts looked at the left, and there's nobody there. So takes off and runs, gets a big gain. But play at hand, that's a 10-yard loss and a loss of down on the intentional grounding. Again, Hurts kind of had to do it, or else he was going to get hit. 2nd and 20, though. Ball all the way back at the Commander 34-yard line. Hurts 1 for 3 for 11 yards. Here we go. 15 on the play clock. 14, 13. Hurts in the gun. Gainwell in. He's got 1 carry for a yard earlier on that opening drive. He motions out of the backfield. Hurts takes the snap, design quarterback run up the middle. Big hole there. There goes Jalen. He's got Cam Jurgens in front and then falls across the 20. Took a shot at the end there. But that's a nice size run for Jalen Hurts. He gets up. We'll see if he's okay. That's a big shot to his left shoulder there, Josh.
Yeah, I was going to say, the way that he was getting up was a little bit gingerly there, and the look on his face, the ref was coming in kind of making sure he's all right. To your wife's comment earlier, there's another run, and Jalen looking different. But remember, he survived the concussion scare last time. That's a brutal shot to the head that hits the ground. Hopefully he's okay. I mean, he's still in there, but man, you got to wonder if they're going to get him looked at.
They're checking on him right now. It's exactly what's happening. That was a gain of 13, so it'll be 3rd and 7. Hurts was in the huddle calling the play, Josh, and now they're going to take him out, the independent neurologist on both sides of these NFL teams, who makes the call down to the field and says, let's check that guy out. This was a big blow to Hurts' head, and more so the fact that he slammed the head into the ground is the concern here. And so they will check Hurts. He was obviously going to try to stay in the game, but he's going to have to miss a play. Hurts was giving the ref a thumbs up, trying to say, hey, I'm fine. But now you get a little Kenny Pickett action, Josh, a little earlier in this game than we could have hoped. We'll see how long Hurts stays out. Pickett in the gun on 3rd and 7. Will they let him throw is the question. Ball at the Commander 21, they will. Takes the snap, looks left, throws left. That's going to be caught. A.J. Brown, first down. Nice and simple. There's a pitch and toss from Kenny, 2 gloves. That's a gain of 12, and Hurts is fired up afterwards. First down.
Kenny, 2 gloves. When you need an answer right there, you just go right there to Mr. Always Open. So first down, good throw and catch. Move the chains.
Yeah, really good pocket, too, for Pickett, who's going to stay in here. In the gun. Gainwell to the right of Pickett. Ball at the 11. Just joining us, Hurts is out with a concussion check. We'll see how long that takes. He's in the blue medical tent right now. Pickett changing things in front of the offensive line. Calls for the football, turn, give Gainwell. Running left side, tries to get around the edge. Runs over a man, and I think he's going to get 2. That might be my
it's it.
Over
that should be
good.
There,
Josh.
Let's
go. 2nd and 9. They might give him 1, though.
Oh, were they going to give him 1? That was it.
Only 1? That looked like 2 to me.
Come on. That was easily 2 yards. You got to be kidding me if they're going to say that's
like
not.
2 to me.
They've got. Really?
They did. Yep, they gave it to him. 3 yards. There we go. We hit that one. That's my 100X. We'll see if we need 3 more. Throw it to Dotson.
Don't hand it off again, unless it's going to be more positive yards.
2nd and 9. Barkley back in. Pickett in the gun from the 9-yard line. Takes the snap. He's going to throw. Pressure coming. Throws it across the middle. Caught A.J. Brown. And he's going to fight for yardage and then get tackled at the 5. So he's short. It'll be 3rd down at about 3. Letting Kenny Pickett rip it, Josh. They're not.
Yeah.
A lot of backups come in, and they're just going to run it. A lot of faith in Pickett. He had a pretty good training camp. And a nice little crosser underneath. Sorry, go ahead.
The only difference here is going to be it's 3rd and 3. Surely you run it with Saquon, right? Like the thought would be it's 3rd and 3, try to just impose your will. If you get in short yardage situation, like let's say you have a 1 yard, that you need to get, Kenny's not the same as we all know with Jalen for the tush push. So then you have a question of what do you run?
They're going to go 3rd and 3 from the Commander 4, up 7-0, 7 to go in this game, and they're going to go empty and a timeout.
Yeah,
they timeout for Philadelphia.
Get delayed
the
game
clock
if they
was
hadn't.
running down. Yep. There's Jalen Hurts on the sideline, Josh. He has obviously not gone to the medical or into the locker room. He's put his helmet back on. I think he's going to come back in here and finish this drive.
Let's go, baby. We should be good to go. He's getting a football. He's going to be getting a report from Pam Oliver. Yeah,
he's fine. Check him, and then he should be good to go. Question is, will they let him, come back in, or are they going to let Pickett finish this drive out? That's going to be the interesting part about this, Josh, as Pickett's been the one to kind of get him down, and Pickett's going to trot back out there. So, okay, that's interesting. So they called timeout. They've taken Hurts' helmet away, too. They got a lot of people looking around him, and now Hurts is going to go. Is he going back to the medical tent?
This is so strange because usually they don't get their helmet unless they've officially cleared and they're good to go. He puts it on, and then they come back, and there's an individual taking it away from him and then telling him something.
Here we go. 3rd and 3 from the 4. Pickett's still in. Takes the snap. He's going to throw. Looks right, throws right. Caught. A.J. Brown, touchdown.
Let's go. That is easy as it gets right there. Slant route to A.J. Brown is automatic, and he beats Marshon Lattimore. Good for Kenny Pickett, too.
Gotta like that. How about Kenny Pickett? And, of course, the vintage, calm down, not a big deal. He's working on Marshon Lattimore, too, Josh. You know those two hate each other. That's an easy slant, an easy victory. You got to get hands on A.J. Brown. At that close of tight coverage, he's just going to run right by you if you don't touch him. 14-0 upcoming here.
Yeah, Lattimore just gets toasted there. Like he's not even anywhere close.
Kenny Pickett. Look at the high fives on the sideline. BG comes up, gives him a hug. That's got to feel good for number 7. Here comes another extra point. This one much safer from Jake Elliott, up and good. So 14-0 Birds, 2 for 2 in the red zone. There's still 7 minutes in this first half, Josh. And the Commanders not looking too good.
Nope.
Wow.
Nope. Offense looking crisp, even with Kenny Pickett. I don't know that many of us had Kenny Pickett passing touchdown on your bingo card today. Certainly not if you're going to be doing it in the first quarter. But hopefully Jalen is all right. It's good to have the 14-point lead. The offense has been great. A real person with a 1. We appreciate that. I don't see a comment, but it makes me question if you're a real person by that username. We still appreciate the support. Let's go, Eagles.
All right, let's just go to commercial break, check in around the league. Giants and Falcons still scoreless in that one. Detroit has opened their lead up 10-0 over the Bears. Jahmyr Gibbs with a rushing touchdown to put them up 2 scores. Not a good start for all of us Philadelphia Bears fans today. Browns, Bengals, 7-0 Cincinnati. Cincinnati must win out and also have the Broncos lose out for a chance to be the 7th seed. And so Denver obviously lost earlier, or I should say lost their previous game, and so Cincinnati technically still alive. Titans 7, Colts 0 on a Mason Rudolph passing touchdown. Started that one 5 for 5 for 68 yards. Jets 6, Rams 0 as Aaron Rodgers threw a touchdown pass. They mixed the extra point, and keep an eye on that Rams game, Josh, for the NFC West, which is very important in terms of who gets the 4 seed and who's going to go ahead and potentially be the 6 or the 7 seed out west. Speaking of being out west, Carolina taking on the Arizona Cardinals. Panthers up 7-0 on a Chuba Hubbard 3-yard rushing touchdown. Arizona Cardinals, pretty interesting stat today. Trey McBride does not have a receiving touchdown this season, Josh. He's one of the best tight ends in the league. Yeah. If this stat continues, he will set the NFL record for most receiving yards without a touchdown. See if Kyler Murray can get him the football a little bit later today.
That is insanity. I think I saw it. Doesn't he have like 89 receptions? Am I right?
0 touchdowns.
89 receptions and no touchdowns?
Yep.
That's like unheard of.
All right, let's check and see where we're at in terms of Jalen Hurts. He has gone to the locker room, according to ESPN's Adam Schefter, about a minute ago. And so, very interesting to see what happens, Josh, right? Because he obviously gets taken off for the independent neurologist, calls down to the sideline. You got to check this guy out. He goes into the blue medical tent. They give him his helmet back. They cut to show that he was putting his helmet back on, and then they said no after a timeout, leave Pickett out there, and then they went ahead and brought Jalen Hurts back into the locker room. So we'll see. We'll see what happens, but good start there for Kenny Pickett.
Yeah, it is a little bit strange. Bearded Willie with a 2. Appreciate that. Said, sorry if I'm late, but how is that not targeting? He's running the football, so it's a little bit of a different in terms of, he's not a quarterback, but yeah, you're right. He's going, there's some hit to the head. It's so subjective because sometimes you see him sliding or going down, they get hit and they call it, and sometimes they don't. I really don't know.
Here's a kickoff again to Luke McCaffrey, and again, returnable, and then a nice tackle there. Actually, Kenny Gainwell got the tackle at the 22-yard line.
Hey.
So 7:01 in this very slow first quarter. Birds red hot up 14-0, but you're the Commanders, Josh, and the 3,000 people watching the show right now between both channels, they got to get a first down and stop the bleeding right now.
Yeah, they need quite a bit of help all of a sudden. They've dug themselves a 14-0 hole, or I guess they've been limited by Philly, either way. Worst field position of the day. Cranky Cletus with a 5, by the way, real quick. Said maybe Eagles want to look at Pickett and need an excuse. Great touchdown, go Birds.
Well, I don't know if they want that, but we'll see. Jayden Daniels takes a high snap and throws it, to the right side, and it's immediately hit and upended.
Whoa.
There's Darius Slay. How about Slay tackling the past couple of weeks, Josh? Loss of 3. Boy, this Commander offense is anemic right now. This is rough.
It is brutal, and you're right. Slay deserves a ton of credit, as we mentioned a couple different times, for the play, his coverage, but tackling and physicality is something that we have not seen normal out of Slay, and it's been much better as of late, or just ridiculous for the whole defense, but a great tackle there on Brown.
Officially a loss of 2, 2nd and 12, all the way back at the 19-yard line. No targets, no catches for Terry McLaurin so far. Keep an eye on that. Empty set. Daniels in the gun. 5 receivers and a 4-man pressure. Looks right, throws right. That's going to be incomplete. There's Slay again. Boy, he got real close to picking that one off. Trying to get Olamide Zaccheaus on the right side and a very quick 3rd and 12. Josh, if you thought maybe the Bird defense, really tough matchup last week against the Steelers, they might come out a little flat, you'd be very wrong. This is a red-hot Eagle defense 3 drives in.
It is incredibly hot. I know this is not to Terry McLaurin there, but they've seen him move him around, and you wonder if they're going to test Slay, but the way that he is playing, he's been lights out, whether it's him or Q, almost had an interception there.
3rd and 12. Daniels in the gun takes the snap. Looking across the middle. Now gets a little pressure coming up to the right side. He's going to be hit. Gets around at one man and then tackled out of bounds with nowhere to go. There's the Nakobe Dean. I think they're going to call that maybe a gain of half a yard. I don't think officially a sack, but either way, that's a lightning fast 3 and out. And this Commander home crowd is stunned right now, Josh.
Man, they are. There's nothing going. Josh Sweat had an opportunity for the sack. Nolan for one. Nakobe coming and finishing out. But this defense swarms, man. I mean, the physicality that you see, but swarming to the football looks like officially a gain of 1. So, unfortunately, maybe not a sack for Nakobe.
Either way, that's the 3rd straight, very quick, either 3 and out or turnover for the Washington Commanders. They're going to punt this one away with their punter standing back at his own 12. Birds look like they might come after this one on 4th and 11. 5:27 running clock to go in the first quarter. Birds up 14-0. Cooper DeJean is back as this kick is away. Pretty good one, angling to the right. Caught by DeJean and returnable at the 30. DeJean makes one-man miss, gets around another, puts his foot in the ground, and then gets tackled at the 36-yard line. And so Philadelphia's offense, led by Kenny Pickett, will trot back out there again, although there is a penalty marker on the field, Josh.
Yeah, I was wondering if that was a block in the back from Ringo. He was
kind
of running his man along. It's a little bit of a bang-bang play, but might be coming back just a bit.
Jalen Hurts officially, according to the Philadelphia Eagles, is being evaluated for a concussion. That makes it officially the reason why he's in the locker room. We're not really surprised that that's the case, but he has not come back out. So we'll sit back and see what's going to happen here.
Let's see. I got the Andrew with the 5. Appreciate that. It says, fun fact, it's personal foul on Jeremiah Trotter Jr., looks like. So 15 yards back to about the 20.
All right. Well, that'll back him up. Okay.
Andrew was saying, though, fun fact, Kenny Pickett, perfect touchdown to interception ratio this season.
There you go. How about that? You got to like that. He's had a couple of drives earlier during this 10-game win streak, Josh, when the Birds would get way ahead. But that's the first real Kenny Pickett we've seen all season long. And, every single season there are moments where an Eagle backup quarterback, you think back to 2022, obviously you had a moment where, it was all Gardner Minshew coming into that football game and trying to lead them to victory. Jalen Hurts has had, I think he's been a pretty healthy quarterback, but moments where he's been in and out of football games. And so it's a reason you go out, you trade a third-round draft pick for Kenny Pickett. A lot of us were a little confused by that happening in mid-March. And here you go. This is a reason why, and a nice drive there. Let's see what he can do the rest of the way.
Yep. They're going to a commercial break. We got Deep Crow with a 5. Appreciate that. Says, between the nasty overblown media narratives and the NFL handing out one-sided fines, these guys are playing angry, and I love it. Fly, Eagles, fly.
Yeah, there's a lot of fines being handed out to Eagle players last week, and yet no fine on the hip drop tackle that was not flagged that could have really injured A.J. Brown. And so a guy like Sidney Brown gets a $13,000 fine. He didn't make that much money. It's pretty wild how bad the Eagles got hit with fines last week, and obviously they're pretty fired up right now, Josh. You know, I think you see this a lot with backup quarterbacks. When they are thrown into football games on good football teams, they play very well. I almost feel like I'd rather my backup quarterback play without any notice than having a whole week to think about it. I always feel like when they get thrust into these games, they play great. Think back to Nick Foles all the way in the Carson Wentz year in 2017, and then he really struggled a couple weeks later against the, I guess, Oakland Raiders at the time. But I think that, you know, Kenny Pickett, don't think, just go out there and do, and gotta like that.
Yeah, so far so good. Canucks breaks with a 5, says short passes like that are how you win, especially in the red zone. Hopefully Hurts can heal up quick. Delicious plays from the Eagles. That is true so far. Hopefully Hurts is back. We'll see, but being monitored for the concussion. And then also, I think Nate's, I missed here, but the 2, we also appreciate that, says defense looks unreal flying to the football. Phenomenal.
Yeah, the defense has been really good. All right, there's an update from Pam Oliver, so he's still back there getting evaluated. The fact he's not back out, Josh, I think is a pretty good indication that you might not see him again. Normally, if you're going to get checked for concussion, it's real quick. That's why I thought he was going to come back there a couple of plays after. But the fact that Pickett is out there for drive 2, I think is a pretty good indication you're going to get 7 the rest of the way. We'll see. He's 3 for 3, 20 yards and a touchdown, and will take the Eagles from their own, 20-yard line, 15-yard line. We'll start with a first down handoff to Saquon Barkley up the middle, and he's going to go nowhere for a gain of maybe a yard. I don't think there's a flag. No, it wasn't. It's one of the Commander towels on the field. It's be second down and 9, but it looks like you're going to get Kenny Pickett the rest of the way.
Okay. Well, at least you have a 14-point lead, and as you said, Kenny's played well so far. We've seen that. You lean on the running game. Defense has been lights out up to this point. You might see potentially a, slow it down. I don't know if it's, it's way too early here, but just lean on the ground game defense. But we'll see.
2nd and 7. Pickett takes the snap. He'll throw. Looks right. Throws right. Intercepted. Oh, boy. We're singing the praises of Kenny Pickett, and he immediately makes a terrible play. That's picked off by the Commander linebacker, and that was a 10 intended for A.J. Brown, and wow, that was very bad, very quick, and there go all the praises for Kenny Pickett. Yikes.
Yep, that was atrocious. That was Frankie Louvu, I believe, just dropping back and threw it right to him. I mean, that's blatantly obvious there. He's dropping back, and I know that you sometimes fixate on a receiver, but you could see that Kenny's looking at AJ, immediately going to go there. That's just too easy for Louvu to make the read, make the interception.
Yeah, credit to Louvu, too. I mean, he faked like he was going to go out to the flat and then baited Pickett into throwing that one, and Kenny knows. And wow, that's a big momentum change there in a 14-0 ball game, and a chance for the Commanders now all the way up at the Eagle 25. Now we have a whistle and a flag, and they're going to get a what was that for? It's on Philadelphia.
Oh my gosh, too many men on the defense.
Wow. Okay, 5-yard penalty, so 1st and 5. Okay, well, it makes it a little more interesting, Josh. Thought it was going to maybe be a very easy day today. If they score here, it gets a little closer, but we'll see. 1st and 5.
My question is, has a player ever gone back into the locker room, taken this long, and then been cleared?
No. Here's a first down throw to Terry McLaurin. Makes the catch and makes a man miss. And there's McLaurin for a first down and more. And he shoved out of bounds by Reed Blankenship. And there's Scary Terry, my first quarter catch that I needed. The first down for the Commanders. That's their first down of the game, Josh. And that officially is their longest play of the day for 9 yards.
Yeah. CJ misses a tackle. Makes another man miss. Finally brought down inside the red zone. Can the defense stand tall?
All right, 4:01 to go. Moving clock, ball at the Eagle 12. Jayden Daniels in the gun. Takes the snap. He's going to play fake. Looking right, pressure coming. Now he's going to throw it into the dirt. Incomplete. Wanted Zach Ertz. And now a flag. They're going to get Milton Williams for roughing the passer.
Are you serious? Oh, my gosh. Come on.
Wow. Okay. That's going to help. That's going to be a half a distance to the goal. As looks like Gardner Johnson, and I couldn't tell who that commander. It might have been Dyami Brown jawing it up, and there it is. Personal foul on 93.
Oh, my gosh. Shout out to Michael, too, who said you told him not to think, LOL.
Yeah, he started thinking. I don't know if that's roughing the passer.
That should not. That's so weak. That's. I mean, he's getting rid of the ball, but you're still trying to get. I mean, come on. Golly.
All right, 1st and goal. Ball all the way up at the Commander 6, or Eagle 6. Daniels in the gun. Brian Robinson to his right. 3 receiver to the bottom of the formation. Ertz alone at the top. Turn give Robinson. He's going nowhere. Immediately hit and then held on from Nakobe Dean, who's had a really good tackling season, a really good tackling day. Be 2nd down and goal, no gain.
How good is Nakobe Dean? I mean, we always look at Zack Baun first, and maybe understandably so, but Nakobe's right up there. There's a reason why they have the best duo of linebackers in the league. Meets him in the hole, meets him in the line of scrimmage, and as you said, holds on there. Gonna need a couple more stops from the defense here.
3:26 moving clock. Play clock at 18 from the Eagles 6. Daniel in the gun. Takes the snap. Play action. Looks right, throws right, caught. No, incomplete. It's dropped out of the backfield. Olamide Zaccheaus tried to run with the football before he caught it. Probably might have had a chance for a touchdown there, Josh. Cooper DeJean was the only man available. And that's another Commander drop. Be 3rd and goal.
Yeah, I was getting a little worried there. The angle that he had, I trust Coop. I mean, Coop makes some good tackles in the open field, but he might have been able to beat him out there to the pylon. Good drop. We'll take that.
And I feel like Jayden Daniels missed him just a little bit, let it a little too far out in front of him. So we get a shot at Kliff Kingsbury trying to get this Commander offense into the end zone and break this 14-zip lead for Philadelphia. 3rd and goal, 3 on the play clock, Daniels in the gun. Brian Robinson to his right, takes the snap, he's going to throw, looks right, throws right, end zone, caught, touchdown. There you go,
wow.
Dyami Brown. No, sorry, Jamison Crowder. That was easy.
Got behind CJ GJ there. You're right, that was no one in the area once he gets past CJ.
Well, it's gotten interesting, Josh. 14-0 Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts out with a concussion, unlikely to return. You're wondering, Kenny Pickett, he's 3 for 3. He's got a touchdown pass. He's going to be red hot, and we start singing the praises. He throws a very bad interception in Eagle territory, and a couple of penalties later, and Jayden Daniels makes the Philadelphia Eagles pay, and they're an extra point away from only being down 7. Snap, hold, kick up, and good. 14-7. There you go. What a first quarter. A lot going on.
It's crazy. Yeah, the up and down. Already, it feels like we've gone a full half. A lot of times, how these Eagles games are, but oh boy, we got the lead. There's a little bit more concern, though. I will say personally, with Kenny Pickett and Jalen being out for now, being evaluated. Can he come back in? Knox Briggs with a 2 earlier was saying, bring Hurts back out, please. Yes, that's what we're hoping for. We're almost to getting close to 1,000 likes between the streams, by the way. So please hit the like button if you're not already. We're over 3,300 combined between both streams as well. Getting that way. We appreciate you guys. Elbert with a 2 also saying, run the ball with Kenny Pickett as... Wait, run the ball with Kenny Pickett as the quarterback. Run the ball. Okay, I was going to say it first. Are we running the ball with Kenny? But yes, okay. Lean on Saquon. Run with Saquon. Run with Kenny G. Don't throw too many passes.
Definitely going to need to. Yeah, there's no update on Jalen Hurts yet. And like you said, Josh, the fact that he is still out, it's very rare that you would go out, get checked for concussion, and then they'd say, just give it a little bit, and then we'll let you go back in. That is not normally the case. So I think we got to kind of assume you're going to be Pickett the rest of the way. And obviously the emergency quarterback, thanks to the San Francisco 49ers, is technically Tanner McKee, as he obviously is inactive, but the emergency quarterback, and so he is always dressed and ready to go for this exact type of situation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's I mean, we're still the team is still really good. So I mean, for some people, I saw some people early in the comments being like, "Oh, we're doomed." Now I know that we also can get emotional and overreactions and everything else, but like, I understand some concern if Jalen were to not come back out here and play this game. But we know this defense, you could argue and say they just gave up a touchdown, but it's also like an incredibly shortened field. Like if you gave the Commanders the football at the 20-yard line and said, go march the football field, so far they've not proven it in the game that they can do that. So, yeah, this may become a lot closer of a game than it would have been if Jalen had stayed in there, but you can still very easily win this game. As Chris with two also saying, at least when Hurts plays bad, haters won't want Kenny after this game. We're already rolling it out, yes. I mean, hopefully people already weren't calling for that. I guess we had a few, but...
We had a few in, what was that, March during, or maybe not March, was it May, whenever OTAs were happening?
Yeah.
That's when a couple people were like, Kenny Pickett, but no, not the case.
Freaking out. So. Kenny Pickett outplaying Jalen Hurts at minicamp. That's
what it was, minicamp.
That's big, yes. People just losing it there.
Well, Philadelphia's been outplaying the Commanders for about the first 9 minutes of this football game. The final minute, most recently, was all Washington. 14-7 Birds coming back from commercial break. 12-2 versus 9-5. Big knock on the Commanders, Josh. 0-4 this season versus playoff teams. One of those losses, obviously, coming against the Eagles 5 weeks ago in Philadelphia. Here's a short kick returnable. Gainwell takes it from the 5. Gainwell across the 20. Gainwell across the 25. Then gets hit across the 30, and that'll be a decent gain out to the 31-yard line. So 3:05 left to go in this first quarter. And back out comes the Philadelphia Eagle offense, and it will be Kenny Pickett yet again, Josh. Looks like we're going to get him the rest of the way.
Yeah, it appears so. We're getting the report from Pam Oliver. Still remains back there, but no official update from the team. Nate with a 5 said, everyone just calm down. The defense alone can win this for us. Pickett is a serviceable quarterback, and we still have Barkley. Just need a couple good throws.
And he gets, started with a 14-0 lead. So 3 for 4, 20 yards, touchdown, and a pick so far for KP. He'll take the pistol snap and turn and give it to Barkley. No surprise there, left side. Good size hole, but immediately tackled up after he got through the hole by a combination. Deron Payne in on that tackle. Gain of about a yard. It'll be 2nd down and 9.
Yeah, good stop there. You got to imagine, this was already the case coming in, but with Kenny Pickett being the quarterback, you'd think the Washington defense goes, all right, we were selling all out to stop the run, force KP to beat us.
Ball at the 32-yard line of Philadelphia, moving left to right, 2:34 to go first quarter. Pickett in the pistol. He's got Barkley behind him. 2 tight end look for the Birds. Takes the snap, turn give. That's going to be Barkley. Big hole. There goes Saquon Barkley.
Go,
Barkley
baby.
To the 50. Barkley to the 40.
Go,
Barkley
Saquon.
To the 30. He's got
Come
one
on.
that beats the 20, the 10, the
Let's
5.
go.
There's Saquon Barkley.
Yes!
In.
Let's go! Nobody's going to stop him, baby. It doesn't matter. Kenny Pickett, whoever, put him at quarterback. Saquon to the house call.
68 yards. He was not touched, Josh. And just like that, it's about to be 21-7. And the talk all week, he needs to have 120-plus rushing yards, Josh, every single week in order to break Eric Dickerson's record about 2,100 yards in a season. That alone is going to put him over or really close to 100 yards already on the day. And there's still 2 minutes and 18 seconds left in this first quarter.
That's ridiculous. He's just insane. Shout out to CJ Uzama on the lead block there. You think you might use your fullback, Kari Blasingame, but CJ with the lead block, Saquon makes all the rest happen. Right read, kick is up and good on the extra point. All right, now we take a deep breath. We feel a lot better.
He wasn't touched, Josh. It's unbelievable that he was not touched. And last week, it couldn't get him going, right? All we talked about during that game against the Steelers was the tackles at the line of scrimmage. They did an incredible job making sure Saquon Barkley did not beat them, and Philadelphia was still able to win against a good Steeler team. Now you play the 25th ranked defense in terms of stopping the run, and you see what Saquon Barkley can do. One carry, 68 yards. And without Jalen Hurts, they're going to be up 21-7 right now. We're not even out of the first quarter. Unbelievable. It is unbelievable. Craigie with a 5 says Saquon, all caps. There's nothing else to say. Saquon is a beast. He's incredible. MVP. You got the competition with Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson as well, but it's insanity. 7 rushes, 109 yards, 2 touchdowns with a 15.6 average. I know it's a big run there, but oh my gosh, that is
Much better place. Elbert with the 2 also, that's what I'm talking about. What a block from Uzama. Absolutely. Made a great block in that play.
Here's your kickoff and returnable by McCaffrey. He's had a good day running it back, and that one no different, up to the 34-yard line. What starts to come into play, Josh, is exactly what's going on really in this game, and that is the Saquon Barkley situation. So we talked about it, 120 yards in every single game rest of the way. That's 3 straight games. But what if he has 200 today? What if he has 230 today? That makes the decision in Week 18, especially if the Eagles don't need to win that game, maybe a lot easier. If Barkley only needs 50 against the Giants to get the record, maybe it becomes a lot more possible. And one more little addition here. Josh Allen seemingly locked up the MVP the past 2 weeks. Allen plays not a great defense, but a decent defense this afternoon in the New England Patriots. He has a bad day. It might be more open. Still, first at hand, though, is a Daniels pass on first down. He's going to run this one. Daniels across the 40, and he's going to slide just short of the line to gain. Tackled there by Nakobe Dean across the 40 to the 41. So second down and 1. But it gets very interesting if Saquon goes over 200 today, Josh.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh. And he's set up in a good way, or a chance to do that. You start out on a first quarter. Thomas, the insane part to me is that we have scored 21 points in the first quarter.
In the first quarter, yeah.
You say 1 touchdown feels kind of strange, but 3, I'm not sure that I'm watching the Eagles football.
Second and 1 from the 41. Daniels takes the snap. He's going to do a quick pass outside to McLaurin for a little tunnel screen. He's going to have a first down and then thrown down by multiple birds, including Gardner Johnson, who gets up and jaws right in his face, as only CJ does. That's a first down, though, for the Commanders. All 3 timeouts, 1:19 moving clock here, Josh. Can be very interesting to see exactly their plan on this drive. They've been throwing it with a little bit more success the last 2 drives than they did early in this football game. The running ability, so far, Brian Robinson has not been there. They haven't handed it off to him either since that fumble. He's in right now from the 45-yard line. First and 10, 59 seconds to go first quarter. Daniels in the gun, motion Brown across the formation. Now here's a run for Brian Robinson, and he's going to go absolutely nowhere. There's Jalen Carter and 9 other Eagles that wrap him up for a gain of a yard. It'll be second down and 9, and that will be, well, they'll have to one more play before the end of the first quarter.
Man, this squad, as we said, we could relax with Jalen being injured with a concussion or being looked at for concussion. They got the running game. They got the defense. This answers questions. Garrett with a 5 said, Saquon just made me think I left my Madden game on. How many weeks could you just make that exact same comment?
Very true. It's very true. That has really been the case so far this season. Final play of the first quarter. Second and 9, Daniels in the gun. Play action. He's going to step up in a clean pocket. Looks left, throws left. That's going to be caught. And there's Terry McLaurin in front of Quinyon Mitchell for a first down. The problem is there's a flag. So we'll see if that's the first catch for Scary Terry in Quinyon Bay, and it will not be, as it's an illegal shift to the Washington Commanders.
Still locked him down. Unfortunate.
Bummer.
Too bad. Moving back. Just erase the system, also with a 5, says, please stop playing with Saquon. This man is the truth and the MVP. Santa, I need a Saquon jersey in every color. Thank you, Go Birds.
We'll try to make that happen. A lot of giveaways on both channels. Subscribe to be
yes.
involved on those. So back them up second and 14. And I think that ended the first quarter, Josh. We're going to commercial break.
I believe so. I think it did. Did not expect it to be this type of a scoring shootout, but here we are, 21-7. We've almost hit 1,000 likes as well. Hit the like button. We're maybe about a little less than 100. So drop a like, get up to 1,000 between the streams. We appreciate that.
Checking on some other scores happening right now. Falcons 10, Giants 7. I believe it was a Drew Lock pick 6. That is the lone Falcon touchdown on the day. No passing touchdowns for Michael Penix. Gets his first start in, obviously, for Kirk Cousins. Detroit doesn't seem to have any problem today, Josh. Fresh off the loss to the Buffalo Bills last week, they're up 20-0. A passing touchdown, yes, to Jamison Williams. A deep ball from Jared Goff has put the Lions up, again, 20-0 over the Bears just to start the second quarter. Bengals 7, Browns 0. Bengals driving, though, in the red zone right now. Titans 7, Colts 7 on a passing touchdown from Anthony Richardson to tie that game up. Rams 6, Jets 6 as Kyron Williams has a rushing touchdown. Both teams have missed extra points, Josh. And then the Carolina Panthers up 13-3 with a first and goal from the 9 over the Arizona Cardinals at 7-7, desperate for a win to keep pace for a playoff spot or maybe the number 4 seed as the NFC West leader. But those pesky Panthers, Josh, we saw them a couple of weeks ago. They're much better since playing Bryce Young after benching him, and they're giving the Arizona Cardinals all they can handle right now.
Yeah, it's surprised. Kind of up and down. The Panthers were able to just march through or able to play really close with us. They get destroyed by the Cowboys, and then not really at this point. So, let's see. Jesse, we appreciate that. Says, thanks for your phenomenal content, fellas. Means a lot.
Appreciate that.
Appreciate
that a lot. Oh, man. Okay. Yeah, and still no update for Jalen Hurts. Obviously, I think we're going to assume he's not coming back in this football game. But, when are they going to give us the update? No Will Shipley, as he is going to be evaluated for a concussion right now. But obviously, we are not in a case where Jalen might come back. By the way, Barkley is 309 rushing yards away from breaking Eric Dickerson's single-season record of 2,105 rushing yards. So that is... boy, he could have it next week. If this game continues in the trend that we're seeing, it could very easily happen next week.
I mean, honestly, Elbert with a 2 says, let's get Saquon 250 yards on the ground today. Let's freaking go. Jesse was saying that he's 79th in his millionaire maker for underdog on the drafts because of Saquon. If you took Saquon in your draft this week, you're in a good way right now because you're in the upper percentile based on what he's doing. And then Nate gifting 5 Philly Special Show memberships. There you go. Jasper, Jay, Jose, Rads, and Susan all get the Philly Special Show membership. So shout out to you guys.
Like there was a penalty on Gardner Johnson during the changeover there, during the commercial break, that's going to give the Commanders a first down. Yeah. Wow, how about that? Yeah, so officially the case.
Was 2nd and 14, now it's first down?
Yep, 1st and 10. Yeah, this is De'Ami Brown and C.J. Gardner-Johnson. Wow, De'Ami Brown took off Gardner-Johnson's helmet. No, wait, that's got to be on the Commanders, right? No way. They called that on Gardner Johnson?
What? Okay, I mean, does it matter what CJ said there? Did he get shoved in the face?
In the face. Wow. That was crazy. And the ref's right there. Nick Sirianni can't believe it.
You got to be kidding me.
Wow. That is
I mean,
I've never seen that in terms of you can punch somebody's helmet off. Gardner Johnson did not retaliate, and he still got the penalty on him. Wow.
If anything, it should have just been offsetting penalties. Like, there's no... I can't... If CJ had punched first or shoved or whatever, then okay, sure, maybe. But, like, you got to be kidding me.
Yeah, what did he say for that to be allowed to have happen? My goodness.
Oh, my gosh.
Well, that delays it, and...
By the way, Dom DeSandro is back from the locker room. Jalen Hurts is not. So, again, more probably not great news. But still don't know officially. We haven't gotten an official ruling of him being out for the concussion. Nate with a 2. Eagles versus refs. This will be a good game.
There you go. Second quarter, all you.
Face an uphill battle against those so far. So, 1st and 10, ball into the Philly territory at the 44-yard line. Jayden Daniels in the gun, takes the snap. Going to be handoff to Brian Robinson up the middle, and he's going to push forward, met at the line of scrimmage, but gains about 3 yards, brought down by Nakobe Dean and Nolan Smith.
Yeah, not much there. It's been a slow day for Brian Robinson. Fumbled on that second drive of the day for the Commanders and only gotten 2 carries since. Give me a play clock whenever you can, Josh, too, when they take us away from the Lions update. There you go.
Yep. All right. Got a 20 on the play clock, 19, 18, 17. Got a 2nd and 8 officially. Jayden going to take the snap, 4-man pressure, looking over the middle, and incomplete. Intended for Brian Robinson, may have thrown it a little bit out in front, brings up 3rd and 8.
Okay, I think we're linked up now. I was a little bit ahead. Yeah, I just missed him there. That wasn't really close. I got 33 on the play clock, 32, 31.
Yep,
we're linked up. 3rd and 8. This is there's a lot of football left, Josh. This is kind of important here. They had good field position. They got the penalty. They were only down a score, and then Saquon hits the home run. They need this 3rd down conversion. If they get any yards here, they might go for it.
There you go. Big 3rd and 8. Jayden Daniels in the empty set. Looking around. Birds bringing 4. It's going to be a delayed run. Actually, run for Jayden Daniels up the middle. Plenty of room. 1st down, and Moore slides down at the 27-yard line. Big gain and a big 1st down.
Yeah, Eagles in 2 high safeties here. They're obviously thinking pass. Daniels checks at the line and sees a wide open middle of the football field and takes it and just runs right up the middle. That was a really good check there by Daniels, and that'll be a 1st down. Big gainer, too.
Jesse with a 10. The man, the myth, the legend, Saquon Barkley. I played 60% of Barkley and AJ in DraftKings rosters. Fly Eagles fly. Yeah, you're doing good then. First down here now for Jayden Daniels at the 29. Pressure coming. He's sacked. Nolan Smith. Guess who, baby? More pressures from him than TJ Watt since week 6, and that's going to be a sack. Please don't tell me this flag's going to take it back. No.
Oh, man.
No.
What's it going to be for? A Jalen Carter personal foul? For
Is that
what?
after the play? What?
Wow. So they're gonna call it a sack though, Josh. The sack counts. Let's see. Yeah. So there is Jalen Carter, and he just pushed.
I mean, some of these
lineman,
calls
and then
here,
he
you got to be.
flopped. Holy cow! That is such a flop.
What?
That is the craziest flop I've seen. That happens every single play. That's
Oh
a
my
personal foul.
gosh!
Wow.
Get out of here, rigged completely. So all the way up to this at the 16-yard line, Jayden Daniels going to be keeping it here, take off and run, get hit, but gains about 6 yards. Ball came out.
Ball
Came out. I think it's
it.
Eagles football. Is DeGene on it? Let's
Yep,
go.
they did.
It's a fumble recovered by DeGene.
Josh, they actually shifted. That was Brian Robinson taking the shotgun snap and running it himself. And they're going to check this, but I think that's going to be his second fumble today. Wow,
Number
talked
2.
all that stuff this week.
Yes,
and
it is.
yeah,
Let's
that's
go.
a fumble. That's a fumble. Wow. Oh boy.
Oh,
Brian Robinson.
the back spasms
How
are back.
about that?
I'm celebrating too much. For people that don't know, I'm questionable with back spasms today, and that got it going. So, oh, but let's go. That's crazy.
Wow.
Whew.
Unbelievable. All right,
Huge
Bird's going to
there.
get the football back. Did you get this $20 super chat, Josh? I don't know if I missed it.
Yeah, I missed it during the play calls, but yeah, I see it here from Drew. Yeah, got the 20 bomb. Says, love you guys. Watch all daily vids. Much rather have true fans calling the games. Let's freaking go Eagles. We appreciate that,
Appreciate
Drew.
that.
Heck yeah.
That's what we're here for. That is what we are here for.
2 fumbles on the day from the guy that called out the it's not like a major call out. It's not like he went overboard.
Yeah.
But still, to even just utter those words in a national media setting, to be like, we feel like we're the better team. We just shot ourselves in the foot. Well, you're kind of proving that you're not the better team, and you're shooting yourselves in the foot directly by you personally. So that kind of makes it even better. But
a lot of people saying ball don't lie. Yeah, I would definitely agree with that. The ball does not lie after that terrible penalty on Jalen Carter. I mean, literally back-to-back awful personal fouls that were nowhere near penalties on the Eagles. And then, like you say, ball don't lie. And that's that in terms of the Philadelphia Eagles. Also, shout out to Nolan Smith. Sack does count. So that is 6.5 on the season for Nolan Smith. And he has had one almost in every game since the bye week, it feels like. I mean, It's been crazy how many pressures he's been getting. And that was just a pure speed rush on the edge and got to the quarterback.
yeah, 0 sacks before the bye week and 6.5 cents. So we will take that. Deep Crow with a 2 says, F the refs. Defense won't let Stripes ruin this. That they won't. It's really poetic justice that it was a fumble recovery after that play. So without a doubt. Nate with a 2 saying Robinson screwed himself. Just saying. He for sure did. And then 2 for Patrick saying, can we have the refs checked for concussions? That's a good point. They've got the independent consultant or whatever that reviews there. I wonder if they've got, maybe the team should have someone to check out the refs when they make some of these calls.
Speaking of concussions, Josh, Jalen Hurts officially out. He is done the rest of the day with a concussion. Boy, a lot of fantasy football teams in the playoffs that are not going to like that, huh?
Nope. Never a good sign. But you got the lead, 21-7. Defense is playing lights out again. Let's please continue to... Brian Robinson is so dejected on the sidelines. Just towel over his head. Upset. I would be too. Life Disciple with a 5 says, you guys are doing the Lord's work. Fly, Eagles, fly. Appreciate that. We're trying
the Lord's work, but we're trying to.
We're trying our best. Yeah, we don't know if we're at that point. But here's Kenny Pickett now, 1st and 10. Going to drop back and pass right side. Going to take a deep shot there to A.J. Brown. Complete all the way up at midfield with 2 guys on him. What a play.
Completely double covered. Pickett underthrows this football. Brown has to come back for it. He's working on Lattimore, and there's a safety mixed in, and boy, if the message wasn't sent, Josh, 2 weeks ago, throw 11 the ball no matter what. That seems to be very clear so far today. What a catch there by A.J. Brown. Holy cow.
The rate that he wins those jump balls, or at least those like contested catches where it's just throw a deep shot, hope and pray, is insanity. Big play all the way into Commanders territory off of one play. The 45-yard line. Eagles here. Kenny in the pistol formation will take the snap, going to hand off right side, and a flag on the play, false start.
Okay, well, I was going to say, Barkley, he really needs to get to over 200 today, Josh. We want a really record chase. He's got to get over 200. And hitting a big one again would go a long way. It would go a long way towards getting that. But, man. Oh, he's at a 109 on 7 carries. If he could get over 250 today, I know we're like really getting crazy, but if he were to get over 225, that record is definitely going to be broken.
Oh, for sure.
Gonna be broken.
Yeah. He's well on his way, but you're right. If he gets to 225, that feels kind of like the number. You get over that, and we're in business. 1st and 15. This time, handoff left side. Saquon has some blockers, uses some patience there, and going to be stopped after only about 2 yards. Brings up 2nd and 13.
It really is crazy, Josh. Back-to-back weeks, we see the number 5 running defense. This week, we see the number 25 running defense. Massive difference just with the eyeballs on how much more dominant the Eagle offensive line is, pushing the Commanders back, resetting the line of scrimmage. That was only about a 2-yard gain, and yet you feel like every single run, Saquon Barkley has just a hole here, a hole there, bounce this way, bounce that way, and he could go at any time. I mean, he feels due for another one, which is crazy to say.
Yep. 2nd and 13, Kenny Pickett in the gun. Yes, for those seeing the comments, Jalen Hurts officially out for the game with a concussion. Birds leading 21-7. Kenny takes the snap, left side, has some time, throwing complete. DeVonta Smith wrapped up immediately, though. Gain of about 5 yards, brings up 3rd and 8.
There's a simple out route there. They actually had Dotson running across the middle. He was kind of covered, but in the same area. It brought another defender close to DeVonta Smith. Still more manageable here. 3rd and 8 as Kenny Gainwell checks in for Barkley as he normally does. At worst, they have flipped the field here, Josh. At best, they can maybe get a first down and keep this drive churning. 10:53 to go here, second quarter. A lot of time left in this first half.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's already 21-7, but Pickett in the gun. 8 on the play clock. 7 takes the snap. 4-man pressure. Has a little bit of time. Now going to try to run right side. Had a clean pocket, but now going to roll out of bounds and just throw it away.
Yeah, you called it there, Josh. He did not need to bail, and he ran to the side of the field that none of his receivers were at. And so 5 for 6 for 70 yards. Not the worst overall start for Kenny Pickett, interception aside. But you would like him just to stay in this very clean pocket. I mean, A.J. Brown comes open there. If he waits just another second, he might be able to thread one across the middle to 11 to keep the chains moving. Not a lot of time playing this year. Maybe doubts himself after the interception. Philadelphia's going to punt, but they're at least going to have a chance to pin back Washington deep.
Yeah, at least have a longer field for him here, hopefully. Man with the punt gets it away. This one should be a good punt. Lands at the 9 and then rolls out of bounds about the 5-yard line there. Fantastic coffee corner punt, and Commanders are going to have a long way to go now.
There you go. Braden Mann has been an unsung hero. Think back to the Raven game. He was fantastic. 5 punts inside the 20. That one, again, like you said, maybe inside the 5, depending on where they stop it, 7 or 8 at worst. He's been a weapon. Aaron Siposs really had his bad moments more so than good ones in Philadelphia. Wasn't a bad punter, wasn't an elite punter. Braden Mann's been pretty good this year. I know we don't watch a lot of punters, no idea who the best punter in the league is right now, but Braden Mann has been very, very good. Also very good right now has been the Detroit Lions, although Chicago does have a 2nd and goal from the 5. They're down 20, but they technically are driving, Josh, which is at least worth noting.
They're telling me there's a chance.
Yeah, well, it's slim, but technically, yes.
We saw it on Thanksgiving, right? The Thanksgiving matchup. The Lions got up to a big lead, and then all of a sudden they choked it away, and Chicago almost had a chance. Maybe. We will take it if they could get a score.
Yep.
By the way, we did hit over 1,000 likes between both streams. We appreciate that.
How
if
about
not
that?
already, we're on our way to 1,500 now. We have almost 4,000 people watching between both streams as well. So do us a favor, drop a like. Hit that sub button if you haven't already either. And
did they not
21-7
credit? They didn't credit Nolan Smith with that sack. I had a Nolan Smith sack on my picks today, and they did not.
Did they not?
Did not credit it. No,
because of the penalty. I thought it's after the plays.
I thought it was after the play too. Yeah, I thought so too.
Oh my gosh, JC owes. Oh, he owes Nolan big time.
Big time. Big time.
I actually took, before the season started, I took a Nolan Smith over 6 sacks.
Wow.
For the
So
season, which, there's still more time, but like that was it. That was the 6.5. Killer. Let's see. Chicago ran it on second. Now they're at the 1 yard line, a third and goal. Could they please get in and score? For other people, fantasy leagues, Jonathan Taylor is having a good game. 11 carries, 112, and a touchdown. There's still 5 minutes to play. Who did you say who scored for the Cardinals already? Did you mention that one?
Nope.
It was like James Conner. There you go.
James Conner.
Scored a touchdown.
There you go.
Trey McBride cannot get in yet. Still can't happen. James Conner with a 6-yard run.
Definitely can still happen.
Crazy.
All right, well, here we go. Still 10:29 to go. It's crazy how slow that first quarter was.
Yeah, we're not
a lot
used
of time
to this.
left.
We're about saying halftime at this point, it feels like. But all right, 10:29 as you said to play. Jayden Daniels takes the snap from his own end zone. Takes a snap, deep shot, right side, has a man complete, and a really big gain there all the way to the 45 of Philly. That's Noah Brown getting behind Darius Slay.
Yeah, Slay's been fantastic this year. I mean, really good the past 10 weeks, and I think they get him on a double move. We're going to see here playing a little bit of off coverage, and sure enough, no, just runs a go and runs right by. Big play. That's a good throw from Jayden Daniels as well, and a good job by Darius Slay to make a tackle here. That way it did win a 95-yard touchdown pass. All the way up to the 46-yard line of Philadelphia.
I don't know this for sure, but that feels like the longest play allowed since the bye week. I mean, that's a monster gain. Now this time, handoff Brian Robinson does not fumble the football, gains about 3 yards. 2nd and 7.
Yeah, no Austin Eckler today. He's been out the past couple weeks with a concussion, and so that is going to be a lot of Brian Robinson, fumble or not, as we have an injured commander. I believe that is De'Ami Brown. Oh, and we have an injured linebacker, Nakobe Dean. And he is sitting on his butt, sitting
kind of
up
holding
at
his...
least. Was that right wrist, maybe?
Yeah, I think so. It looks like he was holding his right wrist.
Oof, that could be bad.
Hopefully hopefully just a cold maybe, like a little hit on the wrist, nothing too serious.
Yeah, that would be Jeremiah Trotter Jr. as the backup, which Eagle fans would be excited to watch at least, but not excited for Dean to go down. It's been fantastic. He's popped up, helmet off, but he's walking off the field, and so he'll be done for at least a play. And I believe they'll bring out Trotter Jr. unless they want to go dime. We'll see about the personnel here, but 2nd and 7 officially.
See where they go with. They got a lot of depth, though, as you said. Nakobe will probably go into. Yep, he's going to the blue medical tent.
Maybe concussion. Maybe that's more likely there. Really quick into the tent, though. We'll see. 2nd and 7.
Noah says, "Get a Q pick right here."
Yeah,
come on, I would take that.
They've only thrown his way once. No catches yet either.
Let's see. He's lined up on the left side. 2nd and 7. Ball on the 42 of Philly officially. Jayden Daniels take the snap, handoff. Brian Robinson, Rodriguez this time, up the middle. Able to get, just short of the first down. Brought down by Zack. Baun brings up 3rd and 1.
Yeah, Oren Burks actually is going to fill in as Trotter Jr. is the Dean backup, and so Burks will go right now. He's going to stay in as the Commanders go with a little mini huddle. They're going to go quick. He kind of blew his assignment there, though, on that last run, 3rd and 1.
Big 3rd down. Jayden Daniels takes the snap up the middle. Met immediately stonewalled by several Eagles defenders. First, Milton Williams and Jalix Hunt. 4th down.
Yeah, there's a friend of the channel, Jalix Hunt. Appreciate what he did for his charity, which we partnered with them earlier this week, dropping off some money for different Philadelphia area high schools. This was Milton Williams blowing up the left guard, but Jalix Hunt also getting through and kind of gang tackling. Meet me at the running back. And another negative run for the Washington Commanders. They have had a rough time running the football with anyone not named Jayden Daniels so far today, Josh.
This is a big play here. 4th and 4 after the loss. They're going to line up to go for it. Jayden Daniels will take the snap. Rolling right side, now going to throw it. Try to beat his man up the middle. Brought down, but he just gets the 1st down. Jalen Carter tripped him up, but he's able to fall forward.
Yeah, we're circling Oren Burks. No Jalen Hurts today. Right now, no Nakobe Dean, and that was one-on-one. Burks versus Jayden Daniels. Tough guy to tackle no matter who you are. Had a chance, but Jalen Carter brought him down, but got the line to gain, unfortunately. really good coverage overall for Philadelphia, just unable to bring down Jayden Daniels. He's done a nice job running the football, especially in the middle of the field against this Bird defense.
Man, almost had him there. Ball in the 35 now of Philly. Jayden Daniels going to be handoff this time. Going to be Rodriguez and Mett in the middle again. Big physical hits from several guys, and that's Oren Burks with the initial one. Zack Baun to finish him off brings up second and about 8.
There you go, 42. Just got to settle down. You got to be the linebacker maybe the rest of this drive. We've not seen Nakobe Dean emerge from the tent yet. Go find the running back, put your head right on his chest, and make a big tackle there. That was nice.
All right, let's see what Kliff Kingsbury and the Commanders offense tries to continue to dial up here. 2nd and 8, 7 minutes to play in the second quarter. 14 on the play clock. Jayden Daniels takes the snap, looking right side, has some time. Now going to roll right, pressure coming, and it is incomplete. Looked like he almost had Jamison Crowder, but incomplete.
Yeah, nowhere to go. Really good coverage there by Cooper DeJean. I think Darius Slay in the area as well. Jalen Carter was the one that eventually applied the pressure to make sure Daniels had to move to his right. But overall, really great coverage here. They were going on a deep ball to Lamine Zaccheaus. That was blanketed, and then they kind of had an out route working from the left side with Dyami Brown, and that one didn't get close either. Quinyon Mitchell just in great coverage. They just don't throw his way, Josh. I know you're trying to get this weekly Q interception. It's hard to do.
It'd be nice.
Just don't throw his way.
One of them, Rustrada hoping Philly stacks win and defense gets sacks. Hopefully so. Now 3rd and 8. Jayden Daniels, deep shot left side. He's got a man. Terry McLaurin, touchdown on cue. That was...
I got to stop talking, man. I'm jinxing it.
We jinxed it.
Wow.
We jinxed it. Blame Thomas, everybody. Just jinxed it.
Birds came on a blitz
Dang
from
it.
the slot. I thought Daniels was going to overthrow McLaurin, and that will be DeJean's first that'll be Q's first touchdown that he's given up all season long, Josh.
Yeah, it's an
insane
insane catch, quite honestly. I mean, Terry McLaurin's having to look over his head, like not even on the right or left shoulder, but like straight above his head. Oh, man.
Wow.
Okay. Little gamble on the blitz. I'd love to see. They didn't show the angle of, or at least I didn't get to see it, of Q and whether that was like a double move or how it was set up. But touchdown, now the extra point. A weird line drive. He made it, but I don't know how low that thing was. It looked like it didn't get 6 feet off the ground.
Yeah, it barely cleared the crossbar. Yeah, we need to see what happened with Q here. He was going to be beat eventually, Josh. It's a bummer it's Terry McLaurin. They kind of got a little rivalry brewing, but either way, good pass, good touchdown, and it's only a 7-point game. Each time Philadelphia's gotten a double-digit lead, they've come back down to earth.
Can't quite pull away. You've had opportunities there. We've had some refs making a few stops as well. James with the 10. We appreciate that. Says, what's up, guys? Who knows? Just maybe Hurts can take this one off, but hopefully just this one. Go defense despite the refs. Yes, go defense despite the refs. Agree. Jalen Hurts is going to have to take this one out because he is officially ruled out due to the concussion. The fact that it's 21-14, I would have felt like it was 21-14, like late in the third quarter.
I know.
But we still have like 5 minutes left in the or 6 minutes, a little over 6 minutes left in the first half. So
yeah, and obviously a lot of NFL games are getting close to halftime, right? Falcons 17-7 behind a Brian Robinson rushing touchdown over the Giants. That one only has 126 now in the second quarter. Lions 20, Bears 7, 2:42 to go there in the second quarter. Bengals 14, 2 Joe Burrow passing touchdowns. Browns nothing. That one is 3 seconds away from halftime. Colts 17, Titans 7 at the 2-minute warning. Rams and Jets 6-9. Jets leading that one. They are already at halftime. So Philadelphia has the slowest game going right now. Panthers 20, Cardinals 10. 2-minute warning there as well. So obviously a lot of scoring, a lot of kickoffs in the first quarter were the big difference in why our game is a little bit behind, but no harm, no foul. Mm-hmm. Question now is, Philadelphia playing very well, but so are really the Washington Commanders. I mean, with the amount of fumbles they've had, the turnover on downs on the opening drive, the Eagles kind of going up and down the field with Saquon Barkley, the fact they're only down a score has got to feel really good if you are Washington right now. And if you're Philly, going to need maybe a little drive here. Get the ball to start the second half, but going to need a little bit of drive.
Yeah, I got to keep the momentum up. That's for sure. Don't get plenty of game left. The defense has looked good. I mean, I think that was the first. Yeah, some penalties, but little help with some calls there. Just got to keep it up.
All right, let's see what's happening here with the Q play as we're back from commercial. I think that he just ran by him. Yeah, I wonder what Quinyon was thinking there. If he was in different coverage, that'd be a fun one on the all-22 on what happened. But, if there's anyone more upset, it's going to be Quinyon after that play. I think he's going to be pretty hot the rest of the way. Maybe you get your pick, Josh, if they keep targeting him. But here comes the kickoff.
Maybe. We'll see. The kickoff is short, going to be returned to Isaiah Rodgers at the 10, 15, 20. Brings it up the middle and hit there at the 25-yard line. That's where Philly will have the ball.
We see momentum, Josh, especially in the college football playoff games the past 2 days. Momentum really starts to snowball for these teams that are on the road. Momentum is shifted in this one. Less so in the National Football League, but definitely shift back in favor of the Commanders. When Saquon hit that 68-yarder, you thought maybe, Birds might start to run away. Commanders might lay down. Not the case. They're playing really good here in the second quarter. And 21-14, Kenny Pickett the rest of the way. Got to be smart. Already an interception. No more turnovers if you're 7. Need a drive here. Let's find 26, 11, and 6. Maybe get some yards going.
That would be good. Nate with 2 says Ertz will be back for the Cowboys. I hope. Yes, we all do hope. Saquon with the first carry on first down, going nowhere. Maybe half a yard.
Yeah, the Commanders are really starting to load that box. They're going to dare Kenny Pickett to beat him, and I think it's going to have to be the case, right? I mean, previous quarterbacks or previous weeks, I should say, you think the Steelers daring Jalen Hurts to beat him. Jalen Hurts did. You got to have your backup beat him now. I think he's going to have to throw his way to victory, Josh, especially after Saquon's red-hot start.
Here we go. Another carry to Saquon. Left side hits the hole hard, and that time a gain of about 5 yards. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Yeah, you got 5. There were 7 Commanders in the box on that play too, Josh, which is crazy. They are really daring the Eagles to throw, and Philadelphia confident in those guys up front, and obviously in Saquon Barkley. Nice 5-yard gain there. Makes it 3rd down and manageable. But they need it, though.
By the way, I believe Josh Sweat is questionable from what I saw on the tweet. So keep an eye on that as well. But a couple injuries for the Eagles here. 3rd and 6 officially, though. Big 3rd down. Commanders have, looks like 7 guys up at the line of scrimmage. Pickett takes the snap. Blitz is coming. Going to have to get away quick. He does. Short of the sticks. A.J. Brown, he's brought down. That's about a yard short. 4th down.
Yeah, they're getting loud there in Washington. There's Marshon Lattimore. It's the right read. You're kind of hoping Jalen can slip AJ can slip the tackle as he does. 4th and 1. It could be brotherly shove time if Jalen Hurts was in. Not so with Kenny Pickett. We saw that a lot during the preseason. They're going to punt this football.
Man, that's so close.
Good tackle. Good tackle.
Yep, going to punt it now. 4th and 1. 5 minutes to play in the second quarter, so still plenty of time. Looked like there was a false start, but it didn't get called. Braden Mann punts it away. That is a bad punt. Short punt. Hits at the 30, but picked up by Jamison Crowder. Dangerous and able to return to the 30. So, well, 1st and 10 now. See if the Eagles defense can get a stop here.
Yeah, I thought for sure you were going to get a false start there on Philadelphia, Josh. Pretty crazy that we didn't, but not the case. And now if you're the Eagle defense, you get up a couple nice drives. The Washington Commanders, talk about the number 1 defense in the National Football League. They were red hot first couple of drives. They need a kind of a stable 3 and out, a quick, steady stop to kind of settle everybody down.
Maybe you get it. Come on, defense. Everybody hit the like button. Almost up to 1,500 between the streams. Appreciate you guys. Also, almost 4,000 viewers as well. Coming back is 4:54 to play in the second quarter. Can Kenny Pickett and the defense lead this? We should say Saquon, but as much as they're going to focus on Saquon, you kind of feel like Kenny's going to have to prove. Kenny's going to have at least one drive where it's kind of like march down the field and prove it to the defense. Say, okay, hey, you load up the box, then we can make you pay. A lot of time remaining in this one.
Most watched Eagles stream by far, almost 1,000 people up in terms of both streams combined. Appreciate you guys hanging out with us. 4:54 to go here, second quarter. Here we go. Play clock winding down.
All right. Jayden Daniels takes the snap. A little bit of pressure. Going to try to run right to get past Jalix Hunt. He's able to, but only picks up about a yard or two before he's run out of bounds. 2nd and 8.
Good play by 58. Jalix Hunt's probably your fastest edge rusher in a straight line on Philadelphia, former safety. And he runs down Jayden Daniels, but you see the elusiveness and the ability of Jayden Daniels to kind of jump out of a shoestring tackle there to at least get a positive gain. But a nice job by 58 to make sure that wasn't more than 3 yards. Nakobe Dean is also back, Josh. He is back in this game.
Good news.
Charles Harris is in right now with no Josh Sweat.
There we go. 2nd and 7. Brian Robinson going to get a handoff this time. Does not fumble the football again, but only gain of a yard. You can kind of see him guarding it even more gingerly.
Yeah, he's definitely doing that. There's 17 again, and then we have another injured Eagle. It's Jordan Davis, and he is banging his hand on the turf. Ooh, that is not good. Not good.
Like something with like his left leg, left knee, maybe?
Yeah. Well, you got to really hope there's nothing wrong with Jordan Davis. The stats don't show, but a very key factor in stopping the run and desperately needed come playoff time when it gets colder and teams really want to run the football.
Yeah, it's Nate, member for 4 months, says, I'm not worried about Hurts being out. Are you guys? No, I mean, we can still win this game. Long term, I'm not worried. Should be fine for next week, you would assume. He was super close, it seemed like, to coming back.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, you just look at the injuries, the impact that it's had to this game. Now Jordan Davis being down, getting helped off the field. Wonder what that'll end up being like. Kristen saying we're probably losing this game. Come on.
Jeez,
let's have some more positivity.
depressing.
There's still so much time remaining in this one.
There's Jordan Davis gingerly being helped off, Josh. Nick Sirianni helping getting the big arm underneath number 90.
Yeah.
And he is very, very slow to get off. And they're not going to give us any update here. They've been talking about everything but telling us what happened to Jordan Davis. So a lot more Milton Williams and more Ojomo the rest of the way. Ojomo in right now.
All right. Going to the depth. Nolan Smith in, as well as Jalix Hunt for the edges. Big 3rd down. Potential for a stop. 4 minutes to play in the second quarter. 25 on the play clock. Jayden Daniels takes the snap. 4-man pressure. Has a little bit of time. Now going to dump it off right side and hit immediately. Good hit and tackle there. Darius Slay has been probably the best, certainly in the secondary, but probably the best in terms of making stops and tackles. Brings up 4th down.
Yeah, he got beat on that one deep ball, but he has been great at the line of scrimmage. There's Jeremy McNichols, and if he doesn't get tackled here, he's going to have quite a lot of yards to gain. For sure, the 1st down on 3rd and 5. Great play there by 2. Big play there by Slay, and now 4th and 4. A quick 3 and out. Exactly what you needed, Josh. Cooper DeJean back to return this punt.
All right. 4th down, 4th and 4. Eagles showing pressure like they're coming after it. Snap is here. Punt is away. And Cooper DeJean is going to field it. Fair catch at the 27-yard line. So there you go. 3:07 to play in the second quarter. Kenny Pickett and the offense will come back out. 2 timeouts. See what they could do.
Yeah, but Jalen Hurts has been fantastic in 2-minute situations. The Eagle offense has been great scoring before the halftime. They get the ball after halftime as well. Can Kenny Pickett do the same, Josh? That's going to be the real question here. No turnovers. You must go into halftime with a lead. The question is, can you get it larger than 7 as the Lions have scored again? Another passing touchdown for Jared Goff. So 27-7 right now with 58 seconds left in this football game, or in the first half of the Lion football game. So Lions are not losing today, Josh. We got to hope that Seattle beats Minnesota to maybe make it a little more interesting. But the hope of Detroit slipping up against the Bears is very much going to the wayside here. Still, 1st and 10 for the Birds.
See where they go with. Blitz coming here. Kenny Pickett going to throw on 1st down. Has time. Looking over the middle. Going to take a longer shot. It's complete. A.J. Brown, but he lost the football. I think it's incomplete. And they will roll it. Yes, incomplete. 2nd down.
Yeah, it's a good throw by Kenny Pickett. I got to see if it's Marshon Lattimore knocking it out. I don't think anybody else but Lattimore has been on A.J. Brown all day long. This is a deep in. They're not going to show us the play. They're showing us
the other one.
The previous defensive play for Philadelphia.
Oh, gosh. The knee
Jordan
to
Davis
Jordan
got
Davis.
chipped. Oh, low on the left leg. It bent the wrong way. Let's hope he's okay. Oh,
yeah,
man. Still,
that's not
2nd and
good
10.
to see.
2nd and 10.
Yeah, I think Kenny may have thrown a little bit behind A.J., which helped to force the incompletion, but this time it's going to be a handoff, 2nd down to Kenny Gainwell, who will push forward to almost the 29, brings up a 3rd and maybe 6 or 7.
Yeah, they had both running backs in there trying to maybe get the offense or the eyes of the defense to kind of look around and maybe focus on Saquon, who ran out of the backfield at the very end there, and then give it to Kenny Gainwell. Only gained 3, though. Big 3rd and 7 here.
You'd hate to give the ball back to the Commanders so quickly, and there's a timeout coming. Washington. Okay, first one for Washington. They still have 2 remaining. Deep Crow with a 2 says Josh Sweat, or asking a question, I guess. Josh Sweat questionable with an ankle injury. That he is.
Yep.
I haven't seen anything official other than that, but being looked at for an ankle injury. Jordan Davis, questionable. I mean, I highly doubt he's going to come back in, but
Highly
questionable
doubt.
initially with a knee injury. Trenton Browning with a 2 says Hurt, Shipley, Dean, Sweat, and Davis all injured. Yeah, there's varieties of those injuries. Nakobe Dean did make it back in, but you're feeling it. Very healthy team entering the game. This is what happens. Obviously, a physical matchup, a division rival, a lot to play for in this one, but got to get something here. You really do not want to get stopped on third down.
What do you got, Kenny Pickett? Are they going to pressure? They blitzed a lot on third down to kind of give a little gut check to Kenny Pickett. I think they're only going to bring 4 this time, though. Let's see.
It's time to take a snap, handoff. Saquon run on 3rd and 7. He's going to get pushed forward all the way to about 1.5 yards short of the marker. That's an interesting call on third down. I mean, I know you have Saquon on the O-line. Almost paid off, but now it's 4th and 1 with the ball being at about the 36-yard line maybe?
They're going to go for it. I think that's why they ran it, Josh. I think that they were always going to go for it no matter what. If they got positive yards, and they did. 4th and 2. Let's see what happens. Oh, timeout. 2-minute warning.
Okay.
Now you got to think about it. This is interesting, Josh, because it's 4th and 2. You're at your own 40. And if you don't get it, it's one of those games, Josh. This is every year around this time. You have an injury-filled game where you just pray everybody doesn't have anything serious, and you try and hang on, and that's where we're at right now, for sure.
Yeah, you assume that they're try to get the Commanders to jump there. I mean, surely they're not going to go for it, because if you don't get this,
I'd be shocked if they did.
Yeah,
but they do get the ball to start the second half. Maybe they want to show some confidence.
All of a sudden, you go for it if you don't get it. I mean, I don't want to think the negative version of it, but like if you don't get it and the Commanders go and score at 21-21, I don't know. I mean, they got 2 timeouts. If you punt the football away, they'll have like 1:50-ish with 2 timeouts. It's enough time to definitely get a field goal or even a touchdown. But like you hope your defense can get stops enough to limit it.
Those just joining. Jalen Hurts out in the first quarter with a concussion. It did not look that bad. He did get hit kind of the head and shoulder areas. He was diving forward, but it was his helmet contacting the ground that was the real culprit there. Hurts went out of the game, went in the blue medical tent, came back and put his helmet back on, and then was kind of ushered into the locker room. He has not been seen since. He's done for the rest of the day. So for those wondering about the injury, it really didn't seem that bad. I think if you were in a playoff game, Super Bowl, he's probably still out there, but he's definitely not playing the rest of the way. I think next week he'll be just fine. And then for the rest of the game, Philadelphia's defense has been great. 2 turnovers, just 1 mistake by Quinyon Mitchell, allowing Terry McLaurin behind him, and then a couple of penalties that got the Commanders into the red zone, and a touchdown pass to Jamison Crowder. Really the difference in this game being 21-0 versus 21-14.
Mm-hmm. Yep, it's man, you just wonder what's you got a whole lot of adjustments, and we've seen the Eagles be really good adjusting in second halves. With Kenny Pickett, with the defense from the Commanders that are going to, or they've already tried to basically say, like, you're not going to beat us with Saquon. Can they make enough adjustments to throw him off guard, get a little bit of things going for him, and then maybe get that defense to back off? Because otherwise it feels like Saquon's going to see these 7-8 boxes the entire rest of the game. And not that he can't break one, because we've seen it, but you got to keep the defense honest.
They're going to punt as they come back here. 4,000 people watching. Josh, the Bears have just scored right before half, 27-14.
Okay.
As looks like you had a Keenan Allen 40-yarder there from Caleb Williams. So, again, 3-score game, but at least some points before the half for Chicago. Here comes the Braden Mann punt.
All right, gets the punt away. This one's a little bit short, bobbled by Jamison Crowder, and almost lost the football.
Oh, I thought he dropped it after
he
that.
almost,
I could have sworn he dropped it.
It looked like he was so close to losing it.
Oh, wow.
Somehow held on. That is wild. Oh.
All right. 21-14, 152. 2 timeouts left. Yes, Crowder bobbles this.
And then he almost does again. He gets tackled.
And then Sidney Brown got so close to pulling that out. Oh, my gosh. Wow. All right, come on, defense. What do you got? What do you
All
got? Still no Josh Sweat. It can be Jalen Hunt, Nolan Smith, and Christian Harris the rest of the way. They really
Empty
low
set
at edge
for
rusher.
Yeah, empty set for Jayden Daniels. Going to look over the middle, throws it a little high. It's picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. And down at the 49-yard line of the Commanders, that is an airmail from Jayden Daniels, right on time. C.J. on the spot.
Boy, he had him, too. He looked like, I tried to see if this was to Crowder or maybe Brown over the middle. And like you said, C.J. Gardner-Johnson is playing. Oh, we have a fight kind of brewing between Jalen Carter and somebody else here. Be smart, 98. Be smart. Yeah, well, it looks like it's okay. But that is C.J. Gardner-Johnson just sitting in the middle of center field, Josh. Gets the ball thrown right to it.
Big time.
Wow.
He's there for, I mean, I don't know if there's a way to track this, but it feels like CJGJ's got to lead the league in the most airmail interceptions, because it's like if the quarterback ever throws it past the receiver, CJ is right there tracking it.
Yep.
Like a good safety should, especially when you have coverage like that. But man, this is big time. Totally flips it now. You got a chance to go and get a score, barely able to hold on to that football, nearly dropped it.
Crazy.
Knox Briggs with a 2 earlier said it was nice while it lasted, but that was before the play. So there we go. We appreciate that reverse jinx. And then also with a 5 saying, I want to be optimistic, but with the obvious AJ tunnel vision by Pickett and the whole team needing Saquon to carry. So that was why the comment before. But we'll see.
How about three takeaways in the first half, Josh? Crazy.
Absolutely. Saquon carry here on first down, able to break a tackle and then get about 4 yards out of it there, maybe 5, brings up a 2nd and 6.
Yeah, I think you got to keep pedal to the metal here, Josh. Field goal obviously makes it a 2-score game. I was trying to get a touchdown here after that pick. I mean, the ball's at the Commander 45. I start throwing. Let's go.
Pickett going to take the snap in the gun. Quick throw, slant route to AJ. That's good for 5 yards. Brings up a 3rd and 1.
Yeah, I love the throw here. I don't know if Pickett did it on purpose, but that's a slant route with AJ about to get his head taken off. Pickett throws just a little behind him, the way AJ can stop on a dime, catch and protect himself, and then pop right up for a 3rd and 1 chance. Here we go. Pickett 7 for 10.
People joining in. Jalen Hurts out with a concussion. So Kenny Pickett been playing here. Handoff. Saquon met in the backfield. Tries to break a tackle and can't. That's a fantastic tackle from, who is that? Frankie Louvu. So 4th down. Man, just killed it.
Yeah, let's see. Louvu coming off the edge here. Calcaterra is the man that's got to hold on, and Calcaterra gets completely run over. That was really bad. And now, Josh, is the problem. You're out of field goal range, but you're also kind of out of 4th down range here, too. I mean, it's going to be 4th and 4. They're going to keep the offense on the field. Wow. Will they actually run a play?
Yeah, I was going to say, surely you're going to try to get him to jump, right? Like 4th and 4, see if you get him to jump, a free first down, 3 on the play clock. Kenny Pickett under center, hard snap. Or hard count, not going to do it. So 11 seconds in the half. Both teams content at this point. Just go in the half 21-14.
Yeah, I think so. And I don't think they want to ruin Jake Elliott's confidence, Josh. He obviously hit both his field goals last week after struggling the past couple of weeks prior. This is about a 58-yarder if they really wanted to try it, and not going to do it. Might as well punt it away. 10 seconds left. Commanders take a knee. We go to halftime. No harm, no foul. Still up a score.
I would take it. I mean,
although, is the offense staying on the field, Josh?
They are. This is interesting. I mean, I guess if you're at the what is it, 44-ish, something like that?
Yeah.
11 seconds remaining. Worst case scenario, the Commanders only have time for 1 play. Maybe. Yeah. Okay.
Philly has a timeout, and so obviously they're thinking first down, timeout, and then they can actually kick it with Jake Elliott. You don't get it here. Commanders have 2 timeouts, but only 11 seconds. So at worst, they might be able to get a play for a field goal. A little risky here. Little risky. Let's see what they do. Where's
just
11?
A bit. AJ trips left along with Calcaterra and Smitty. Now Smitty motions right. Kenny Pickett in the gun. They will take the snap. 4th down. 4-man pressure. Looking right side. Has a first down. Smitty with a catch and out of bounds. They will roll him out of bounds. Okay, so he did get the first down. There's 4 seconds on the clock. And now this is the question of, do you send out Jake Elliott for what would be a 55, 56-yard field goal? And they will.
They are. That's a great play design. They had Dotson clear out, and then they brought Smith in motion and then ran a little out route right in the spot that Dotson cleared. And that's a great catch for a first down. That is fantastic. And so now, here comes Jake Elliott. Birds will use their last timeout as well to make sure the play clock isn't a factor. But that's a lot of confidence in Kenny Pickett to go for him 4th and 4 in a one-score game, Josh. He delivered, and now with a chance to make it a 24-14 halftime lead. This is 56 from the right hash.
This would be big time from Jake. As you said, 56. It's about 30 degrees, 26, 25 degrees feel with the wind chill. Here we go. Jake, snap is good. Hold is good. Kick is up, and it is... Oh, it's short. It was online, and it was short. I was watching the whole way.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
0 for 6 from 50+, and this is short by...
Gosh.
A foot, maybe?
I mean, that's, just a couple yards more, and he passes it through. Looks like he just got under it a little bit too much.
Yeah, wind was blowing in his face, too. Okay, commercial.
Like my 3 wood off the tee,
halftime.
just a little bit too short.
A little short,
Pop it up.
yeah. Wow, how about that?
Man.
That's a bummer. That is a bummer.
I mean, at least it was in line. If we take the silver lining, the optimistic viewpoint, it was in line. It just needed a little bit more.
Yep, I agree. Darn, yeah, that looked good. All right, well, still a one-score lead, but not exactly the one-score lead that I think a lot of us thought early in this football game. Wow.
Yeah. Nope, that's we'll take it though. Halftime, 21-14.
Yeah, all things considered, injuries and no Jalen Hurts the rest of the way. I think about as good as we could have hoped, honestly. And then Saquon's been real quiet. They have really, really stopped or tried to stop Saquon Barkley. It's worked very well. And now the question is, can they get him going in the second and third quarter?
We shall see. Nate with the 2 said, "Welp, at least the Eagles get the ball." That's true. They get the ball the second half.
True.
It is fair from that side. There's a lot of, I mean, we see the Missy Elliott comments, a lot of Jake Elliott hate, Jake the fake. Come on. Like, I know that it's a miss there. Yes, you want to be able to rely on it. Maybe this is the wrong approach. I feel like I've gotten to the point now where I'm like, if we get to in the 40-yard range, even if it's 49, like, okay, we're solid. It's just we have to, and maybe this cripples us too much. So I maybe, it's the counter argument, but it's like we just have to game plan of the sense of like a 50-yard field goal plus a 50-yard plus field goal is just going to be incredibly difficult. Like it's probably should not be counted on. And I don't know if that's, winning football mentality, because in the playoffs you're going to need it. If you're in a dome, maybe it's different, but we just have not seen those 50-yard plus for a lot. And Tyler here with the 5 on the comment of Jake says, Jake Elliott has lost it from range due to him not doing the kickoff since man took over. Jake is useless outside of 45. I don't know. Jake argues, as I guess you would, but Jake said it doesn't make a difference. He's like, I warm up, I'm ready. Not doing kickoffs hasn't changed it, but I mean, I guess you could say it because nothing is pointing to the other argument of saying like, well, why on earth can he not make anything of 50 plus because he was so automatic for so long? But
yeah,
it's I think it's psychological at this point.
I think it is too, and that one going in right there would have gone a long way towards helping out just the playoffs, psyche, right? 56-yarder in the playoffs to win it is going to be something that Philadelphia might have to rely on. And Jake the make from a couple of years ago, you'd be 100% ready to go, no problem. And this year, 0 for 6 now. So that's tough. That is tough. Yeah.
You just gotta go and get inside of 50-yard plus territory. So more going for it on 4th down. If you get into the playoffs and you need a critical drive, you gotta just get a little bit more yardage. Maybe play a little bit more aggressive as well whenever you're holding the football.
Yeah, 100%. You need to use the restroom, or do you want me?
You're good.
Who gets the halftime bathroom break first?
Yeah, if you need it, you're good.
I will be right back.
All right. Let's see here. 21-14. Appreciate you guys. As always, hit the like button. We're almost up to 1,500. We have 1,454. Trenton with the 2. Appreciate that, dude. Said, I don't know if we win if we have to score. Oh, in today's game, 14 plus more. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's a fair question, comment, concern. But like, where's the confidence level in the defense? The defense is getting turnovers and takeaways. And quite honestly, if you say like, yes, they've given up 14, but it's kind of more like 7. I mean, the turnover from Pickett really shortened field, and then Washington goes and scores. I know I know it still counts against the defense, but it's like, they didn't go the full length of the field. So if Pickett does not turn the ball over, if the offense does all right, I mean, this defense hasn't allowed 20 points since the bye week. Now we are getting close to that. You just need one score. Jorge thinks we can get 14 more. JM defense doesn't score, though. That's true, but they're not allowing the scoring. I think if you get one more touch, like 28, if the Eagles score 28, the Eagles defense, even though it might be close, it might be a nail biter, I think the Eagles defense can limit to under 14 in the second half. Call me crazy. It's the number 1 defense in the league for a reason. I mean, good gosh. Bob Paul says, what? Here's a 2. Hate Washington since they stole Sonny Jerkinson from us. Christian with a 10. So I hope people see how this team plays without Ertz. P.S. Jake Elliott, you're trash. Okay, well, there we go. There's a lot of the continued hate for Jake. Nate with another 5 bomb. Tucker has missed 10 field goals. Just saying. We're good. LOL. Elliott is having a down year. The first of his career, really. Defense is playing really good. I mean, I'll say again, I believe that Jake Elliott would be okay if we're kicking from 40, but it's once we start getting to from 50, does that come back to bite you, especially playing like really good teams in the playoffs, a super close game? Craig saying, let Pickett warm up. Let him get going. Kyra, I missed Carson Wentz low-key. Man, I wasn't sure if we'd see a Wentz comment. It usually comes up every once in a while when we talk about backup quarterbacks, though, but or at least not having Jalen out there. But Matthew, that was a weird half. It was a very weird half. I did not have it on my card or prediction at all to have the Eagles and Commanders game as one of the highest scoring in the first half, but here we are. Turnovers. What was that? 3 turnovers for the Commanders, 1 for the Eagles. 263 total yards of offense for Philly in the first half. Granted, 168 was on the ground. It's a lot of the penalties. I mean, if we take a look at the penalty count, you got 8 penalties for 71 yards on the Eagles. Meanwhile, the Commanders have 2 penalties for 10 yards. That feels pretty fair. Feels pretty accurate. Not like there's one side favored over the other. Go Birds, so many injuries. Yeah, we've had a lot of injuries. Hopefully some of the guys are good. Obviously, as well, Jalen Hurts out with a concussion. I haven't seen Jordan Davis, if someone has. Let's see. Trying to double check on Jordan Davis. Frank, hang on, I'm just seeing this. Who said we're going to win a Super Bowl with Kenny Pickett? We're not playing with Kenny Pickett. Jalen Hurts just had the concussion. We're fine. We're all good. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything official on Jordan Davis. Just the questionable, the return, but I mean, that didn't look good with the knee injury. Same for Josh Sweat, questionable. Jorge with a 2. Kenny needs to get in the groove fast. That would be nice. Made a couple. Nate, is Davis officially out? I mean, I assume that he's out. I just didn't see a tweet or an update on that. Let's see. Was it the Eagles that posted that? Let's see. Yeah, Josh Sweat, questionable, as I said. Will Shipley with a concussion is out. Jalen Hurts concussion out. And yeah, no official update on JD. At least from what I'm seeing. I'm double checking it about everywhere that I could. All right. Nate with another 2. Gotta ask, are we sure everyone here is a fan? We got some criticism, some anxiety, some all over the place, but I get it. It ebbs and flows. I think that it's also understandable too, and I'll just say this, like in the game, in the heat of the moment, I can definitely get emotional and carried away. So like an immediate take during the game is not necessarily a coherent, logical one, like 4 hours later or certainly the next day. But it's a fair question, I guess. You know, you see some of the comments out there. Jorge Phillies with a -6.5 live odds. Okay. Samantha, see that comment. Thank you. That means a lot. Appreciate all you guys, really. We hit over 90,000 subscribers a couple days ago. Absolute insanity. So Michael won one of the helmets. Going to be giving another one away very soon, as well as if Quinyon gets a pick. I mean, we're on our way, but the Eagles need to win. Quinyon Mitchell get an interception, and then all of a sudden we'll be giving that away at the end of the stream. So stay tuned.
Sorry, I'm back.
Oh, you're good. All good. We're just running through, understandably, emotional in a game of 24-14, and you're on your backup quarterback. You have these injuries, and then somebody was like, "Are we all fans in this chat?" It feels like we got a lot of Debbie Downers and some like hypercritical people, but it's fair in a game like this with some adversity. I was saying too, like how many people are logical during a game versus like 4 hours later, right? Or the next day. Then you're like, okay, I can put my thoughts together. I can take a deep breath. But in the heat of the moment, sometimes it's like, what's going on? You got to be kidding me, because you just get so worked up. But
I know. And I mean, I think that they played well. I mean, 8 penalties for 71 yards doesn't help. That's definitely one thing. And I think a couple of big plays have been the difference in terms of the Washington Commanders. But overall, take the Pickett pick away, and they've been pretty good, honestly. I think even with Kenny Pickett, the offense has moved the ball pretty well, converted on that final 4th and 4. You like seeing that. I don't think it's been as bad as people have said. I mean, you're still up 2 at halftime, which Philadelphia last time they played was not the case.
Yeah, it's a like you say, yes, much different from what we saw previously. Chris with a 5, 49-17 Eagles win, says you can take that to the bank. Bonus prediction, defensive score. So
okay,
if we get 49-17,
really hope you're right.
What is that? 28-3 in the second half here. Please, we'll all sign up for that. Someone was also asking, no, you do not need to comment for the giveaway of the helmet or anything like that. So we appreciate you guys, but just the sub and also for the Q, just need an interception from him. But we shall see. I'm gonna run real quick and then I'll be back right before half. So here we go.
Yep. Go for it as they have come back and are getting ready to kick this next one. It's gonna be happening here pretty darn soon. So we'll see what's going on with Kenny Gainwell. Going to be returning this one as well, so that's pretty cool. So we'll see if he can maybe get a return. That'd be fun, right? As the kick is officially underway for the third quarter, Gonzalez kicks this one angle to the right, returnable for Gainwell at the 10. Gainwell to 15, 20, 25, and spins into a tackle. Yikes, at the 25-yard line. So not good there, bummer, but it happens. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Kenny Pickett-led offensive attack here in the third quarter. We'll see if Josh makes it back in time for the call, or else I will be taking the third quarter. We always switch. We alternate quarters here for those who have not been watching. Just joining us, Jalen Hurts out with a concussion. really didn't seem that bad. I thought he was going to come back in the game. He did not. He has been out ever since, and we've had Kenny Pickett basically for a quarter and about a quarter now, as he will start the third quarter now, 25-yard line. 8 of 11, 84 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 bad pick. From the pistol, Barkley behind him. Pickett takes the snap, give Barkley up the middle. He's going to spin into a tackle for a gain of 2 or 3. No running threat, really, for Kenny Pickett. I know he ran a decent amount at Pittsburgh, but overall, not a lot of read option left for the Philadelphia Eagles the rest of the way. Saquon's going to have to do it himself. He did it a lot early, but has been really slowed down ever since Pickett came in at quarterback following that 68-yarder. So we'll see if they can get Barkley going over 100 already in the day, but not much sense. 2nd and 8 officially. Opening drive, the third quarter for the Birds. White jerseys, black pants, black socks, and midnight green helmets. Pickett in the gun. Takes a snap, play fake. 4-man pressure, pump fakes. He's going to roll to the right, steps up, throws, home run ball. Double covers to A.J. Brown, incomplete, but a flag. And they're going to get Marshon Lattimore with a pass interference. That's going to be a 60-yard penalty on the Washington Commanders. Yep, and he's got Jalen Hurts' arm. He's got A.J. Brown's arm. Yeah, that was very obviously pass interference. Wow. All right, it's a 60-yard pass interference if they officially call it. Waiting on the play here, Josh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're trying to get A.J. Brown a double move, and he's open, and then Lattimore is just draped all over him and yanking down that left arm. That's very clearly pass interference. Spot of the foul, first down. Let me know where you're at, Josh. I had to reset. I'm probably ahead. But I'm getting to the slow-mo close-up here of the arm grab, and now A.J. in Lattimore's face. Gotta like that.
Seeing the slow-mo of it. We will take that as we're back. Let me get this scoreboard real quickly.
If you need me to do this one, let me know once they're lining up.
Okay. I'm still seeing the replay, so I'm probably, like you said,
I'm going to pause
good bit behind.
Let me know when you got A.J. Brown close-up of him out wide.
All right, still replay. Here we go. Now I'm seeing the play. Or the fellows back lined up. Getting a play clock now. 23, 22, 21. There's a handoff, Saquon Barkley, left side on first down, and going to be met almost immediately. Gain of 1.
Jeez, that's not a late hit on Saquon Barkley?
Good
Jeez, they
gosh.
kept going after the whistle. Wow. Yeah, it's been quiet for Saquon, that's for sure. Cleveland Farrell there on the tackle. They have just really been crowding this line of scrimmage, Josh. It's going to be a lot of one-on-ones on the outside, and Pickett's got to take advantage of it. 2nd and 8.
All right, ball on the 34-yard line. Pickett in the gun, takes the snap, blitz is coming, has a little time. Right side, going to take a shot for A.J. Brown and overthrows it. There's another flag, though. We might get another flag here.
Wow, is that really it? Lattimore fell down. AJ's letting him hear it.
Looked like.
Wow. Yeah, I got to see what if they're going to get Lattimore. It can't be on A.J. Brown, right? Let's see.
He's kind of grabbing his arm before.
I guess before. Maybe illegal contact. I don't know about it.
Yeah, I mean, you see a little bit of a grab and a pull. I know he falls down, but.
Look at AJ. Look at AJ. He's letting them know. Wow, I didn't hear the call. Is that officially pass interference?
I believe it was illegal contact, wasn't it?
Okay. Yeah, that would make more sense. Yeah, it's illegal contact. Well, no, where is this football? No, that's pass interference.
I guess
Look,
it's pass
the ball's
interference.
all the way up at the 10. Jeez.
Okay, well, you know what? Even things out. Some of the calls previously.
We'll take it. Ball at the 11.
Okay. See what Kenny Pickett does. Handoff Saquon right side. Has a blocker, fullback, and up to about the 5-yard line. It'll be a 2nd and 4.
Commander went flying out of bounds and hit the cart. His foot is stuck. Oh, my gosh. Who is that? It's Luvu. No, it's not. It's Wagner. Wagner went over the trolley for the camera guy. He gets up and he's fine, but he was kind of stuck there. That was Kerry Blasingame, the fullback, elevated for the 3rd and final time from the practice squad this week. Josh, number 48, lead blocking there. Pretty good job. 6-yard gain out of bounds for Saquon. 2nd and 4. Ball at the 6.5-yard line.
There we go. A man who blocked for 2,000-yard rusher Derrick Henry and could be blocking, as we're incredibly close, to Saquon Barkley, 2,000-yard rusher. So we'll take that. Back out of the game, though. 2nd and 4. Kenny Pickett in the gun. Ball on the 5-yard line. Takes the snap. Another handoff. Barkley right side. Cuts up the middle. And going to be tackled there at the 4-yard line. So now it's going to be a 3rd and about 2.
Yeah, they can still get a first down about the 2.5, 3-yard line. Pickett's going to have one-on-one with A.J. Brown. He had it there again. They're loading this box to try to go to Saquon Barkley. Obviously, 2 throws, 2 turnovers, or 2 penalties on the A.J. Brown passes on this drive. But if he wants anything one-on-one down here, they already hit on a touchdown on that opening drive. But now maybe they could do it again. Let's see what they want to do. 3rd and 3.
Let's start it out with a bang. Come on. This time we got a little wildcat action here. Saquon, as the only guy back there, is going to take the snap, direct snap, going to go right side. Will he throw it? He fakes, and then he's going to go down at the 5-yard line. Little potential trickery, but 4th down.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that. You're trying to get an MVP-type play as Saquon was going to throw this, and they were trying to get DeVonta Smith on an out route. He needs to throw that right there. You might have a chance.
Oh, he kind of,
but he decides not to, and then safely tucks it down for a loss of a couple yards. He's got to throw that quick, but obviously Saquon's not a quarterback, so Jeremy Chinn in good coverage.
Difficult. You got to get rid of it, as you say, quickly. I wouldn't have mind just a direct snap wildcat, just run, just take off up the middle, but I don't know, 24-yard attempt for Jake Elliott here to make it a extend the lead by or to 10. There's the kick, and it is good. So
there you go.
We don't want the 50-yarders, but there you go. You make the chip shots. A little confidence builder.
All right. Got to like that. Yeah, that at least makes it a double-digit lead. 2 penalties really help out on that one. That's for sure.
No doubt. We get to the super chats that I missed while I was leaving. Nate with a 2. Nate, I appreciate that. I don't appreciate the comment. It says Josh left like he's fighting Taco Bell. No, sir. I was trying to get back, which I did not make it. I knew that the half was going to start pretty soon. Otherwise, I would still not be back. Let's just say that. We all know. We've all been fighting Taco Bell. John with the 5 says, hey, I think Eagles will be fine. Kenny Pickett can be worse than Cooper Rush and Daniel Jones, so the Birds will be fine. Okay.
Speaking of being fine, looks like the Lions are going to be fine. A Sam Laporta touchdown pass, and that is going to be a 34-14 lead, I think. So they are absolutely rolling the Chicago Bears. So,
Yikes. Yeah, it's a dominant game. Okay. Well, Jonathan Taylor, by the way, just for record watching and everything else, Jonathan Taylor, 20 carries, 202 yards, and 2 touchdowns today.
Holy cow.
Still 7 minutes remaining in the third quarter. So,
jeez.
Strange days. Every once in a while, you have a team that breaks a record or an individual. It could be one of those days for a rushing record. Keep an eye there.
Could definitely happen as we're still in commercial break. Got to see what the defense is going to look like for the Eagles here in the second half. What kind of adjustments are they going to have?
Yep. We'll see Shane with the 1. Appreciate that. I didn't see a comment, but appreciate the support. Nate also with 2 more, saying AJ about to baptize Lattimore. Well, he's done it between a couple of the routes that he's run and the penalties that he's drawn, but just keep it up. Keep going.
Yep, I agree. Yeah, I would keep throwing his way. I mean, geez, Lattimore's been in good coverage, but you can only stop 11 so many times. And the first penalty was for sure a pass interference. The second one was a little shaky there, but still, they are working on him a lot.
All right, just getting back now from the commercial break.
Yep.
About to get the kickoff here. Let's get the Commanders logo set back up. I assume we'll go that direction. A couple more super chats also. Miguel with the 5 says, guy on the right, which would be you, Thomas, looks like Ben Shapiro went from politics to an Eagles analyst.
I've never gotten look. I've gotten heard, or sounds like. I've never gotten look, though.
There you go.
But I guess I appreciate it. Thank you.
I mean, I'd say as far as well recognition and everything else.
There you go.
Appreciate the support nonetheless. The kickoff is short, caught at the 15, going to be returned again. Rodriguez this time up to the 34-yard line. 37-yard line, I think. Another good return.
Yeah, there's got to be some swirling winds down there. A lot of these kickoffs are not going out the back of the end zone, and Braden Mann is not one to try to, get it close and then let his guys run down there and get a stop, and so we'll keep an eye on it. This defense, 3 turnovers, Josh, 2 fumbles and a pick on that previous drive, or the final drive of the first half. for the Commanders. See what they got here. They have a 4-turnover day. There's a lot of time left.
Yep, see what they can do. Shane, I'll get to the 5 super chat here in a second. I do see it. Jayden Daniels, going to be fake handoff, fake reversed, and just throws it into the turf. That was a trick play setup, but Jalen Carter had blown it up from the start.
Yeah, they were trying to go for essentially a double fake. They're trying to do a fake handoff and then a fake toss, and then they throw the screen back around the other side, and Jalen Carter did not listen, and so obviously blows it up there. And, boy, the Detroit play was a fake slip by Jared Goff. He faked and pretended like he fell, caught himself, and then threw a touchdown pass. So Lions are doing whatever they want, up 34-10. 2nd and 10 here.
The trickery is ridiculous. This time, screen pass right side. Fumble the football! Nolan Smith started to be on it. I think he got it. Did he get it? It's going to be a second fumble recovery for Nolan Smith if he got it. I think that he's on it.
Yeah, Nolan's got it. The question is going to be, is this a catch and then a forced fumble by Zack Baun on De'Ami Brown? This is running a little tunnel screen here. Let's see. Catch.
This is definitely a catch here. He's taken
2. Yeah, that's a fumble.
Easily.
That's another
Let's
fumble, and that's turnover number 4. It went right into the hands of Nolan Smith. Wow,
oh, my
how
gosh.
about that?
It's this
No
defense.
way.
It is this defense. Zack Baun.
He definitely has it. Yeah, he's got 3 steps, and then Baun comes and hits him. He's running forward with this football, tucked in his upper arm, and then in comes Baun. Another forced fumble for maybe the best linebacker in the entire National Football League. Holy cow, there's a penalty.
How good is
after
Zack
the
Baun?
play. Yeah, I wonder if Jalen Carter might have been running his mouth a little bit here. Let's see if the penalty's on him. It's going to be Eagle ball. This is definitely going to be Eagle ball.
You start to think that it's Jalen Carter, sadly sometimes, but you start to think it's Jalen Carter every time we get this after the play penalty.
Wow. They're going to go to commercial break, but this is going to be confirmed. This is definitely going to be confirmed. 4 turnovers, 3 fumbles, all forced too. Not like they're dropping it. These are forced fumbles by this Eagle defense. Holy cow, this has been fun.
Exactly what you need. Shane with a 5 earlier was saying without the Ertz threat, they will load up the box against Saquon, beat them with 6 to open things up for 26. So, yeah, beat them with Smitty. Would definitely be good.
It's been the case, that's for sure. That has been the case. Wow. Oh, man. All right, well, let's see officially where they're going to mark it after the penalty, if the penalty is actually on the Eagles. We don't know yet. They didn't give us any sort of indication, but I think that it is.
Yeah,
still in commercial break
here in a second. Nolan, corner, you're right. Nolan with 2 fumbles recovered and should be a sack, but unfortunately they didn't give him the sack.
No, actually they did. I saw
did they?
on my they did give him the sack.
Oh, let's go. Okay, I'm seeing it also.
Yep.
Yeah, I went back to the box score.
Yep.
Okay.
They did.
I was going to say that was total robbery if they didn't give it to him. So
Pretty crazy. I know.
We will take it.
Pretty crazy.
Nate with another 2 says extend Baun yesterday. Come on, Howie.
For real.
It's
for
we
real.
should just like post that as like the just constant comment, never leaving, because every single game, every single week, it's the consistent theme. He just gets pricier. I mean, that's really what it is.
Yeah,
the stock
it keeps
is
going
increasing.
up. What is that? 3 or 4 forced fumbles on the season, I think. I mean, you
Yeah, I
think
think
back
it's
to
4.
the Bengal one, and then that one. I think he had a combo in the Cowboy game. Maybe it's been a lot. It's been a lot. Zack Baun, man, holy cow,
unreal. Jason with a 2 said saw someone call him Project Bald Eagle. Love it.
Whoa! Gardner Johnson has been ejected for his second unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. And did they get Jalen Carter too? I think that they just got Gardner Johnson. I think he's out.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Yeah, officially.
Huh. Yes, Zach Berman, C.J. Gardner-Johnson raised both middle fingers to the Washington crowd on his way to the locker room.
Okay, there you go. Give him a little double bird salute, huh? Wow.
Oh, man.
Yeah, as he says, what did I do, though? But yeah, two unsportsmanlike penalties is an instant ejection. Question, the fumble has been confirmed, by the way. But we got to see what Gardner Johnson did. So Gardner Johnson, they don't have a look at it. He's shocked right now on the sideline. Yeah, what What did he do?
That does not make any sense. I don't know. Couldn't tell.
Words.
They weren't showing
I think words. So two penalties on him for just words.
Crazy. Pickett now drops back. Strip sack. Ball's loose.
I think Lane Johnson got it back.
I think Lane Johnson's, Washington's saying they have it, but
I thought Lane was right there. C.J. Uzomah had a chance, too. Cleveland Farrell had the strip sack. Second down. Still Birds football. Yep, Lane has it. Yeah, that was – they were trying to take another shot there, Josh.
Yep.
I think – I saw an Anthony DeBona tweet it says Calcaterra and Uzomah are trying to double Cleveland Farrell, and that did not work as he was going to come back and hit A.J. Brown on the deep out. But, yeah, that's a fumble. Yep.
Man.
Yikes.
Fortunate you don't lose it there, I guess, but.
Mm-hmm. Fortunate you didn't get hurt either. His Bird offense without Jalen Hurts is definitely not been as good. I think anyone who wants to criticize Jalen Hurts, you're going to get a full 3 quarters of seeing what the offense looks like without him, and it's definitely not as good.
Yeah, 2nd and 18. Here's a carry to Kenny Gainwell, and he'll get about a yard. So 3rd and 17 coming up now, which means, you're probably going to get super conservative here at this point.
There's Pickett flexing that right arm. Okay, well, 3rd and 16. Pickett's going to stay in. Obviously, Tanner McKee would be your 3rd stringer. There he is on the sideline with his little clipboard doing his backup quarterback duties. But, yeah, literally it's been the one Saquon run for 68. That was really the only offense they've had. And then the 2 penalties in that previous drive to get a field goal. But they have not done much without Jalen Hurts.
This time going to be a handoff Saquon right side, and he's met almost immediately. There's a flag coming in late.
I think it's a face mask.
Yeah, it is.
This
it's gonna
might
be
a face mask on Frankie Louvu. I think they did.
That's going to be so fortunate there.
No, it's Jerron Payne, and yes, it is. A very obvious face mask. Yep, 1st down. Wow, penalties really flipped over to our side this time, huh?
Okay. That's a freebie because that was going to be an automatic punt there. That's a conservative play call. Run the football. Don't do anything crazy.
Yeah,
see how Kenny Pickett is, though. He keeps shaking his arm.
Yeah. Are they going to let him throw? Would be the question. Yeah.
Right,
if
so
I'm the Commanders. Go ahead.
I was going to say this will put it about at midfield, maybe a little bit past into Commander territory now.
Yeah, I'm expecting run if I'm the Commander defense right now. I would be very surprised if they don't hand it to Saquon. 18 carries, 134 yards on the ground right now. He's averaging 7.5, but mainly because of a couple of big ones. Most of his runs have gone for less than 4.
Ball
48-yard line.
Washington, yep. Handoff here. Saquon spins in the backfield, but going to be a loss. And a late, it seems like these are late hits where Saquon's already down, and they're just driving him to the ground, but
yeah,
I don't know.
It's going to be an ice bath game for Saquon Barkley. He's taking a lot of hits in the backfield here. They're trying to run it in a 7-man box. And again, Calcaterra with another miss. There are things about Dallas Goedert. He gets hurt a lot, but you do miss his blocking ability. He is a really good run blocker. Calcaterra, not so much. He's improved this year with how much he's played, but not been that great. You're in a very obvious passing down here, Josh. Let's see what they do with Pickett.
Yep. Ball at the 50-yard line. See if Pickett can throw. Motions John Dotson left. Takes a snap. Blitz is coming. Has some time. Was picked up nicely. Left side. Complete 1st down. Great throw to DeVonta Smith. And I think that answers the question of, is the arm okay? Big 1st down.
Yeah, Smitty, we haven't talked a lot about him today. Not a lot of big gainers, but a lot of 1st down gainers. This one good for 12.5. A simple stop route there right across the 37-yard line and fights for those extra yards. And yeah, you mentioned it, Josh. This is a long throw to the left side. Officially for 12 yards, but that's in the air for 20, and it's good to go. He's going to throw again.
Kenny has all day to throw. Buying time. Now rolling right. A.J. Brown slips, and Pickett's just going to duck out of bounds about at the line of scrimmage, so brings up a 2nd down.
It's another shot play. I think they're trying to get either Dotson or Smitty on a deep ball here, and Pickett kind of clutched it. He thought about going deep, decided not to. So officially a gain of a yard, not a sack, 2nd down and 9. Pickett's 9 for 12 for 97 yards. He's been efficient when these let him throw. That one pick is the one blemish, but hasn't connected on anything crazy since that one deep ball to AJ.
Kenny out the line, 2nd and 9, 13 on the play clock, 7:30 to play in the 3rd quarter. Now changing the signal with the team, trips left, takes the snap. Barkley tripped up in the backfield and brought down for no gain.
Yeah, Barkley was trying to get across. I think it was Wagner who came in, clipped him below the legs. I think Pickett checked into that run. He saw a light box for me the first time all game long. They have had 6 to 7 people ready to go for Saquon Barkley, and a good play there by Bobby Wagner. Only a gain of, actually didn't gain anything. It'd be 3rd and 9. Ball's at the, 20 or 36-yard line?
I believe so.
And, yeah, I don't know if you're in range yet. Barkley will take a break.
Kenny Pickett, blitz is coming. Going to have to get it away quick over the middle. A.J. Brown, there's contact and a flag. There we go. Another one.
Yeah. Marshon Lattimore he's getting cooked today, Josh. This is a slant route at the top of the formation, and Lattimore is holding on for dear life, tackles A.J. Brown at the line again. That's going to be another automatic first down. That's pass interference number 4.
You just can't stop it. I mean, you're right. The ball is intended for A.J., but it's about 3-4 yards from him, and Marshon Lattimore is just going ahead and bringing him down.
Yeah, and Lattimore's lucky that that's only the loss there of 10 yards, because if A.J. catches this, he's got nobody behind him. I mean, this is a slant and maybe a touchdown if Lattimore can't hang on for dear life. And so I think 23 realized that and decided to commit a 10-yard penalty versus giving up maybe a 40-yard touchdown. Look at A.J. He keeps pointing him out.
Oh, yeah.
He knows.
Every single time. Keith, appreciate the 10 bomb. Said Eagles win for my guys, Kayla and I believe Anaya. Hopefully I said that right. Said bring it home, boys. Go Birds. Go Birds, baby. See if Kenny Pickett can do something here. This time they're going to be handoff Saquon again, trying to make people miss. And, man, the last 2 to 3 runs have been hit behind the line of scrimmage and just swarm tackle. Nowhere to go. Yeah,
since that 69-yard or 68-yard rushing touchdown, Josh, he has averaged 1.7 yards per carry. It has been... nowhere to go. We were hoping for maybe a 200-yard day. He's over 130, but not much after that. So, yikes. It has been rough sledding. Couple of NFL scores here. Falcons 31-7 over the Giants, desperate for that number 1 overall draft pick. Lions 34, Bears 17, and looking for more. Bengals 17, Browns 6. Colts 38-15 over the Titans.
A lot of big-time scores there. This is 2nd 11, though, now here for Pickett. Going to take off and run up the middle, has some space, slides down at the 25-yard line.
We talked about the legs at Pittsburgh. Didn't use them a lot so far, at least in the preseason and in this game. That's his first official run there, but a nice gainer for a gain of about 4. And be 3rd down and 7, but good movement there from Kenny Pickett, as most quarterbacks that come to the league these days, Josh, whether they're pocket passers or not, still have the ability to tuck it and run.
Yes. Good to go. A little shorter 3rd down here. Still 3rd and 7. Shane with the 2. Appreciate that. Said finally to number 6. That was earlier, but yes, finally hit Smitty. Maybe could get him on this side. Jason, I see your 5. What happened to Ertz? Ertz out with a concussion, driven into the ground. The big 3rd down here, though. 4-man pressure. Pickett takes the snap, looking left, now over the middle. Going to think about running, going to complete it, and there you go. DeVonta Smith again, finally 6. It's 1st down.
Yeah, DeVonta Smith has been really, really good on 3rd down today. That's, I think, his 4th or 5th 3rd down conversion. And this is just great blocking up front, one-on-ones across the board for the offensive line, and Pickett climbs this pocket and finds just sitting in the zone about the 15-yard line to DeVonta Smith for a 1st down. Good play here.
Such a good look away also. You see that play that Kenny Pickett moves the linebacker, then finds Smitty. Now another run for Saquon, and man, just nowhere to go. A yard, maybe 2 yards.
Yeah, we're actually at the point where we're lucky that he got those big hitters early to keep the record chase alive, right? If this would have been as he's run in the second half, he would not have been close to 100 yards on the day. Thankfully, hit on those ones early to get him over 130, but it's been tough sledding up there. They have been selling out to stop the run. I think you're going to see a Kenny Pickett pass multiple times here, getting close to maybe 1st and goal, or 2nd and 8, sorry.
Here we go, 2nd and 8, 4 minutes to play in the 3rd quarter. 7 on the play clock. Now you got 4 on the play clock. Smitty in motion to the left. Pickett in the gun, takes the snap, fake handoff to Barkley, looking over the middle, a strike, and A.J. Brown takes a shot at the end there, incomplete, brings up 3rd down.
Yeah, this is maybe not the one you want to throw, right? You got a safety lurking over the middle here, and he's obviously working on Marshon Lattimore, tried to get him on the slant, and Pickett tries to throw this on a rope. Boy, you could have had pass interference there too, and a pretty high shot there from the safety, Martin. A.J. was looking for the flag as Pickett launched that as he got hit. Lucky nobody got hurt there, but that was
clearly that's a helmet to helmet.
Head-to-head hit. Back judge was looking right at it, didn't throw it. Boy, they've been all over the place on penalties today.
They've called some of them, but yeah, they've missed some blatant, egregious ones. Now there's 2 on the play clock, and Pickett's going to have to call timeout.
Yeah. Yeah, it was showing blitz there, and Pickett was trying to direct traffic up front and ran out of time. 3rd and 8, though. At least they're in field goal range, right? It's 24-14. This drive has been 13 plays, taking a lot of time off the clock. You'll at least be up 13 points at worst if you kick a field goal here.
Yeah, not the worst. You'd love to get a touchdown, obviously, but see what they could do.
All right,
completely different game from the first time. It's 10-6 was the score going into the fourth quarter in Philly.
Very different.
21-14 at half. It slowed down. I mean, there's 3 minutes 53 to play in the third quarter and only 3 points scored so far. But see what you do. What do you dial up on a 3rd and 8 from the 11-yard line? Kenny Pickett in the gun, Barkley to his right. Commanders showing blitz. They will bring a blitz. No one blocking, and there's a sack. Kenny Pickett, nowhere to go.
Yeah, I got to see what happened with protection here. I don't know if they slid the wrong way or Pickett moved them the wrong way, but nobody took up the right defensive end, and that's going to be a big loss and another field goal.
Yeah, there's just no... Yeah, just no one accounted for. I mean, got to get rid of it quicker, I suppose, but the way that Pickett was looking was almost like he assumed that, I don't know if Saquon was supposed, or he thought Saquon was supposed to stay in there to block or what, but he's looking for a long time to the left. Now this snap, 40-yard field goal attempt is up from Jake Elliott, and it is good. There you go.
Good. All right, all good. Not a problem. 27-14. Boy, it hasn't felt like it's been 27-14. I don't know. I mean, with how bad the offense is, not really bad, but how much they've struggled to put up points here in the second half and in that second quarter, it's impressive how 27-14, feeling good.
Yeah. Defense keeps making plays, turnovers. The fact that they're doing what they're doing, even with Washington occasionally moving the football, those turnovers have made it where it's like, oh, great. Hey, just go ahead, no points, give the ball back to the offense. Bob Paul with the 2 says, go Birds. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Paul.
Appreciate that.
Heck yeah. Garrett Middleton also with another 5 says, this game has been such a roller coaster.
It really has been.
Of emotions, but roller coaster emotions, yes.
Big time. Yeah, it's definitely been. It's been crazy. Yeah, George says the Eagles are moving the football. They are moving the football. It just hasn't felt as dominant, I think, as the score basically says right now. That's probably my one argument there.
That's fair. Offensively, yeah, it's been a little different. Man, just looking around the league, just little scores, box scores, everything else. People want to criticize some quarterback play at times. Put Matt Stafford up there as one of the top guys, and you can have some off games, but the last time they were playing the Rams and Niners, no touchdown scored, not a whole lot of offense. We're able to get a little bit of something going late, but not still anything. And then today, Matt Stafford 11 for 16 for 75 yards and 1 touchdown, 1 interception, 8 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. But oh no, if Jalen Hurts were to do that.
No. Yeah, and you mentioned all these games happening right now. Not a lot of close ones, right? They're all double-digit leads except for the Panthers. They're up 23 to 20.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I guess this is the time of the year, though. You start seeing those, strange, either blowouts or just kind of unexpected from teams that, do they have anything to play for?
Yeah. Giants, for instance, they definitely want to lose. Definitely want to lose.
Nate with a 2, thank you for that. Says, fam, we up 10 with a first-ranked defense. Stop panicking.
13 now.
Now we're 13
now.
Yep.
Yeah. No, I don't think anyone's panicking. Just, credit to the Commanders for at least putting up a fight in this football game. Mm-hmm. Although it's still 27-14. So how about a 5th turnover, Josh? No Gardner Johnson, right? So that's interesting. Your super column will be in there. Obviously, Sidney Brown is the Reed replacement, I believe. I think I have those correct. But Here comes the kick return from McCaffrey. Another short kick.
Yeah, good return as well. Pushing forward to 37, 38-yard line. I mean, it feels like the average possession or start is like at the 30, 35 plus, 37.
They're showing the fumbles right now. We'll see if they get another one.
Be nice. You might as well get 5. They say turnovers come in bunches, and it's definitely been the case now. Maybe get a sack, too.
That'd be nice.
Let's get one of those.
Yeah, it is McCollum and Blankenship are going to be your 2 safeties. 15 penalties between both teams for over 170 yards. That's crazy.
All right. 1st and 10 officially at the 39 for the Commanders. 10 on the play clock, 3:04 in the third quarter. And maybe a fake handoff here. Jayden Daniels will keep it and run left side, has a little bit of space, and then Cooper DeJean and McCollum will bring him down at about the 44-yard line.
It's crazy how little we've mentioned Cooper DeJean the past few weeks. We never talk about Quinyon Mitchell. They never throw his way. Gave up the touchdown earlier in this game, but really, 1-2 passes to Q's way? They've not even thrown to DeJean's way, and he's not really been around the football when all these runs have happened because they've stopped him all behind the line.
Yeah, it's been really good. Jayden Daniels now pressure here, going to throw incomplete. Had to get it away as Jalen Carter was bearing down on him. Brings up a 3rd and 4.
And Milton Williams there. That was... Jeez, Jalen Carter wanted a hold, too, because he got through the Commander offensive line very quickly here. Jayden Daniels had no choice but to chuck that into the ground as quickly as possible. Carter's actually being doubled as well, and he goes right through the double team, and there's Milton Williams on the other side. Boy, Howie's going to have a really hard time to kind of also sign Milton Williams this offseason, but he desperately needs to. He's been great.
Good 1-2 punch there. This time handoff. Rodriguez, or McNichols, and stumbles with a spin move up to the first down marker, brings up a new set of downs.
Yeah, he got hit immediately by Nolan Smith and then still pinballed his way for a first down. That was pretty crazy. I can't believe he got that first down. They're going to go hurry up, though.
Ball to 50. Jayden Daniels snap right side, complete. This time Zacchaeus and pushed out of bounds by Slay. A gain of about 9 yards.
Yeah, I think they're not going to huddle, right? I mean, 2 minutes to go in the third quarter, at least a 2-possession game, depending on if you kick touchdowns or field goals. They need as many points off these final couple of possessions as possible, and they're going to try to milk as much clock or save as much clock as possible. They're going quick.
Jayden Daniels now takes the snap. Delayed blitz is coming. It's a screen pass to McNichols, and that is eaten alive there by Zack Baun and Nakobe Dean. 2nd down.
Zack Baun doesn't just tackle well, Josh. He punishes you whenever you get hit. And obviously, the forced fumble is a good example of that. But goodness gracious, 53. I think it's the edge rusher in him. I think it's just a little bit bigger, and the ability to just put his shoulder pads into the chest of these running backs and just blow them off their legs is pretty incredible.
Yeah, they've been the 1-2 punch there. Speaking of Milton Williams and Jalen Carter, Zack Baun and Nakobe Dean. 2nd 11, 5 on the play clock. Jayden Daniels taking a snap. Another delayed blitz is coming. This time it throws right side to Zacchaeus, and this is just swarming to the football. Jalix Hunt, Darius Slay, bring him down 3rd and 11.
Yeah, there's no vertical passing game in the second half of the Washington Commanders. I mean, everything is dink and dunk or a screen pass. This is just another little bubble screen to the wide receiver, and no one's biting on it. Not even close. As we get a little shot of Vic Fangio up in his little perch up there. He doesn't like the cameras in his face. This is the only look we've had so far. But probably the final snap of the third quarter here is a 3rd and 11 from the Bird 41.
All right, big 3rd down. See if they can get a stop. Another motion. Jamison Crowder to the right. Takes the snap. Has some time. Jayden Daniels surveying. Looking over the middle. Takes a shot. Ricochets up in the air and incomplete. That was dangerous there. It'd be 4th down, but man, so close.
Man, I think Cooper DeJean was the first guy that was closest to maybe getting a hand on this. That reminded me, Josh, of the divisional round game in 2017 against the Falcons, where you had that ball go off the knee of Torrey Smith that was then ricocheted and caught for a first down. This one ricochets off the helmet of Quinyon Mitchell and goes flying back 15 yards. Shocked there wasn't an eagle to get there, but Daniels in the offense, 4th and 11, they're going to go for it, Josh, down 13.
Yeah, I figure you have to at this point, the way your defense is played, and 2 possessions. Jayden Daniels takes the snap, 4th and 11. Nolan Smith coming around the edge. Jayden Daniels going to take off and try to run for it. He's going to be making the first couple-man miss all the way up to the 20, still alive, the 15, and finally brought down at the 11 by Reed Blankenship.
Wow, there were 2 Eagles that would have had him dead to rights, short of the line of gain. I don't know if they hit each other, if they just missed. There was a lot of missed tackles there. And there is the Heisman Trophy winner's running ability. Yeah, it was C.J. McCollum, or Christian McCollum, excuse me, kind of ran into his own guy, and then Blankenship had to clean it up. That's a big gainer on 4th and 11. The number 1 4th down converting team in the league, Josh, the Washington Commanders. And that's one gets them into 1st and goal territory, at least 1st and 10 territory, the end of the quarter at the Eagle 11-yard line. It's gonna be interesting 4th quarter, Josh. Buckle up.
So crazy too. Like, and I know that you don't want to hit the quarterback, so there's a lot of like, letting up, and you don't want to go to it.
Yep.
But the fake slide, or the ability to even just kind of maybe consider like, okay, let's not get a 15-yard penalty, especially with a quarterback like a Jayden Daniels. It appeared like, both guys kind of let up last minute there, but just able to run all the way down to 12-yard line, something like that. Pappy with a 5 says Ertz not being on the field is killing our run game. The read option has been taken away huge. Thank God for our defense.
Big time. Yeah, I think hopefully this will have a lot of people kind of respecting what Jalen Hurts does in this offense, right? I mean, Jalen Hurts is a big reason why Saquon Barkley has had a really, really, really good overall season. And it's showing here without number 1 back there to help maybe run the read option, or, make those defensive ends crash in, or, stay home. It's been a big difference maker in the second half. You wonder if they can get Barkley going for one more big one in the 4th quarter, though. They're going to definitely need to bleed some clock.
Yeah, you definitely will. Tyler with a 10. Appreciate that. Says Jalen's offense. Say what you want about Saquon, wide receiver core, the O-line. Jalen is what makes this offense go. Same thing in 2022 when he got hurt into the year. You saw the offense slow.
It's true.
I'm saying QB1 is important.
Yeah. No, this offense looks very similar to that Saints game where they lost with Gardner Minshew in 2022. Very similar football game. And they threw that ball pretty well in that game. They just couldn't score in the red zone was the big problem.
Yeah, and they got a much better defense here, too, which is certainly a big help.
Much better defense.
So
that helps.
We'll take that. Nate with another 5 says, I'm drunk. Merry Christmas, Bird Gang, Fly Eagles Fly. Praying
Thanks,
I win
Nate.
the helmet, but I hope we win this game more. Pound the rock with 26.
There you go. Yeah. Get a stop first. I mean, this would be a 6-point game if the Commanders score here to start the 4th quarter. Don't don't lose this one. This is, you able to hang on. You get a win with Jalen Hurts going out in the 1st quarter. That'd be massive. Lock up the NFC East. You lock up the 2 seed.
Mm-hmm.
Don't lose this one as we get started here for the 4th quarter. So officially 1st and 10 from the Eagle 11. They can get a first down at the 1. They've had 4 turnovers in this game. Jayden Daniels only has 119 yards through the air, but 2 passing touchdowns here in the red zone. 1st and 10. Daniels pistol. McNichols, the lone running back. Daniels takes a snap, turn, give up the middle. Hit immediately, and there's Zack Baun.
Let's go.
Out of nowhere, and he lost a couple of yards there, and it's been all 53 today to get a replay of that 4th down run.
Yeah, there's... they're going to show this as if, like, okay, Jayden Daniels, he's got plenty of room. Philly should have, but they should have made the tackle here. It's not like it's a bad play call. They just have guys that are going at the wrong angles, and then all of a sudden let him just keep running.
Yeah, that was really the case. Loss of 2 on that 1st down run, all the way back at the 14-yard line. 2nd and 12. Daniels in the gun, running back to his right. He's going to throw with a 4-man pressure. Looking left, dumps it up over the middle, caught by McNichols, and he's running down to the 5, and then tackled by multiple birds at the 5, nowhere else to go, so a decent gainer will make it 3rd down and about 4. Sorry, 3rd and 2 as we dip below 14:08 to go here, 4th quarter. Just joining us, Jalen Hurts knocked out of this football game with concussion. Didn't seem that bad. He tried to return, but not allowed apparently, and he's stayed in the locker room ever since. Have not seen anything from number 1 since then. Bird defense, 4 turnovers, only given up 14 points. Commanders offense has moved the ball at times, and then kicked a lot of, or gone a lot of punts on 3 and outs at times. But here's play number 11 of a 10-play drive. 3rd and 2 from the Eagle 4. Daniels in the gun. McNichols to his left. Calls for the football. He'll throw. Looking right. Now rolling right. Now throws right. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown. And that is going to be Olamide Zaccheaus versus former football team. We're about to have a 6-point game, Josh.
Yep. Oh, man.
3 passing touchdowns for Jayden Daniels, all in the red zone.
Didn't expect that. Didn't think we'd do that.
No, didn't think that at all. All right, well. Okay, well, you're going to need some more points, Josh. You're going to need at least another field goal, I think, to win this football game.
Yep, you're probably going to, I don't know, maybe you just bleed the clock and have the defense stop, but it does feel that way.
Important extra point up and good, and it is officially a 6-point ball game. 27-21, as Philadelphia will be nursing another one-score fourth quarter lead. They have done this a couple of times during the 10-game win streak, Josh. They have always come up on top. But right now, Washington's offense is hot. Eagle offense is going to need a couple first downs. Might be 2-6 time.
Yeah, a little bit more nerve-wracking territory, but see what they could do.
Some other NFL scores here. It looks like the Giants are going to go to 2-13 as Atlanta's up 34-7. Curious on Michael Penix's day, 18 of 27, 202 and a pick. He did not throw a touchdown today. It has been 2 Bijan Robinson rushing touchdowns and a couple of defensive scores as well. Detroit 34, Bears 17. Chicago's going to lose another one and go to 4-11. 3 Jared Goff touchdowns, 1 rushing touchdown for Jahmyr Gibbs, who's over 100 yards. Bengals 17, Browns 6, 2 passing touchdowns for Joe Burrow. The lone score of the day for Cleveland, a Jerome Ford rushing touchdown. Colts 38, Titans 22. That one with 8:13 left to go in the fourth quarter. Tennessee also in place, potentially for a top 5, maybe even the number 1 overall draft pick when it's all said and done. Rams 19, Jets 9. 5:17 to go in the fourth quarter in a 2-score game. Looks like the Jets potentially will fall to 4-11. 1 passing touchdown for Aaron Rodgers, 212 yards through the air. Arizona is at least technically in place for another score. They're down 30-20. Another really good Bryce Young day. If you're a Carolina Panther fan, you got to feel much better about Bryce Young's prospect over the course of the past month. But right now, if you're Arizona, you have 7.5 minutes left and you're down 10. They've got to score in the red zone here. They're facing a 3rd down and 5. Afternoon slate when we're done here today. Big one to watch is Minnesota on the road against Seattle at rainy Lumen Field. It'll be about 45 degrees there. A loss, and the Eagles are step closer to the 1 seed, although they're still going to need a Lion loss, but a Viking loss is also critical. That will help. Bills, Patriots also on CBS. Jags, Raiders, Niners, Dolphins are the afternoon slate. Not a lot of really important afternoon games, Josh, except for that Vikings Seahawk one. Technically Dolphins, Niners, but both those teams at 6 and 8, they technically have a uphill battle in order to make the postseason.
Maybe you get a Seattle bounce back. They didn't play very well against Green Bay at all, but
maybe
if they could beat the Vikings, then the Vikings take care of Detroit the final week of the regular season. But still it comes down to business in front of you.
Yep.
Can the Eagles have one of those 6-7 minute drives, cap it off with a field goal is fine, even a field goal, but take some clock, at least get a field goal. Touchdown would be phenomenal. Please, something here.
Kick by Rodriguez, returnable again. It's been returnable all day. Gainwell from the 2 across the 20. Gainwell left side of the 25, and then gets, a nice little gain up to the 33. He had a little chance there. Quiet day rushing for Kenny Gainwell, rushing overall in the second half for Saquon Barkley, but a nice return there across the 30, and now we get to see what the Eagle offense can do. In the fourth quarter, you think back to last week versus the Steelers, that 10-minute drive where the Steelers never touched the football after punting it back to Philadelphia. No Jalen Hurts, and so I don't know if that's possible today.
True.
That's kind of what you need.
Knox Briggs with the 2 real quick says, why are the Eagles so weak against quarterbacks? I don't know what that means. They've been phenomenal this season against quarterbacks.
Right now, our backup quarterback, Kenny Pickett, will throw on first down. Left side tipped at the line incomplete. He would have had a slant route, I think, to DeVonta Smith, and I think he would have had a first down. That's a good pass block or pass breakup there by the Commander defensive line. Pickett, 10 for 14, 110 yards passing, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. Not a lot through the air except for a couple of shots to A.J. Brown, a couple of nice penalties as well. Saquon Barkley in the second half, Josh, 9 carries for 11 yards. First half, he was 13 for 122. It has been tough sledding for 2-6. Here we go, 2nd and 10, 31-yard line, pistol formation. Pickett takes the snap, turn, give Barkley up the middle. There's a nice
There you go.
There goes Saquon Barkley. That'd be a first down. And right on cue, it's been the opposite of what I've said all day long, Josh, right? Q hasn't given up a pass. He gives up a touchdown. They haven't fumbled the ball in a while. Number Nolan Smith fumble. And Barkley's done nothing, and there's a 10-yard gain on 2nd and 10.
So we need you to say something like, Barkley hasn't run for a long breakaway touchdown. So you need to just reverse jinx it in that way. Let's go ahead.
Yeah, I haven't seen like a 50-yard run from Saquon in a long time. So
yeah, it's been way too long.
Play.
So Ristrada with a 5 said a long drive here with a touchdown from Saquon. Also, thank you guys for streaming. You guys make Sundays fun. Fly, Eagles, fly.
Appreciate that. Yes, sir. That's the plan. 42-yard line of Philadelphia. Pistol again. Here's another Barkley run. He's got nowhere to go. Yeah, there's Deron Payne yet again. That's a loss of 2 or 3. It really feels like they are extremely set on knowing the Eagles are running on 3rd down out of the pistol. All they do is run out of the pistol today.
Yeah, it's just the dead giveaway, as you said. I mean, once they're lined up in pistol, the defense recognizes it. They sell all out for Saquon. I mean, I don't know if you try to do like a play action off of it. Not on the 2nd and 14, though, but...
All right, 12:07 to go here, 4th quarter. Eagles got 2 timeouts. Commanders have all 3. 27-21 Birds. 3 on the play clock, 2 on the play clock. Got to get this one away. Is Pickett going to do it? Stamps his foot. He does not. Oh, he does. He's going to throw. Pickett steps up in the pocket and then throws the football. Is that fumbled? It might be. It's still on the ground, picked up by the Commanders and running with it, and it's going to be down at the 10-yard line. I think that's a fumble, Josh.
Please tell me this is not.
I think it's a fumble, unless he pitched this forward.
I thought he just pitched it, but
I thought he did
please
too,
tell
but
me it's incomplete.
It might have just dropped out of his hands. Boy, Saquon was right there to recover it and wasn't able to. Let's see. Pickett is trying to throw this football. That's a throw.
That's a throw. That's a throw. That's incomplete. That's incomplete.
Yeah, he flicks it like this. Yeah, that's definitely a pass.
It'll come back.
He's trying to throw that. That's got to come back.
Yeah. Elbert with a 2 says Pickett sucks. I understand, but there's no way this is going to be a fumble.
Yeah, that's not a fumble. Yeah, it's an incomplete pass officially. Pickett's grabbing at his chest right now. 3rd and 14, and Pickett is doing this right now, really grabbing his left rib. But he comes back in on 3rd and 14. Either way, they avoid a terrible, terrible fumble. Tanner McKee put his helmet on. He was getting ready.
Get ready, baby.
Yeah,
Might need you.
Oh boy, all those preseason Tanner McKee fans just itching to see 16 get in there. But I don't know if I'm ready in the 4th quarter of this game. Yeah, they rule it incomplete, so we are okay. That is very clearly incomplete. Oh yeah, he landed on the Commander player Bobby Wagner's helmet, so that hurt the left side as Pickett McKee warms up on the sideline. 3rd and 14 though. I'm thinking they're going to probably run it here, Josh, although they are an empty and there's no Saquon Barkley. So I obviously am wrong on that. Okay. All right, no mistakes.
Not be conservative
a lot of time
here.
Left. Pickett in the gun. Now they bring in Gainwell to his right. 3rd and 14, he's going to throw. 4-man pressure. Pickett looking right, steps up in the pocket. Now he dumps it over the middle, and that's going to be caught by Gainwell and spun down for a gain of 5. So there's your 4th down stop and a quick 3-and-out for Philadelphia, and the moving clock will go below 11:20, and they'll punt this one back to the red-hot Jayden Daniels 4th quarter offense so far.
Yeah, here you go.
Get the fumble, which is good. At least going to get to punt it away, but boy, yeah, you're going to need a defensive play here, and you've already gotten 4 turnovers. Can you quite possibly beg the football gogs for one more?
Gosh, you got to hope so.
All right, here comes a Braden Mann punt, standing at his own 30. They come after it. Mann gets it away. It's a line drive off the left side, and fair caught at the 12 by Jamison Crowder as a receiving touchdown earlier in this game. And so 88 yards is what the Commanders will need to take the lead. 27-21, 11-10 to go, 4th quarter, and they take us to commercial break.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, the other comment earlier, Knox Briggs with a 2 said against quarterback runs, they have struggled immensely.
Yes, quarterback runs, yes. Although a lot of teams struggle against quarterback runs because you're playing man defense on a 3rd and 14 and you leave the middle of the field wide open.
Yeah.
Oh man! All right.
Big time for a stop. Come on, defense. Number 1 in the league. You call on them for a reason. So we're almost to 2,000 likes, by the way, between the streams. If you want to hit the like button, drop a like. Okay. Sub to the channels. We appreciate you guys.
Yep.
Can the Eagles hang on? I said 28-23 in my score prediction, so we're like right there in that area. We just really need no more scores, quite honestly.
What did I say? I think I said 27-24, maybe? I don't know.
I think it was yours. I think 3 points. I think it might have been. It might have been 27-23.
Yeah. Well,
We would take that. Like the
27-21.
Commanders get stopped on a field goal, right? They kick a field goal, make it a
Sure,
one possession.
sure.
Well, it's already one possession, but to make it a field goal, and then
Sure.
it feels like that'll be a very anxious ending if it's still 27-24. But at the end of the day, if it's a win, we'll take it.
Yeah, I agree. Oh, man. All right. Let's see what they can do.
Let's see. Got a super chat here from Josh B with the 2. Thanks for that. Said all a PR stunt. Get people to shut. Oh, all a PR stunt. Get people to shut up about Ertz.
Okay. Ha! It did seem like he was going to come back in that game, Josh. I don't know if that was the plan or not, but it did seem like that would be the case. Also, first time since the bye week, the Birds have allowed more than 20 points. It's 21 right now, but fun fact.
That's true. Yep. A little bit because of, turnovers. We could say that, but still made a very, very shortened field. But regardless, it is 20 points.
All right. Well, has shown us the Commanders have not had a 10-win team since RG3's rookie season. They've not won a wild card game since 2005. Jeez. All right. Well, they have 88 yards to go to take the lead. 11-10 left in the fourth quarter. Philadelphia without Jordan Davis and no C.J. Gardner-Johnson after being ejected for the second unsportsmanlike penalty 2 drives ago. Daniels been red hot in the second half. Takes this snap from the 12-yard line to 4-man pressure. He'll throw right, caught right. That's going to be immediately drugged down as Dyami Brown. Good tackle there by Nakobe Dean. Going to be a game of about 6, be second down and 4.
Come on, defense. Being without several of these injuries as well, but man, you're thin at a bunch of different positions. Washington's offense has gotten hot. Can you get a stop?
They're going to go hurry up and throw again. Throws right side incomplete, looking for Ertz, who's done nothing. I don't know if Ertz has a catch yet today, but that was a very quick throw as Nolan Smith got some pressure, and a very quick 3rd and 5. 10:45 to go, fourth quarter.
Come on, this would be huge.
Yeah,
this
3 and
would
out right
big
now
time.
would be very nice if they could get a really quick 3 and out.
Josh
Nope,
Whitt is back in,
back
too.
in.
Yeah, there you go. The ankle injury. Okay.
Looks like it's taped up. Him and Nolan Smith are your edge rushers. Here we go. 3rd and 5 from the 18-yard line. Empty. 5 wide receivers. 4 at the bottom. Now motion Ertz tight formation. Takes the snap with a blitz coming from Philadelphia. Daniels looks across the middle. Fires caught. That's going to be a first down. And about 2 yards more, there is a penalty flag. They hit Brian Robinson across the middle. This might be a hold back at the offensive line. Let's see. Everyone's pointing at each other. Did they get Isaiah Rodgers on a hold here, maybe? They did.
Yep.
First down, holding on the defense.
Nate
All
saying
right.
the refs need to be under investigation.
Yeah, there's been a
seen
lot of penalties in this game.
Crazy
A lot
calls.
of penalties. We talked about it on my show earlier in the week, how they've swapped out Isaiah Rodgers in for Avonte Maddox. Oh, they got DeJean on a hold, actually. Yeah, I'd have to say, Rodgers looked fine there. So DeJean on the hold. Ball up at the 21-yard line. Fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 for the Commanders. Takes the snap. They're going to do a quick tunnel screen left side. Luke McCaffrey is going to catch it across the 30. Still going for a first down and more. Geez, up to the 39-yard line. And there is Luke McCaffrey, who does not have a catch prior to that one in this game. And that's another first down. Move the chains. Clock keeps running. Next snap comes below 10 minutes. But this Commander offense has been red hot here in the second half.
McCaffrey's had some really good kick returns. So at that point, I guess you say, well, let's just run him a screen pass, get some blockers.
9:54 to go. They did go no huddle from the 49-yard line. Daniels takes the snap, comes another Eagle blitz, steps in the pocket, home run ball back right side, one-on-one coverage, and it's going to be incomplete.
That's fantastic.
Good play there. Isaiah Rodgers in coverage running with Dyami Brown, and that is a great play from 34.
That is picture perfect. I mean, we talk about Zay, have him on the show a couple times, but his speed is unmatched. I mean, able to just go right in front there. He basically turns into the receiver at that point. Really good play. He's making a play on the ball.
He's in for Darius Slay too. That's he was not in the slot. He was lined up in Slay's position. He still is here. There's Slay on the sideline.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know what he's getting looked at for, but he is putting his helmet back on. Maybe we'll keep an eye on that. It's right now. It's Isaiah Rodgers' show on the outside. 2nd and 10 from the Commander 40. Daniels to throw again. Looks right, throws right, caught, and there is Zach Ertz, the former Eagle, up to the 49, maybe 50-yard line. And another first down conversion. And this Eagle defense is in desperate need of a stop right now, Josh.
Man, this bend but don't break is starting to really expand. There's soft coverage at times, but also just having a little bit enough time for Jayden Daniels to make those throws. Midfield now.
They're going hurry up again. Daniels again to throw. Gets out of one sack. Now throws back right side. Wide open. Caught. There's a flag, too. There goes Olamide Zaccheaus. Keedy Ringo in coverage.
Okay.
2 people miss and a touchdown.
Yeah, let's just not make the tackle either.
Okay, we got to see what this penalty is for. I'm assuming it's on the Eagles, but geez, Olamide Zaccheaus is wide open. And
yeah,
I think they
Eagles.
think it's on Philly. Yeah, that's going to be... Yep. Why was Ringo in? That's the question. Pass interference on the defense. That's a touchdown. 4 touchdowns for Jayden Daniels. Holy cow. What happened here? Slay was back in, too. Oh, they had 12 men on the field. Goodness gracious. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, and then they left Olamide wide open. What a disaster. Terrible, terrible. What are we doing?
I mean, I know you want to save timeouts, but that's one of those situations where it feels like you got to burn one.
Wow, that is not good. And they're an extra point away from taking the lead.
Yeah, defense sees Slay on there, and I'm sure that if that was Keely Ringo or whoever's responsibility, they thought Slay was actually over there. So
extra point up and good. Oh, I thought he missed it. He did. 28-27. There's a lot of time left, though. 9 minutes. 4 passing touchdowns for Jayden Daniels. They can't stop him in the second half. This is quite the defensive day here. That is not a good thing either for Philadelphia. Wow. Wow. Okay.
Oh, that's brutal.
Commercial break.
Just like that. You got to ask the offense now to come back out there and regain the lead.
Yeah.
Can you get get enough plays to move the football down there? It felt like you needed maybe a stop or two.
Oh, man. Yeah, they're going to need something.
Gustavo says, I will never criticize Hurts again.
Yeah, I feel like this is the day to remember that Jalen Hurts is really good.
Mm-hmm. Without a doubt.
Okay, still, Kenny Pickett can be the hero. Just got to get us a first down. That's all it takes. Don't ruin our Christmas this week, guys. It's been 10 wins in a row. You'd hate to lose it this week. If Philly loses, they all but are basically guaranteed to not have the 1 seed. So
yeah, it's the 2 seed at that point. So
yeah,
and then probably don't. Most likely it's a rematch of this game. Like you just probably,
which is very
all things considered, prepare to play the Commanders at the link, but still prepare to play the Commanders. So
Yep, that is true. Yeah, and we talk about the second time a team faces this Eagle defense, and they have figured something out here in the second half. Jayden Daniels, he's probably over 200 yards passing, I think. Let me see if I can get that for us, and I don't see it here yet, but he has been really good. 220 and 4 passing touchdowns. Holy cow. What a day. What a day.
But it's not over. We all know that.
Oh, yeah, a lot of time.
The 2 says this is still very doable. Let's go Birds. Absolutely.
Agreed.
Trenton Browning with a 2 also saying this is why everyone is negative at halftime. And Austin with a 2 saying we need Barkley to put on his hero cape now. Yes, Superman cape. Comes on.
I feel like you're going to have to throw now. You're going to have to throw your way to get into field goal range, right? Saquon has not hit on a big run. He's had 1 game rush over 6 yards in the second half. Just literally 1.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to have it.
Sloppy defense, too, which is interesting. They've been very, very sloppy here in the second half. I know losing Gardner Johnson is really bad, but I feel like they should not be this sloppy.
I agree. Elbert with a 2 says O-line and Saquon have to take over. Deep breath. Let's freaking go.
Yep. Deep breath.
And
need to drive.
Nate with a 2 saying stop being negative fans. We will win.
There you go. I like to.
We got a chance. We got some optimism. Come on.
Here comes the kick. Very short returnable. Running with it from the 10 as Isaiah Rodgers. Rodgers to the 30 and then up to the 35-yard line. Boy, I thought he was pretty close. Is he slow to get up? I can't tell. They cut away. As they give us next week, Cowboys-Eagles. Might be the final time you see the starters in the regular season if this one doesn't go the right way. Let's hope that's not the case. Let's hope that they have something to play for in terms of that 1 seed. But they might need to win this just to officially lock up the 2 seed next week if they don't win this one. We'll see how that goes. 9:01 to go. 28-27. 9-5 Commanders, 12-2 Philadelphia Eagles. Ball right now on the Eagle 34. Pickett has been pretty quiet here in the second half. 11-16 for 116. Barkley in the pistol behind Kenny Pickett. Takes the snap. Turn give Barkley running left side up the middle. There's his pretty decent gain. He got about 4.5, maybe 5. That's a lot more than he's had recently. It'll be second down and 5.
Yep, got to lean on it. Got to try to make it work with this because passing-wise is okay, but I don't think that we're relying on a Kenny Pickett just march you all the way down the field.
Who's going to make the play for the Philadelphia Eagles? Down 1 here in the fourth quarter. Remember, Jake Elliott missed on a 56-yarder basically right before halftime. Got to get a little closer, I think, within 50 to make it a little more comfortable. Running clock, 8:26 to go. 2nd and 5 from the Eagle 39. Pickett takes the snap, handoff, turn give Barkley. Nowhere to go, but he actually turned forward for, 2-3 yards? If he's third down and short, actually. That's a pretty good run there. I thought he was going to lose yardage. 3rd and 2.
Making it happen. Turned it into a 3rd and 2. Come on, baby.
Bobby Wagner on the tackle there. Go ahead.
The S-Box with a 5 was saying, keep in mind, guys, if we do lose this game, ain't the end of the world. All we need is a field goal, which is doable, and 3, Hurts will eventually be back. So still positives all around.
All of it. No, I agree. If they lose this game, it is definitely not the end of the world. 3rd and 2. 7:52 to go, fourth quarter. Commanders up 1. 12 on the play clock. Pickett surveys the field from the shotgun. Line to gain is the 46. Pickett will take the snap. He's going to play fake. Look right, throw right. Caught. A.J. Brown, did he hang on? No,
he dropped it.
He dropped it. Oh, no. He had it and then dropped it for would have been a first down.
Yeah, he dropped it.
Oh, man.
It was, I mean, it was a little bit behind him. I don't think it was the worst throw, but it was a little bit behind him, and that.
Yeah, this was behind him, and he just couldn't hang on at the end there. He still had it. They got a punt, right? You got to punt. I think you got to punt. They're going to go for it. Holy cow. 4th and 2 from the Eagle 43. Pickett in the gun.
Come on, guys.
7:39 in the game. Pickett takes the snap. 5-man pressure. Looks left. Throws left. Smitty. Caught. First down.
Yes.
Got it.
That's huge.
Oh, boy.
That is big time.
When in doubt, go to 6 today. That has been the first down machine, and he is slow to get off the football field. He jogged off and then collapsed on the sideline. We'll keep an eye on that.
Just more injuries. Good gosh.
Yeah.
The fact that he's able to hold on to that ball, though, and shout out to the O-line because Washington was bringing pressure and gave Kenny Pickett just enough time to get this throw off. Whew, that's big.
Yeah, we got to see what's going on with Smitty here. He is on one knee on the sideline. That doesn't look good. Nope, now he pops up. Okay. Now he looks okay. Jeez, he just leaped into the air. And he's just, okay, I think he's going to be fine.
Hit him with a shot of adrenaline. I don't know what that was.
Yeah.
He should be good to go.
My goodness.
Did he land on the football? Maybe wind knocked out?
Yeah, might have wind knocked out of him there. That either way, a big first down. How about 4th and 2? Nick Foles. How about Nick Sirianni? Channeling is there Nick Foles with the, pulling the old South Park wagon meme out there, if you know what I'm talking about.
There you
go.
go.
Crazy. 7:09 to go running clock. 1st and 10 Philadelphia. Ball all the way up at the 47-yard line of the Eagles. Pickett in the gun. Does he have a comeback in him? Barkley to his right. Stamps his foot. Blitz coming. Pickett will throw. Steps up in the pocket. Looks across the middle. Throws it deep right side. Saquon.
Yes!
Go. He got it. First down.
No.
Oh, he dropped at the end. No. Incomplete. He dropped it. Oh, no. He had a big gainer for 30, and Saquon just dropped it. The ground popped it out. Oh, man. Wow, that took forever to come out there.
Gosh. Saquon had it. He bobbled the first attempt. I think if he had just caught it on the first go, he wouldn't have dropped this. He wouldn't have had it knocked out, but he bobbled it and then completion.
Brutal. Remember that one. 2nd
Shane
and 10,
with the 2.
6:52 to go. Go ahead.
Said Smitty for the win earlier, so hopefully we can get a little Smitty.
Hope. 4 in the play clock. Barkley still in there to the right. They got to get this one off. Takes the snap. Turn give Barkley running left side up the middle. Gets across the 50. No more. That'd be a gain of 4. 3rd down and 6 upcoming. Ball right about the 50. Worth noting, DeVonta Smith was back in on that play. He was in motion. Oh, man.
Feeling it now. Hero with a 2 said, my internet went down. This is how I'm watching. We appreciate that.
Okay.
Just tuning in however you can.
Appreciate
It's
it.
a nail biter. A little anxiety here. We almost have 5,000 people between the streams. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you're not already. Eagles trying to do this.
3rd and 7 now. Ball at the 50. Pickett in the gun. Barkley to his left. Takes the snap. Blitz coming. Pickett looks left, throws left. That's going to be incomplete. Airmailed it. Tried to get A.J. Brown. Oh,
Now what do you do?
punt.
4th and 7,
Yeah,
and you
you
got to
gotta punt.
probably...
Got to punt. 6 minutes left in this game. You got to punt this, right?
They're staying out there.
Offense is staying. Oh, my gosh. Are they really on 4th and 7? You got to punt this, Josh. It's only a field goal game, and then if they go down and take a field goal, then it's 4th down. Or then it's a 4-point game.
You're not trusting the defense, I suppose. Kenny had A.J., by the way. On that last play, he had him. He just threw off his back foot, and that led to him overthrow.
4th and 7 at the 50. Will they snap it? 4 in the play clock. 3 in the play clock. They do. Blitz coming again. Pickett steps up in the pocket. Now rolling to his right. Now he fires. He's going to be caught by Brown. He's got the first down. Makes a man miss. Brown down to the 35. He caught it short. Made a man miss. Oh, my goodness. Another 4th down conversion.
Oh, my gosh. You called it, Thomas.
cow.
I mean, he catches this thing 3-4 yards short of the first down marker, but the fact that A.J. Brown is impossible to bring down one-on-one in the open field, he does one of those quick cuts on St. Just, and there he goes. First down.
Holy cow.
Huge conversion.
Birds hurry up to the line. All the way to the 34 or 35-yard line. 8 plays, 31 yards, 2 4th down conversions right now for Philadelphia on this drive. They are very close to field goal range. 5:27 to go, moving clock. First down handoff to Saquon Barkley. Up the middle, and he's going nowhere. He might have gotten 2 yards. Oh, boy. Warm up, Jake Elliott. Warm up, Jake Elliott. Oh, boy.
I mean, even the fact that, I was going to say, even the fact on that last throw, Kenny Pickett able to keep it alive, because he's getting pressure, rolling out right side, throwing on the run, but then A.J. able to make the cut like he did. Golly, just a chance here. I mean, you can feel like, kind of jokingly before, was like, oh, can you just march down the field, take all the time out of the clock, and then score? But you're getting down to it now. You're close to field goal range and only 4:40 to play.
4:48 officially running clock. 2nd and 9, Pickett takes a snap, he'll throw. Pressure coming in his face, he's going to be sacked. All the way back at the 40-yard line. They haven't really gotten that close to Pickett all afternoon, and Pickett's done a good job of avoiding it, but that is a big sack. It'd be 3rd and 15, and that is going to probably knock him out of field goal range if they don't get another yard, Josh. That'd be a 56-yarder right now. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, I don't think we're trusting Jake Elliott for that range.
3rd and 15 as Marshon Lattimore checks out of the game. He goes to the blue medical tent. So where is A.J. Brown, right? 3rd and 15, 4:09, moving clock in a 1-point game. Ball at the 41-yard line. They got to get at least 10 more yards for a field goal attempt. Pickett takes a snap. 4-man pressure. Looks left. Now comes back across the middle. Steps up. Pickett's going to run.
Go, baby.
He's across the 30. He's going to be sliding down. Oh, he's hit late, too, and a flag.
Woo,
It's gonna be an
there we
automatic
go.
first down.
Yes, sir.
Oh, wow. Pickett would have been short by about 4 or 5 yards. He slid, and I think he was contacted in the helmet, and he kind of missed, but
he kind of missed him.
Still hit him. Wow. Yeah, I mean, he's given himself up very clearly, and
They're
the
talking
Commander
about it.
player. Oh yeah, what if they pick it up?
I think they're going to pick it up. I think they are.
It's
Yeah,
going to be
they're talking
4th
about it.
and 6. No foul. No foul. Dang it. All right, are they going to kick this? Are they going to kick it? Yeah, he's still got about 9 yards on the run. That could have been really bad. They are. Here comes Jake Elliott. Hold your breath.
Ooh. All right. I mean, at least Kenny got some yardage in field goal range, I suppose. But man, this is the time, Jake. This is the time. We need you.
2 for 2 on the day so far is Jake Elliott. They have been a little iffy. He's 0 for 6 from 50 or more. This one exactly 50, Josh.
Come on, Jake.
And now we have a timeout. Yes. By who? The Commanders. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Ice him. Make him think. Yeah, you might as well. Jake runs over, and he's going to take another practice kick here. So, 3:40 left in this game? Right around there. I don't see the clock right now. You make this, and then you play defense, but it's still going to be a 2-point game. Oh, man, I am so nervous right now. This is crazy. Credit to Kenny Pickett, though. 2 4th down conversions. He also ran on that 3rd and 15 to at least give him a chance at a 50-yarder. It's been a pretty good drive for your backup quarterback, all things being considered.
Yeah.
4th and 7 right now officially. So he basically got 8 on that last one.
Yeah. The fact that you've got a chance here, all things considered, Jalen Hurts, injury, C.J. Gardner-Johnson out, Jordan Davis, all these others, like, come on. And it's a 50-yarder. You got to make this. Come on.
50-yarder. This one is lined up on the right hash. Snap, hold, kick up. It's looking good. Does it have the distance? It does.
Yes!
Yes!
Finally! Woo! 50 yards, baby.
Never a doubt. 30-28 Philadelphia. He's made it from 50 yards this year, Josh. Yes!
Finally. Oh, my gosh.
One.
That was so nerve-wracking.
It's a little right, but it's in by 5 or 6 feet. That's his best kick of the day right there. Boy, maybe that's the confidence booster.
That's big time.
Whoa,
he would have made that from 56, 57 yards. Look at that. Oh, boy.
Yeah, but
Come
now
on.
you got to hold on defense. They have not been able to stop Jayden Daniels, and all Daniels needs is a field goal. Whoo, boy.
What a game.
3:48 left in this football game. Washington
Drop
has 2
a like.
timeouts. Philadelphia has 2. Yeah, drop like 5,200 people watching. It's crazy right now.
Let's
Hit
go.
the sub button.
Come on.
Unbelievable. Most watched stream by far right now on YouTube. We appreciate you guys making us that the past, the entire season. Hopefully you're enjoying it, even though it is a nail-biter. If you're just joining us, no Jalen Hurts. He played 11 plays and then was knocked out with the concussion. Really didn't seem that bad. We thought he would come back. He put his helmet back on. Not the case. Got to see if Darius Slay comes back out here, Josh, for this last drive. He was out for that final drive, then tried to come back in before he had the penalty as Braden Mann kicks this one to the 1. Returnable by Luke McCaffrey. Got to get a hand on him. McCaffrey the 20, the 25, and then it's still going up to the 35-yard line. There's a good return. McCaffrey all day. Clearly, whether the weather, the wind, the cold, it's not allowing Brady Mann to kick this out the back of the end zone because they have let McCaffrey run basically every single one back. Who wants to make a play on defense, Josh? Jayden Daniels been great. 4 passing touchdowns. Who wants to make a play? No C.J. Gardner-Johnson. He was ejected in the 3rd quarter for his second unsportsmanlike conduct. He had the pick earlier in this one. 4 turnovers by the Commanders, yet it's only a 2-point game. This first snap will come from the 35-yard line with 3:41 to go. And he'll throw. Blitz coming. Daniels rolls right, dumps it out of the backfield, incomplete. Trying to get the ball to the backup tight end Bates, and that was a little dangerous as DeJean was burrowing down there, potentially in interception range, but plenty of time if you're Jayden Daniels and company. 3:36, 2nd and 10 from the Commander 35, and a 30-28 Bird lead right now.
Yeah, I was going to say, Zack Baun, actually, I think was the one who had the chance for the interception there, but Nolan Smith also. But a big drive here, 3:30 to
Slay
play.
is back. 5 receivers, empty set for Daniels. Takes the snap of the 4-man pressure. Looking left, throwing left. That's going to be hit the ground, and they're going to say it's a catch at the 40 by Jeremy McNichols. So he's going to be about 4 yards short. So it's going to be 3rd down.
Marshon Lattimore.
Update on Marshon Lattimore. Questionable. 3rd and 5 right now at the 40. Daniels in the gun. McNichols to his right. 3 receivers top of the formation. 19 on the play clock. Daniels calls for the football. Delayed 4-man pressure. Rolling to his right. He's going to throw, and that's going to be almost picked off. Yes! Interception.
Yes!
Great Blankenship. He's got
Come
the
on.
50.
Just
Play's
go down.
still
Go down.
going.
Go down.
He's going to fall down at the 30, down to the 27-yard line.
Oh, my gosh.
Ghost Reed Blankenship. Oh, my
Let's
gosh.
go.
Turnover number 5.
When in doubt, anybody who you want to say is going to have the interception is Reed Blankenship, but oh my gosh, you got to be kidding me. Drop a like for that. The Eagles are super close now. I mean, we're talking about in business, field goal range. Jayden Daniels pressured there by Jalen Carter and Josh Sweat, really throwing a dangerous throw to no man's land. Slay almost gets his hand on it to Pickett, but knocks it up in the air, and then, of course, Johnny on the spot. It's Reed Blankenship all the time.
Yeah, this is a rookie mistake by a quarterback. You don't throw this across your body, and Slay had a chance at the pick there, and then just waiting for it as he kind of volleyball softly put it up in the air, and there is the ghost Reed Blankenship. Wow. Oh, what a turnover. I can't believe it.
Oh, my gosh, yes.
Cannot believe it.
Boogie Down Bronx, the 20 bomb. Let's go. Says the refs are sometime-ish with those calls. I get he didn't hit Pickett's head, but earlier talking about that sliding down, he still dove. Felt like it should have been targeting. And then Pete Worrell with the 2 best Eagles announcers on YouTube. Go Birds. Thank you for that, Pete.
27-yard line, a first down give to Saquon, and he's going to lose yardage, as he's done a lot today. That would be about a 4-yard loss. You do need to think here, Josh, about the clock. 2:43, Washington doesn't use a timeout. They're going to let it run. So, essentially, they have 2 timeouts in the 2-minute warning. A field goal here would at least make it a 5-point game. But you really got to try and not give this ball back to Jayden Daniels and the Commanders, Josh. You need a couple first downs here. 2nd and 13.
Yep.
Will they let Pickett throw at all is the question, knowing they have a field goal in the back pocket. From the Commander, 30 after the 5th turnover of the day by Jayden Daniels. Pickett takes the snap. 4-man pressure. He will throw. Right side, that's caught. There's A.J. Brown. Oh, he almost broke free.
So close.
The tackle down to the 24. It'll be 3rd down and short. On a little slant route. Looks like no more Marshon Lattimore the rest of this game. And if that's the case, then maybe 11 is the way you go. 3rd down. 3rd and 4.
Man, you're right. Thomas, I thought he was going to break that one because we've seen so many times try to trip up AJ. He's able to keep going for 15, 20 yards or more. Big
Good
3rd and
toss
4.
there. Trusting in Kenny Pickett. 2 4th down conversions. Letting him throw here. I mean, geez, this is why you go out and get a former first-round draft pick to be your backup quarterback. He started a lot of games with the Pittsburgh Steelers, a lot of 500 seasons, it felt like, as there is Marshon Lattimore on the sideline, and he has no helmet. He is done for the day. So 3rd and officially 5. They move it back 1 yard. Pickett is 14 of 23 for 143 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. 2:07 to go as the Commanders burn their 2nd timeout. What happens on 3rd and 5? Oh, boy, here we go.
Austin with the 2,
Ball.
Snow Patrol, Birds with a miracle play. We appreciate the super chat.
Commander 22. Dotson in the short motion. 4 receivers out there, including Calcaterra. Pickett in the gun. He'll throw. 5-man pressure. Looks left. Throws left. That's caught.
Oh, come on.
Smith. He had it and bobbled it, and he
No.
just dropped it. It would have been a first down. Oh, no.
Oh, that was ball game. That was it. No, Smitty. I mean, that's a good throw from Kenny too. Like, there's no knock on that throw. Hits him right in the hands. He's not getting hit or anything. He's got perfect time there to make the catch, go down, first down, basically ball game. Oh, that's not a drop you see from Smitty.
He's open by 4 or 5 yards, Josh. And back out comes Jake Elliott. He made from 50 less than a minute ago. This one from 40 from the right hash. 2:02 to go. Low snap, corralled, kick up. It's good. He got it. He got it. Barely in the right upright.
Snuck it in.
Oh,
my gosh. That was so close.
2-minute warning. 1:58 to go, and now it's a 5-point ball game. They're going to give Jayden Daniels another chance to win this game, Josh. Holy cow.
Wow, that was so close.
Oh,
Jake
Smitty
Elliott
had it and dropped it. That feels like the Saquon drop against Atlanta.
It does.
Oh,
Hopefully
man.
it doesn't bite you, but yeah, 5 points. They have plenty of time. All right. I'm going to run use the restroom real quick.
Yep.
Can't make it.
Yep. Oh, boy. Hello, everybody who's just hanging out with us here. Take a breath. Take a breath. If we're at commercial break right now, let's check in on some of the other scores that are about to go final. Cardinals-Panthers are in overtime, by the way, 30-30. Vikings and Seahawks have kicked off. Everyone else is finished. Lions winners today to go to 13-2, 34-17. That's a big reason why the Eagles must win this game for a chance to hang on for a chance for that 1 seed. Colts winners 38-30, a late Titan comeback. 3 Jonathan Taylor rushing touchdowns the difference. Falcons 34-7 over the New York Giants. Bengals 24-6, 3 touchdown passes for Joe Burrow. Rams 19-9 over the New York Jets to send the Jets to 4-11 as one of the afternoon games has kicked. Minnesota and Seattle, we are all Eagle fans rooting for the Seattle Seahawks today. The rest have not. Philadelphia, at the 2-minute warning, they will need a stop to win this one. A stop to win this one. Oh, boy. The nerves are coming. The nerves are starting to come. Oh, drop a like. Appreciate everyone hanging out. Is there a 6th turnover? That is the question. Is there a 6th turnover for the Bird defense? 5 so far today. Can they get us 1 more turnover? Oh, my goodness gracious. 1 more turnover. Just a stop, really. Boy, this is very reminiscent. You think back to the Jaguar game, right? They were up by 6. Jaguars marched down the field. They need a touchdown instead of a field goal, and the interception by Nakobe Dean was the difference in that Jaguar game, Josh. As I was just saying, feels very similar in this one. Going to need to hang on the defense. Can they get an interception? Can they do something? Don't allow a touchdown. The Lions have officially won, Josh. You have got to win this game, or else the 1 seed is all but guaranteed to be over.
Yep.
Not mathematically, but in essence. Philly's last road game of the season as well. Can they head back to Philadelphia for what will be guaranteed a home playoff game, especially if they win this game? But 2 more regular season ones against the Dallas Cowboys and, of course, the New York Giants. No Saquon Barkley. Big runs in the second half. He was great early, but now it's going to come down to this Eagle defense that has 2 interceptions, 3 fumbles, and yet it's a 33-28 one-score game. 5 points separates. 1:58 to go. And 1 timeout. Josh, you got to kick this out the back of the end zone. You cannot let Luke McCaffrey return this. This Braden man, right foot on it. And this one is returnable. Caught by McCaffrey. The running head started to 10. McCaffrey to 20, 25, 30. 35, flag on the field, and then tackled by Oren Burks at the 37-yard line. Flag all the way up at the 40. I'm really hoping this is a penalty on the Washington Commanders, and likely will be.
Come on, we can take that. They've gotten crazy good field position all game.
Those nerves are there. Woo, we're shaking right now. Come on, here we go. Here comes the flag. Illegal formation offense. 5-yard penalty. Wow. So they're going to have ball across the 40. You can't move, and someone moved early. Let's see who it was. It was Sidney Brown, way early.
Okay.
No C.J. Gardner-Johnson. Josh Sweat is back there after leaving for a lot of the middle of this football game with an ankle injury. Ball all the way up at the 43-yard line. Here we go. 1:52 to go. What does Daniels have? 4 touchdowns, 2 picks in the day. Does he have 1 more turnover in him? In the gun, Brian Robinson to his right. 3 receivers slot to the near side. Daniels takes the snap with a 4-man pressure. Looks right, throws right. That's caught, immediately tackled by Slay. Up to the 50 is Olamide Zaccheaus. He has a touchdown catch earlier in this fourth quarter, and Daniels gets his first completion. Be 2nd down and 3, and they're going hurry up. 139, 138, 137. Ball fishy at the 50. Daniels in the gun, calls for the ball. Turn give, Brian Robinson run up the middle. He'll be hit, but he'll have a first down by Zack Baun. That will get the ball across the 50 down to the Eagle 46. And a first down, but the clock keeps moving. 122, 121, 119, 33-28 Philadelphia. Touchdown wins. Field goal does nothing for the Washington Commanders.
Come on, D.
1st and 10. Takes the snap. 4-man pressure. Looks left. Throws left. That is going to be a long diving catch and rolls out of bounds is Terry McLaurin. That'll stop the clock and another first down for a gain of 11. 106 is where the clock stops.
Yeah, that's the crucial part. The biggest part of that is that he's able to make the catch and then roll out of bounds.
Yeah, Q was in pretty soft coverage, and like you said, catches it and then just rolls his way out of there to stop the clock and preserve that final timeout. Ball up at the Eagle 35. 2 game-winning drives in the fourth quarter and overtime this year for Jayden Daniels. Does he have a third? In the shotgun with Robinson to his left. Takes the snap. Blitz coming from the Birds. Steps up. He's going to run. Makes a man miss.
Him.
There goes Daniels to the 30, and then he's going to be hit and have a first down. Ooh, Jalen Carter had a shot. They're at the 20.
Oh, AJ with a 2 said it's giving shades of the Atlanta game. Yeah, I don't know. JC was so close to bringing him down, like you said.
Ball at the 24. 45 seconds moving clock. Takes the snap. They're going to bring 4. Looks left, throws left. That's caught McLaurin. And he'll be down at about the 17-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 4. They still haven't used a timeout. 33, 32, 31. 2nd and 4 from the Bird 17. Daniels in the gun again. 28 seconds. Takes the snap. Pump fakes. Now he's going to run up the middle.
Short.
Hit, and he's going to be a yard short. And they're going to have to burn that last timeout, right?
They got to,
do.
yeah.
23 seconds. Whoa, boy. 3rd and 1 officially. 5,800 people watching right now. Appreciate you guys hanging out.
Drop a like. We're almost 2,500 likes between the streams. We appreciate you guys. Eagles trying to hold on. That's interesting. I know you're trying to catch them off guard by running there, but the fact that they did not throw the ball, an incompletion there, they're out of timeouts. If there's anything completed in the field of play and it's not like a touchdown, it's going to be, one more play and that's it?
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Okay, what do you got? Timeout still on the field. 23 seconds left. Oh, man. Come on, guys. Please get a stop here. This would just make me sick to lose this game. 3rd and 1. Daniels approaching 250 through the air. They're 6 for 12 on 3rd down today. 33-28. Ball at the Eagle, 14. 3rd and 1. No timeouts left. Daniels in the gun.
Come on.
Takes the snap. Turn, give Robinson. He's got the first down and then tackled at the 10. That's going to be a moving clock, though.
That's interesting
17, 16, 15, 14. They're going to go spike. 13, 12, 11. Spike there as Jalen Carter tried to dive underneath. We've seen that before. 10 seconds left, 1st and goal. No timeouts for the Commanders.
Whoo, oh my gosh. Come on.
All right, they need to get a stop. Is it possible?
The fact that they ran it was
2nd
crazy.
and goal. 10 seconds left. Daniels empty from the 9. Oh, here we go. Takes the snap. 4-man pressure. Daniels looking over the middle. Fires. End zone touchdown. Jamison Crowder. That'll do it. That's going to seal it. Oh, they couldn't get a stop. They could not get a stop. Couldn't get a stop. They're going to blow it. Oh, man, I'm sick. 6 seconds left. Oh, man.
Oh, you got to be kidding me.
Commanders will go for 2. Wow. What a drive by Jayden Daniels. 5 passing touchdowns. Holy cow. That DeVonta Smith drop, man. That DeVonta Smith drop is going to basically lose this football game. Well,
jeez. We've had a
10
Saquon
wins
drop
in a row.
Saquon drop and a Smitty drop.
20
like
points
this.
in the 4th quarter for Washington. They're going to go for 2. Little risky. If the Eagles were to get like a pick 6 here, they would win the game.
Could you imagine?
34-33. 6 seconds left. My guess is they're going to run it with McNichols. Takes the snap. Turn, give McNichols up the middle. He does have a first down. Or, sorry, he does have the 2-point conversion. There you go. 36-33. Yeah. Man. Defense today, Josh. Defense is, surprisingly, it's been a tough day.
Yep, they got a lot of
touchdown here.
A lot of turnovers, but they just leave the middle of the field open. You know, you had Baun there that's kind of passing off, I suppose, like in the zone. Blankenship's looking over like he expected something different. I'm not sure who he was looking at. Maybe McCollum was supposed to come over, but it's too easy.
Wow. Philadelphia's going to let the 1 seed virtually disappear now, as technically the Lions could lose 2 in a row and then the Eagles win out. But it's looking like they will need to win next week to secure the division, and then they will rest people week 18 and prepare for a wild card matchup, likely against these Washington Commanders. Just sickening. They had it on that last drive.
Yeah. I mean, with Jalen Hurts, we would have. Oh, a little false start that wasn't maybe called.
Should have been.
Who knows?
Should have been.
But with Jalen Hurts, we would have
Should
won.
have been.
So again, you know, the optimism here is backup quarterback. You had your safety kicked out for some reason that we still don't know. I don't know what C.J. Gardner-Johnson said. But
Yeah.
Second 15-yard penalty, kicked out of the game.
6 seconds left as Gonzalez will kick this one off. We'll see if he lets them return it. It is returnable. What does Kenny Gainwell have? Gainwell to the 10, Gainwell 15, Gainwell 20. He's running out of time. Now they're going to lateral, and that's going to be to Avonte Maddox to the 10. Maddox makes a man miss. Maddox to the 20. Maddox still going and then fumbles it, and then it's going to be taken up, and that is the end of the game, and Philadelphia's lost. There you go. 36-33. They lose it.
If Smitty had made the catch, I mean, that's really, we lost to Atlanta on a game that if Saquon makes that catch, it's over.
Yep.
Lost on a game where you don't have your starting quarterback, and still, if Smitty makes that catch, it's ball game.
Crazy. 12-3. 12-3 now. Oh man,
it's fine. We'll get him. We'll get him. We'll get him at the link.
Yeah.
It's like 95% sure it'll be this rematch at the link for the wild card game.
Yeah,
Nate with a
probably
2
gonna happen.
Said, "Let's hope we win the wild card game." I would still feel confident. Just saying, all things considered, what you went through today.
I thought they had it. I thought for sure they were gonna get a stop, and they couldn't. I thought for sure they would get a stop there, and they just couldn't.
Yep.
Oh, man.
And Thomas wins the bet, as people are reminding me. Yes, Thomas does. You called that there would be a loss. So
I am not happy that I did. Let's just say that. Oh, boy. Dang.
That's frustrating. That is just.
Oh, man.
You kind of know your fate at this point. You just 2 seed, play Dallas next week, see how Jalen is with a concussion. But
22 second or fourth quarter points. I mean, Pickett wasn't great, but geez, he did everything he needed to. 2 fourth down conversions in the fourth. In the fourth quarter, he had a ball perfectly placed on DeVonta Smith's hands for a first down on third down, and oh man. Well, that's what losing feels like. It's been 10 weeks. Been 10 weeks.
Been too long. Yeah, we didn't really get used to it. So, oh man, Canucks Briggs with a 5. I usually cut into the Eagles in this situation, and they deserve it at this point. Hopefully, they can play football next time.
Yeah. I see a lot of people really criticizing Kenny Pickett. I can't believe it. What did you want Kenny Pickett to do on that final drive? That's the question. What did you want him to do? I mean, geez, they scored 30 points.
Yeah, and he threw a perfect ball to Smitty. Like, Smitty makes that catch, and we're all going like, hey, Kenny Pickett played serviceable. We don't want him to start, sure. Like, we need Jalen Hurts, but, like, played serviceable. You won the game. The defense did enough. They allowed yards, but they got enough turnovers to keep the ball in your hands and take advantage. Tony Cadillac with the 5. I think the concussion call on Jalen was BS. Yeah, I mean, seemed like a headshot there that didn't get called, but so many other things in this game. The fact that the Commanders had 5 turnovers and the Eagles had 1.
Yeah.
You know, I mean.
Yeah. This one's on the defense. This one is on the defense. It really is. Anyone who says it's Kenny Pickett's fault they lost, I don't know. I don't know if you're watching the same game. Goodness gracious. Oh man, yeah, we're wondering about Jordan Davis. We don't know about Jordan Davis. Obviously, don't know about Jalen Hurts. It's one of those days, you know, and you just got to hope, Josh, as we like to kind of spin things in positive directions here, as the rest of the media will go crazy on this one tomorrow. But maybe the loss after 10 straight wins refocuses people. They got 2 games left to go. They're definitely going to rest people week 18. You feel like you're going to see Kenny Pickett again in that one and get ready for, essentially a first-round bye a week earlier. And then, 3 wins get you to a Super Bowl. Oh, it was a bummer.
Yeah, it is a bummer. But, like you said, there's still the opportunity in front of this team because it feels similar to, like, whenever Jalen got injured in 22, and then you're like, oh, I don't know, like the team, some struggles, giving up some different things, all this, like it can be okay. We'll be fine. Toys of Kids with the 2 said we had 33 points. Defense really sucked. What the F happened?
You blame the defense, and you wonder what happened with C.J. Gardner-Johnson. What he say to get his second penalty? Does that make a difference if he's in there or not? But they did everything. They got the turnover. They converted on 4th down. They were driving. Smitty drops that pass, and then first time in 10 games where they've given up a game-winning drive. I mean, we've seen this multiple times. Cleveland had a chance at it. Obviously, the Jaguars had a chance at it. There were times where this defense would hold, and it was just not the case today. Not the case today.
Let's see. Matt with a 2. Everybody knows the refs bailed Washington out. Nate.
A lot of penalties on Washington today. There were a lot of penalties on Washington.
Yeah. It ended up evening out. I mean, but there were several that you could have easily called that they did not.
Sure.
Nate with a 2. The real MVP is the refs. They played a good game for Washington. They did. Gonzalo with a 5. We've lost 2 of our 3 games this season because of 2 wide open drop passes.
It's true. Yeah, for anyone who wants to go crazy and panic, you're still 12-3, right? I mean, we all would have taken that. And like you said, there's one game where we were, dominated, and that was the Buck game because you should have beaten the Falcons. And this one, Smitty catches that. You at least give Pickett less than probably 30 seconds down 5 versus, minute and a half down 5. So
yeah.
Difference maker, but
it's crushing. Jordan with the 5. This is on Smitty and the defense. Jalen's stock is definitely way up. For sure.
Someone says defense was bad, 5 turnovers. The defense gave up 35 points, right? What do you mean? You think the defense played well today? I know the defense played well. Turnovers were great, but they still gave up 35 points.
Yeah.
36 points, excuse me.
Yeah, I mean, the defense, they did, I don't know, it's kind of like back and forth, because if you had Jalen, then does it give the defense a little bit more of a rest after a turnover?
Maybe.
Probably, because they keep drives alive a little bit longer. So, because you did ask them, like, oh, they got a turnover, and then a quick 3 and out or something, you punt the football, they go back out there, another, drive that they have to stop, but you still gave up a lot of points. It was much different than what we'd seen. And they were playing with some backups, some guys getting in there, CJ being thrown out, but AJ with 5. I don't know what hurt more, Jalen going out or Smitty dropping the game sealer. Yeah, I think
dropping the game
dropping
sealer.
it, because honestly, Jalen's going to be all right. I would imagine he'll be fine.
He had it. It was a slant route. He's open by 5 yards. Pickett put it right here. You got to catch it. I mean, that's really what it was. That's what this game came down to. They should never have, the Commanders should never have had the football again. No. Never have had the football.
Finn Copeland with a 5. The Eagles had a backup and still put up 33, as well as having an injured defense. This was a tough loss, but we'll be all right.
There you go. Somewhat's positive. I agree.
I like it.
I agree. They're going to be just fine.
Saturnet says, at the same time, the defense forced 5 turnovers, and the offense had no shot to capitalize. So you probably would have liked to see a few more points out of those turnovers, but it's both sides. You want to get like micro-focused and say it did come down to one play, but it doesn't. You can blame it on Smitty, but there's other things that lead up to that moment. But sure, I mean, Smitty, 9 times out of 10, he makes that catch. It's the one game that he doesn't, and it cost you. Felt like the Atlanta game, and it turned into it.
Oh, man, yeah. The drop heard around the world.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bummer, but, Philly, the 1 seed was never really guaranteed, right? Because if Detroit wins out, then Detroit's the 1 seed. So they never really had the 1 seed in their own hands. They needed to win and then have help. But this one, it just hurts. It just hurts.
Yeah. Robert, let's see. Robot with the 2. Appreciate that. Knoxburg with another 2. The entire defense needs a wet towel treatment.
They're going to need an ice bath for sure.
Yeah. Josh H with a 2 also. They also kept stuffing Saquon in the second half. That they did.
Yeah, that's true. They did a really good job. They did a really good job. Really good job slowing down Saquon Barkley in that second half. I thought for sure we were talking about, is he going to go for 200 yards? What's the magic number today? And not the case. You do hope that this galvanizes the football team, right? You do hope that this is the loss where they all kind of go, okay, we are not going to mess around again, and they just blow everybody out. They kill Dallas next week. They rest players up versus the Giants. You actually want the Giants to win that game, technically. That way the Giants lose out on the number 1 overall pick, and then you crush the Commanders for round 3, right? Now it's 1 apiece. And now you're going to have to beat them in the wild card round. It's going to be very, very interesting to see what the actual scenario is, but it's very likely you're playing the Washington Commanders at the Link in the wild card round 2 versus 7 matchup.
But I'm not concerned. I will say that. It should be a good game. It's a divisional matchup, but rematch. I mean, oddly enough, it's kind of strange, but Jalen's played both games with kind of a concussion or not a concussion. Like, who knows? It's a very weird situation the first time, and then he passed the protocol. This one, very early in the game, Eagles are rolling. You could play the what-if game, so I know that it's like, oh, we don't know for sure, but it felt like the way that things were transpiring in this one early on, if Jalen Hurts doesn't get knocked out of the game, this was gonna be a dominating win. Like it was about to be what, 21-0, 21-7. Jalen with the ball, the offense moving down the field, and then all of a sudden, okay, now we got to start changing things up. Kenny Pickett helps you to finish off a drive, but then he throws an interception. So, yeah, I don't know. There's still way more reasons to be optimistic, I think. Eagle 20 with a 2. So this was terrible, but I'm not panicking.
There you go.
That's fair. Don't panic.
Remember, you didn't have your starting quarterback, right? I mean, everyone, we're going to blame Pickett or not blame Pickett.
Right.
You didn't have your starting quarterback, right? I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Oh,
That'll be okay. Julius with a 1. I didn't see a comment, but we do appreciate the support. Dementors says Smitty never drops those. It was scripted for the Redskins to win this game. Yes, the Redskins. # Fly Eagles Fly.
Could be. Could have been. Who knows?
Christian with a 10 bomb says, just goes to show how important Jalen is to this team. DeVonta choked and defense played horribly too. At worst, we're the 2nd seed playing a banged up Lions team in Detroit for a trip to the Super Bowl.
Potentially, yeah. That
win a couple games
seems
before.
like the case. Seems like the case. Yeah. The Eagles likely. I was going to say, the Eagles' likely playoff path is Washington, Minnesota, Detroit. That is likely what you're staring at right now.
Yeah. Yeah, because you've got what would be... Well, what's Minnesota... What would their seed be?
The 5. And so you get the... Well, no...
I was going to say probably
that's
Tampa.
Right. Could be Tampa. Yeah, you actually could get Tampa. Or whoever that 4 seed is, Atlanta. If it's Atlanta, something like that. Yeah, that's a good point. Maybe it's for the best.
You never know. You get your rematch against really both teams. Like, okay, think about this. You've lost to the Commanders this season now. We got destroyed by the Bucs. It's very realistic now where it's like you play the Commanders, and if you beat them, then you play the Bucs. So you knock off both teams potentially. We'll see. Average Yeti with the 2, 5 turnovers, and Kellen Moore can't adjust at all.
Did Kellen Moore drop that pass on the wide open?
The game
wide open throw
was there to be
Kellen
had.
Moore? Yeah, I don't know if that was Kellen Moore's fault. Was it?
I don't believe that he was the one that was trying to catch it. Maybe he was.
Yeah, I don't think he was the slot receiver, but
I don't know.
Could have been. Could have been.
Never know. Tony Cadillac with a 5. Different game if Jalen's a quarterback. Absolutely agree. I don't know that hit didn't look too bad. That concussion call was BS. I stand by it.
Yeah. I think he's gonna be fine.
He looked like he was going to try to go back out there, so it's just so weird.
If it's a Super Bowl or a more important game, then he definitely does. Definitely plays.
B Mills with a 2 here says why BG never got kicked out, but CJ GJ did. BS. It's also fair.
Yeah, it's
talk
pretty
about
crazy.
Anybody that's talking trash the entire time, but
yeah.
Big Therm with a 5. Commanders barely beat our second string quarterback. We'll be straight.
Yep, I agree.
Another one from Josh H. As long as Jalen is all right, I'm not scared. That should be everybody. As long as Jalen is healthy, and we'll see. But the fact that, as we talked about, like he grabbed his helmet and he thought he was good to go in. So I don't know what conversation he had with the independent examiner guy, like just to think or be okay to grab the helmet, to then be told, oh, well, hang on, actually, we need you to go back. I don't know, but. Yeah, I can't imagine it's super serious, because if it was, that would have been an automatic, like, oh, we looked at you, yep, you're done, go to locker room, get out of here.
Yep, I know.
Let's see, Tyler,
oh, man.
I believe, is the last one here. Tyler with a 5 says, once Smitty dropped that ball, I had Falcons PTSD. I'm not mad at the defense because they were going 3 and out every 3 minutes.
Yeah, I still think you got to put some blame on this defense. I mean, we have been very lucky. Not lucky. We've gotten used to a dominant defense, and they weren't dominant. 22 points in the second half. I mean, or in the fourth quarter. Get one stop there, and they win, and they could not get a stop. I know they got the pick, but they still gave up 3 touchdowns, right? So, yeah. Jayden Daniels, credit to him. He had a good game.
He did.
Really good game.
Yep. They capitalized, took advantage. Special teams was I would say special teams was also bad today. Yeah. I mean, how often are we saying, hey, Commanders start the ball at 40-yard line, 45-yard line? You're shortening the field so much. If you ask the Commanders to go the full length of the field, like if you think about it, if the Commanders start with the ball at the 30 instead of the 43, 44-yard line,
maybe.
Who's to say? They had basically one more play at that point. I don't know. But yes, there's all sides, a couple different, but Tyler with 5 more said, yeah, but I mean, they had 5 turnovers. It's fair. They were opportunistic. The defense did have 5 turnovers. So I don't know if you'd say they were bad, but they weren't good enough today. So.
Yeah, I mean, five turns, you still got 36 points is my problem, right? I mean, gee whiz. If the Eagles would have lost 17-13 and had 5 turnovers, we'd be blaming the offense. The Eagles lost 36-33. Like clearly, they gave up too many points.
Yeah. Oh, no joke. Yeah. Should have had. You would like to see a couple more, but still, you talk about off of the turnovers. There's a turnover, offense has to punt. Turnover, offense misses a field goal. Turnover, offense has to get another field goal. Turnover, another field goal. So you didn't have a single touchdown, I guess, with Kenny Pickett and a turnover. But still, yeah, you gave up a lot of points.
Yep.
All right, last couple ones here. Then we're gonna wrap it. We appreciate you guys as always. Drop a like if you haven't. Make sure to sub. Alex with the 2 said the defense was tired.
Maybe. Could be.
They were out there for maybe more than they used. They were certainly out there more than the 40-something plays that they did against the Steelers. So that's true. And Gary plays drums with a 2, saying, wake up call for the D, we'll be all right.
Yep. And obviously, no Cheetah Gardner Johnson there for a lot of those second half touchdowns. Would have been a big difference, I think. I think he would have made a difference. Maybe in that coverage. But, oh, man, Sunday can't come soon enough. Got to beat the Cowboys. Ready to go. Get me back on the horse. I think these guys are going to be itching to get back out there.
They for sure will. So at least the hunger's there. I mean, they're going to try to prove something and be like, okay, we'll get this. Maybe you get a rest and some of the starters won't play naturally in the final week of the season. But, yeah, I think we'll be all right. Jonathan Gray with a 2. Pickett couldn't slow things down enough. I don't know.
I mean, he threw a perfect pass for a first down that would have sealed the game, but sure.
It would have been ball game. He got it to AJ, converted a big 4th down. He converted another
2
4th down on DeVonta Smith to the
crazy.
other one. So
Pickett's hate's crazy, man. Crazy.
And Tyler with another 5. Also, love you guys. Great broadcasters.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
That's fun. No, it's fun.
It was.
It's a fun game. You win 10
right.
in a row. You can't win them all. They're in the big dance. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine.
Jasper with the 2. What are the chances we make the 1 seed?
Detroit's got to lose out.
0. So
yeah, it is 0.
You need that, and then Minnesota to lose.
Also has to lose. Yeah.
I think both of their games, or one, and then beat Detroit. I don't know. It's very, very difficult. Let's just say that. So
7-7, the DK Metcalf touchdown. Seattle just scored, so 7-7 up there in Seattle.
Well.
So that would help if Seattle could lose, and then Detroit loses next week, and then, the Vikings lose, Detroit lose, and the Vikings beat Detroit in week 18. That would do it, but long way to go. Let's accept the 2 seed. Be happy with the 2 seed. Let's just end it with that.
That's true. I agree. Last one here that just came in. It's Big Therm with a 5. Tanner McKee probably could have done a better job. I always like McKee over KP. We'll talk about it more. We'll give more input and insight. The thing is that they should have won the game. He played well enough to win. They were right there to win the game. Some people saying Kenny Pickett's not good enough to win a Super Bowl. Cool. He doesn't have to be. Jalen Hurts is your guy to go win the Super Bowl. Like, he's going to be all right. The concussion is probably just 1 week. We'll keep everyone posted. But, yes, at this point, most likely, number 2 seed, playing the Commanders. That'll be a 7 seed in the wild card round. And, you just move on beyond that. So,
Yep.
Appreciate you guys, though. Everybody watching all around the world. Saudi Arabia, Khalid here saying salute to you guys. We appreciate that.
Hey.
On planes, trucks, buses, who knows where you're watching, but we appreciate
Everything.
you guys. Had a crazy amount of support and viewers this game. Unfortunately, the Eagles do lose. Maybe it rights the ship. Thomas won $100 off of it. Did not want to. We will say a disclaimer there. Did not want to, but yes, as far as the beneficially. The Eagles lose. They do not win out. And we will see. But we appreciate you guys. Have a very Merry Christmas. This will be the last live stream until then, but we got more, video recaps and everything else. So
That's right.
As always, go Birds.
Go Birds. See you guys.